Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Good morning. Can you hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Good morning.
By the rest of his team this summer, he really stepped into his own and earned his spot as one of the best AD carries in the world.
Absolutely, and I think we've seen a lot from the Gen G roster in terms of that stability and being able to perform at a very, very high level. But I think the question on everyone's lips is,
so if my voice a little gone,
now
you
when
gotta
the
deal with
pressure
it.
is the absolute highest? We know what has followed Chovy for a lot of his career, which we thought was erased, you know, coming into this World Championship. But is it?
But I ain't missing
I think that it will
Faker.
be for Gen G this time around. I mean, we showcased, you know, Mata and the coaching there. Also think for him, it is a really nice to have a bot lane partner like Lehens. You know, they showed the comms clip after the Twitch pick, and Lehens was like, "I told you, you should pick Twitch," and he's like really always like giving him confidence, and they're definitely a team that can also pull out some of these other strange picks. I would say definitely Canyon too, as far as some of the draft things they can get up to.
I think though when you're talking about pressure,
Let's
that was
fucking
kind
go.
of
No fizz ban.
for me, disappointed me. So I want to see more from them coming into this series.
No fizz ban, bro.
It was kind of
Don't
like,
let Faker give fizz.
To give you comfort. Because when you look at the opposite
he's read
side
the
for
guide.
T1, Gumayushi has been incredible. Ray and Hailers know this guy is stepping up for them. It doesn't even matter that we're getting carrier like roaming away from him. Gumayushi's playing the laning phase incredibly intelligently, making sure he's picking up all that CS, and then when it gets...
So if you guys are new here, today is Gen G, the best team in Korea, versus Faker and T1, the best team of all time. Gen G has won the last 10 times they played T1. They are 10-0 in the last 10. But today is different. Today is different. That means they're due. Dude, look at the predictions. They're smoking crack. Tweaks is a 3-0 T1. Did they just expect Gen G to completely collapse? I mean, it'd be fun. It would be sad for stands, but I'll take it. Cagel has 3-2 T1. That's so. I mean, if I had to guess, a sloppy, scared Gen G could lose 3-2. That could happen, and that's what I'm praying for. Big A, are you EP Bears? You sound tired? I mean, it's fucking 6 a.m. 5:30 is when I got up. I was out last night with Stans and Lud and obviously Rochelle and Ari. We went to a Dodgers game, World Series game. It was sick. It was really fun. Dodgers won, probably thanks to my cheering. How was Otani? He was terrible. I mean, I feel bad for him. He got hurt. Otani did nothing. Did nothing the whole game and got hurt. But they still won, so no big deal. Do you know how long will T1 3-0 Gen G? If T1 3-0 Gen G, I'm going to lose my mind.
Go through Faker, who has weathered every single storm.
True.
Who will make it to the grand finals in London?
Dude, if T1 gets to the finals again, that's so unreal. Oh, look at my gold. Look at my gold, dude. Look at my gold. Did you almost get a baseball? Yeah, dude. Yeah. They hit a homer right behind us. Like literally the seat behind us. The guy caught it. If Stan's a little taller, he would have grabbed it. I'm sorry, what? Michelangelo saw an angel in the marble? And this is how Faker was crafted? Oh, they should have a statue of Faker. That would have been so sick.
Sacrifier tout sur son chemin pour réaliser son rêve.
To achieve their dream. Dude, look at Owner, my God.
Le voyage n'est pas pour les
The journey is not meant for fragile hearts. Chills! Chills!
En 2019,
I want to see Faker walk around like a French museum and just break shit.
페이커 선수에 대한 첫인상은 일단
Knock over statues, kick a hole in the Mona Lisa,
계속
and
끊임없이
say, I am.
심리전을 걸린 게 인상적이었어요.
I am the new art.
mais ne parvient pas à le vendre.
That'd be sick.
계속 뭐가 문제였을까 생각하게 되더라고요. 내가 못해서 졌다기보단 상대가 잘하는 게 많았고
We lost not because I was
그래서
bad, because the opponent was better.
그 잘하는 상대보다 더 잘해야 한다고 생각을 했던 것 같아요.
Thanks, John Madden.
페이커 선수를 이겨야만 최고가 될 자격이
You
주어진다고
must defeat
생각합니다.
Faker to earn the right to be at the top. That's facts.
초비 선수가 굉장히 뛰어난
Jovi
선수이기
is an
때문에
incredible
같이
player.
맞붙는 게
Going
굉장히
up against me is very
재밌고
enjoyable.
스스로도 많이 배우고 성장할 수 있는 것 같습니다.
It allows me to grow
En
stronger.
2022,
Yeah, that shit fun for me, dude. I get to fucking beat your ass, get stronger. Bro, we don't count domestic titles.
처음 우승했을 때가 2년 전이었는데요. 했던 말이 말도 안 돼라고 하고 우승을 했던 걸로 기억하는데
How many worlds you won, Lehens?
마음의 짐이 많이
That's that question.
Genji continua de gagner à domicile. Ils étaient
Genji
imparables.
kept winning domestic. They were
처음
unstoppable.
우승했을 때 그때 당시
When I won LCK for the first time, winning domestically was my goal back then. And I was really happy that I achieved that in my debut season.
2022
2022, 2023,
et
and 2024. Yeah, we get
Genji
it.
a battu T1 encore
Genji
et
defeated
encore
T1
quand
time
cela
and time
comptait.
again when it mattered the most. No, when it matters the most is Worlds.
이제 첫 우승을 이제 T1 상대로
Winning my first LCK title against T1,
감정이 북받쳤던
all the
것
emotions
같습니다.
came flooding in.
결승에서 많이 진 후에는
When we kept losing in the
저희가 많이
finals,
부족한가
I started to doubt if we were good
생각도 들게
enough.
되었던
But
것
then we
같고
won Worlds,
실망도 많이 했었던 것 같습니다.
and they choked again. So I didn't feel so bad at all.
여기는 LCK가 아니고 월즈이고
We're not at LCK anymore. This is Worlds.
월즈는 T1에게 적합한 무대라고 생각합니다.
Worlds is where we shine the most. Dude, they have been shining this Worlds. They have been shining.
챔피언으로 떠날
We came as champions, and we will leave as champions. Oh my god, that's so fucking ice cold.
Victoire pour Faker.
53 wins to Faker. 52 wins to Chovy. Yikes, little bro. Yikes, little bro. 52?
Ces victoires,
Not even
ce sentiment
53?
persiste au fond de son cœur. Le rêve d'être champion du monde.
The dream of being world champion. Dude, I think Riot should have
Imposant.
bought the Sistine Chapel and painted over the roof with a big mural of Faker versus
Pour
Chovy.
l'un, le fardeau de rester au sommet.
That'd have been a badass promo, you know?
Pour l'autre,
Put the money to
le
something
fardeau
good.
d'atteindre le sommet.
Good use of the skin money, yeah, exactly.
Genji was pushed to the limit. They were pushed to the edge, but they were built for these situations. They were built for victory. They were built to win, and they will do just
Blacklist almost lost. I mean, sorry. Genji almost lost to Blacklist.
페이커 선수
Faker. Oh, damn.
새로운 미래를
I will
열겠습니다.
usher in a new future.
초비
Oh,
선수
shit. Chovy.
미래를 원한다면
If the future is yours,
증명하세요.
prove it. Oh, damn, dude. Ice cold, baby. Cinema. Look at them going all out. That's hype.
무거운 왕관의 무게
The heavy burden of the crown. We will carry it together. Heavy! I can't do that. My voice is gone, dude. I can't sing.
저희가
We are
새로운 세대입니다.
the new generation.
T1은 과거
T1 is the past, the present,
그리고
and the future. Oh, shit, dude. That's cinema, dude. That's badass. Holy shit, I'm glad I got up. I'm glad I got up. Riot's getting good at these. That was a good one. That was dumb hard. That was a great Worlds teaser. Do regular sports have these? Yeah, like the NBA Finals have these. This isn't even in the finals. I think Riot's good at them. This is the best esports product in all of esports. You guys understand? League Worlds is the #1. There's nothing even that close. I mean, maybe TI. That's it.
À se présenter devant vous, les deux derniers représentants de la Corée. D'un côté, champion du MSI, en quête
Who is
du
this
titre
European
ultime.
croissant?
Et de l'autre,
Okay, relax.
4 fois champion du monde, défendant
Relax,
leur
bro.
couronne. Alors, mesdames
Obviously,
et
you
messieurs,
make fun of,
pour
you
vos
know,
deux équipes,
Europeans and Canadians and everyone here on the stream, but I don't want us to be too America Pill. Let's go! Wait, they're walking out at the same time? Dude, it's funny to do that whole hype intro, and then their walkout, it's like, it's two of the shyest Korean nerdy boys of all time. You know, they're both like heads down. Carrie usually got a little bit of swagger and stuff. Ooh, okay. Dude, I like this because Genji gets more nervous than T1. So the more hype they do for this, the more chance Genji gets nervous. That's the long and short of it. The more they make a big deal out of it and put the crowd out there and Genji get in their heads. If this was in like a tiny hall with not many crowd, Genji would crush 100 times out of fucking 100. But yeah, look at that. Look at the confidence. Ooh, look at the swagger. You can see the difference. They're mocking them. The T1 is T1 team is mocking them person by person. Look at that smile. Genji has stage fright. They have always choked at Worlds despite being heavy favorites. For years now, they've been so good. Best team in Korea, which is probably the best region, maybe China. Let's go, Faker! Faker should trip Chovy and then step over his body. Do a vein roll. You've been mobbed, Chovy. You've been mobbed. Watch your walking roll, bro. Only goats can walk on this path and you push him out of the way. Boo! Yeah! Wake the fuck up, everybody! T1 fans, wake the fuck up! Let's fucking go, baby! We're gonna do the impossible. 10-0 streak broken tonight. Let's fucking go.
24 semi-finals. I'm Atlas. As usual, I'm joined by Chronicler, but we're also getting to welcome our friend Andrew Vedius Day to the LCK, which is absolutely fantastic. We're still at Worlds, aren't we? We're still at Worlds.
Yeah. That was a great
of course,
intro.
Got a little bit of experience
That was a
with
fire
this particular
intro.
matchup, but there are a lot of very critical changes moving into this best of 5.
I mean, It's Worlds.
It's Worlds.
that really summarizes it.
That's like 98%.
Bro, I remember watching the first World Championship, and the caster was it was like Freak in a baggy T-shirt in a tiny corner of the DreamHack hall.
We were all getting choked up.
It was like the tiny. They had like 8 PCs set up. You could see like people in the background like just walking by.
Organization hasn't been able to cross, and now they face across T1, the reigning world champions.
Tiny, and now they got
what
this.
an
It's just
accomplishment it would be to beat them on what feels like T1's home ground here at Worlds.
And I feel like this weird combination of relieved today, but also nervous, because no matter what happens in this matchup, we're going to have an incredible finals. I think the stories are just writing themselves for either team.
When you think like they gave Faker,
the main thing is,
they gave T1 4090s and they gave Gen G some fucking
yes. We're going to jump
old
into
man.
the
Smolder
draft
Man.
start this one
I
off.
love to see that Smolder Man.
Things are going pretty similarly
Gen
to what
G
we're
has
expecting,
a
except for maybe the Nidalee first
desperation comp where they just pick all fucking scaling champions and stall the game out.
Surprises T1 taking away
and
the
it
lessons
involves
here,
Smolder, and T1 is banning it early and often. I also love banning the Jax. Jax has been so strong this world.
Answer that we saw them pull out. And generally outside
I would
of that,
not mind a Cassante ban too. I think if Jax and Cassante are gone, Zeus goes dumb
Ash
hard.
is the other thing that's such an incredibly high priority. With that
Keen has a
ban,
real
it is
beastly
important, but I think
Cassante.
the trade of Yone and Ash
It
is gonna
relies
be how
on
we
Riot
start
not knowing
this
how to
best
fucking
of
balance
five.
their game.
And Zeus is going to say, well, I might play it, but it's probably my buddy in the mid lane.
That's the beauty of
Yone.
this pick for T1. It
Yone,
is a flex
insta
between
pick.
top and mids.
So
We'll see
Genji's
what
been letting
T1 do
Yone
with it
through a
later
lot.
on as
They don't seem to
Iskana
fear it.
looking to be the priority
Genji's
for
been doing
Canyon.
this a lot.
We'll see if they look to pair that alongside the Ash, which you already
Yone is
mentioned.
like a
Atlas.
real
The
strong
Rumble is
champ
something
this
else to
meta,
take
but
into
they've been letting it through and then they
Yone
pick
plus Rumble
Skarner.
is
They're picking a
such
lot of Skarner. Their
terrifying
Skarner's
combo.
their
There are so
Skarner's
many junglers
unreal.
that can help facilitate it as well. Sejuani is one that potentially comes to mind to really
What's the score? It
enable
hasn't started.
that mid lane matchup as the Skarner locked in for Canyon.
And Canyon, obviously, we don't love to see him on carries, but Skarner, definitely the strongest jungler
Joey
currently
picks
on the patch.
range and
with the
dodge every
exception of that
Q.
Nidalee
I
that
don't
was
think they
banned
go.
away
I don't think they
early
go
on.
mid lane.
Now,
Yone. That's
Genji
T1's
knew
difference.
100% that this Yone was gonna
Zeus
get
is an
picked up.
amazing
We've seen
Yone,
teams do this,
and
particularly
Faker
best
can
of
play
five
it
in
too,
the
so they can
first
go
game,
top
give it
or
up.
mid.
What is their answer going
It's
to
a
be?
little different.
I was actually expecting the Ash to get picked up
Poor
here
Nectin,
early on
boring
because
pick,
it has been
but
such
9
an
wins 16
insane
lost. Not even
cryo
that
pick.
good.
It doesn't
I
look
love
like it's
the
gonna be
Ash.
case,
I
so
love
T1
the Ash.
getting
Gives you
Yone
engage.
and Ash
Oh, I love
right
the
here.
Ash Renata. Oh, I love the Ash
Because
Renata.
T1 had
That's
Sejuani
great.
Rumble just
Gives you
straight
engage.
up
Let's
and
carry it.
available
Go
for them.
dumb.
That top side has been so incredibly strong, and it fits their playstyle so incredibly well.
I'm a little
But
afraid
what
of
this
the Skarner.
does is it
Skarner's been
hides
such
where
a
that Yone
beast
is
this
going. It
Worlds.
opens up the board and gives
Genji
this bottom
specifically
lane
have made
a
great
whole
use
lot
of
of power.
Is it the Blitzcrank to come
I
out
hope so.
here? Because if they don't pick it here, I do think it's going to get
Carry
taken away.
Renata's
It's
crazy.
Chovy
All right, there's the
gonna
Silas.
get
See, the
his
Silas is
hands
what I was
on
hoping for
it.
Faker. I was hoping for Silas for Faker. I'm a little bit nervous. Faker has a nice Silas, and it's been his good champ for this meta.
Competition from T1 against top esports in their first
I wonder
game,
what-
where they were able to find great success. The key difference being a Renekton coming through from the side of Keen.
Can
Now
Yone
turn our
handle
attention
Renekton?
to that jungle role.
Like, are they gonna
Genji,
force
what
to
are they gonna
go
ban
Faker
away to
Yone?
Sejuani? We already talked extensively about it as an option.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
I feel like
first one
I
removed.
feel like
Do they
Zeus
wanna
Yone can
consider
handle
AP
Renekton.
threats? The Blitzcrank also.
But it's probably a tough
discussing
lane.
that. Lahan's
Definitely a
very
tough
well
lane.
known for his Blitzcrank.
Renekton
They're not
definitely
going to allow him
bullies.
to have that one. Now you kind of move into uncharted territory. Do you also consider Rakan something worth taking away?
Yeah, I think Rakan's a really important one. Do they just ban the Rumble because it's still very, very strong?
They might lane
Opens
swap.
the doors for a
Wouldn't
lot more
mind that.
heavy compositions.
Wouldn't
as well.
mind that, big dogs.
Certainly a lot of things on Genji's mind is what they could be taking away here.
The benefit
Galio
here
angle?
for Genji is that they
Now,
will
a
know
Galio
where
could
this
be
Yone is going
interesting.
before they lock in their final pick.
I
So
think also
we'll
a
see.
Fizz
Give
could be
them a
really
little
good.
bit more leeway.
I think a
Imagine
Faker
FaZe is
Fizz
gonna be
pick
picking
and
up
you
an AD
tab
carry
over to
here
his
on
screen and it
R4.
shows like he's got
The
my
Rumble
guide
does
open
get
and he's
taken
like
away.
studying it.
Genji also still
That would
saying
be-
we don't know where this Yone is
I think
going.
we all could
haven't
expect
seen
that
it
could
for
be-
Zeus in the top lane in a while, but
And then at the
given
top of his lungs, Faker
history,
yells,
would be no surprise.
"Shark!"
The Ezreal going to get taken away. Extremely self-sufficient pick.
Well, I
That
haven't
is
seen anyone
very
get
hard to
Aurora this
punish
whole
with
fucking
the
world. They
range,
just
so you don't have to interact too
perma
much with
ban
the
it.
Ash lane. Quite big as well. What is Pace going to lock in here to go with this Bruiser style? Because it's really hard to find something
He's
that can
not
play
viable.
into
Thanks,
the
man.
Ash Renata,
Your
and it
ability
might
to
be a
detect
late swap on the
sarcasm is
cards.
unreal.
Well, I was going to say my instincts are something along the lines of Kai'Sa, but
You're-
Pace goes straight
that's
into the
unreal.
Ziggs.
You're
Looks like
one of
that's
the
gonna
best
be
in
the
the world
direction
at
the
it,
safe
and I
wave
just
clear.
want
And
to
I mean, you look at
congratulate
this
you
top
on
side
your
from Genji.
your finely
Wave clear is
tuned
definitely
sensor.
something that they're lacking.
You're gonna
but
fit
I
in
feel
around
like
here.
Ziggs can be very self-sufficient, especially if Lehens wants to play and engage support. And I think that it complements the composition nicely. T1 now considering what they're going to
What are
put
we
in the
thinking?
jungle.
Jarvan?
A lot of different
A lot of potential
Dude, I'll tell you
options
what.
being flicked through by Gumayusi, teasing the crowd
Vi?
a
I would
little
love
bit,
a
but
Vi.
in his own
Oh my God, they go
world,
Vi.
and his Vi is going to
Dude.
be the option.
Gragas? I love this. Wait, is it Gragas top though?
Also kind of keeps things up in the air as far as where these
It
two
is up in the
champions are
air.
going.
Like,
Of course,
I
Zeus
haven't
is
seen
an
Faker play
incredible
Gragas in a minute.
Player just in general,
Normally,
so it's not likely to go
you
to
think
Faker.
it'd be
He's played a few
Gragas
times.
Yeah, there was that
mid.
random 3 weeks where everyone in the LCK was pranked into thinking Gragas mid was good.
Because
Faker
was
played
I
it
think it's more likely Zeus Gragas.
It was all
Faker
a psych
Yone.
out. This used to be a really good matchup for specifically tank Gragas. With Grass, back when his sustain was a lot better, you could just
Can I
completely
get a bat chest for
stonewall
seeing
the
Vi?
Renekton. He never really was able to get shoved.
That's from Arcane,
I do
folks.
imagine, though, looking at the damage profile for T1, this is going to be the full AP variety, so maybe a little bit more carry or
Zeus has been a
potential
beast on
early on
Gragas,
here
yeah.
for
Yeah,
Gen
yeah.
G, but they are really
So
heavy
Faker
on the
Yone,
AP, and that's something that
Yone
I do
versus
think we have seen
versus
be a problem for them before.
Silas
certainly
is
true. The
doable.
advantage is
Totally
that Yone
doable.
is a champion that very rarely builds
This
things
looks
like
pretty
the
good.
threads.
The
He's
only
very
thing I'm
locked
worried
in his
about is this
typical
fucking,
itemization build, along with the Gragas as well, who you kind of expect
this
to go more
Ziggs
towards that AP
fucking
direction.
Leona
I feel like that
horseshit.
they should be fine.
I don't like that 80 carry. I've never liked 80 carries as people. And I've always thought 80 carries are big whiners, but they might have a reason to. Because every Worlds game I watch, even if the 80 carry gets fed, they just get blown the fuck up. And they've just had such. I mean, ADC mains are whiners, but they might have a reason, dude. They might have a reason. And so I don't want a world where we have fucking mages bottom. This is boring. Once 80 carries stop getting picked, then the whining is real.
This is a big test for him as well. Being able to perform on this pick would really throw a wrench into, I think, the drafting plans for Gen G. You take a big gamble here with this Game 1 draft.
And Faker has found success and had some
I gotta
iffy
say, I
moments
like the
on that
T1
Yone
draft.
just in general.
I
We
like
saw
it.
Xiaohu not really pass that test yesterday.
T1.
We'll see whether Faker, our other veteran mid laner, as far as our
Look, he's
semifinals
happy.
matchups are concerned,
Look
is
at
going
him.
to be
Let's
able to
go,
handle it.
my
I don't think the
goat.
GOAT's going to
He's
struggle too
smart.
much. I think it's about how both
He's
of these drafts
confident.
are going to
Don't get
function
nervous.
when we
Don't get
actually
nervous,
get into
Gen
some
G.
of these brawls.
Don't get nervous,
But ladies and
Choky.
gentlemen, it is almost the moment that you've been waiting for. Game number 1 in our second semi-final of Worlds 2024 to decide who is going to be meeting BLG in the final.
Folks.
Oh, man. Already just a little bit of a defensive start. Not going to have those insane level 1s like we did in Game 2 yesterday.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and I think back to that spring final, the epic final.
Folks, we're going to have to do this, I think. But you know what I'm going to do? You know what would be crazy is if I at least got the mini-map on here.
So it is immediately spotted.
So you can keep
Kenyon's
up.
just going to move over to his blue side quadrant, so should be okay. Keen also going to be rotating immediately, getting the idea that there is going to be a potential lane swap in the air. Does make a fair bit of sense. Leaving a Ziggs in a bottom
You can
lane
set
by
your
himself
timer
is a recipe
to
for
mine.
plays.
Well, that's the big thing. Ziggs
I'm
is
putting
a
my
champion
playback speed
even
on
in top lane
2x
because of his
to
passive,
catch
he
up.
actually do a decent amount even for all the resistances. And if you are in a bot lane, it's going to be even more pronounced. T1 though,
We're going to put this
looking
here.
at the setups here, Zeus actually
And put
did go
this
for
here.
grasp, same for the mid laners, but
And you
should
can
come
sort
as a
of keep
surprise
up.
There. There's been a lot of grasp mids throughout the tournament, even seeing it on ranged champions like Smolters, and it looks like Gen G is going to go for the variety where you do have Lehens just laning together with Chovy or Canyon, starting on the bot side, and looks like just the usual jungle split. Neither jungler able to steal away.
All right. All right. Normal start.
To start things off here,
Put the map in the middle of the screen. Why would I do that?
Of course, Gragas in a lane swap is pretty
What are you
good.
streaming like Cadril? Bro, I think it's Riot sanctioned only. I kind of want to just try it, but I'm not super interested in getting banned. You're not doing sound? You should open up YouTube and sync it.
To not be at quite a high risk of a dive. But even with that early attention being paid towards the mid lane, we do see Faker still doing fine. Bot side,
Faker already winning this lane, by the way.
Still fairly full health.
Oh, big dive bot. Oh, Zeus. Huge dive bot. How are you going to do this? Zeus. Oh, there's no way to live this. There's no way to live this. There's no way to live this, right? Zeus! Zeus, my goat! Zeus, my goat! Oh shit. They got 3 flashes and Faker T. Wait, what? Faker, why'd you TP? Faker, honestly, you shouldn't have TP'd.
On the execution of the dive, Lehens can't connect the E. The
But-
tower aggro is mismanaged, and Genji
Holy
are forced to
outplay,
retreat
dude.
on their first play of the series.
And Genji, I think, should count themselves lucky. That could have gone way worse.
Oh, yeah.
The Canyon unintentionally getting the aggro there was
Thought it was
the
Carry
big
a TP?
thing.
Carry
I
does
think
not
it
have
might have been
TP.
Red buff. He clearly wasn't expecting it. They were looking for the redive.
They wasted
and that
so much
moment,
time.
bot time for Faker
They
to
wasted
TP
so much time.
towards
That
the
slows
bot lane.
Canyon's clear
Only good
down.
thing for Genji is
Vi
that
got.
that did give Chovy a little bit of time. He still
Vi
has
got
teleport
way ahead. Vi
available.
is so
T1
ahead.
gonna be feeling great about that
Dude,
trade.
Vi is
Just
so
that
ahead. That
flash
was
on
awesome.
Zeus and a TP for
And
both the
Faker's
summoners
winning the
from
lane.
Genji.
He's just beating Chovy.
Where it was very awkward for Zeus because he used 1 minion off leveling
He's
up,
just
but the
beating
Cannon
Chovy.
minion had aggro.
Let's
on
fucking
mid.
go.
Hands Hex flashing in, not gonna find that Zenith blade either. Good handshake from Carrier. And
Wait, are they
taking so
nervous?
much damage.
Wait, are they?
Gotta hit
Is
those.
Genji nervous? Oh my
Genji's gotta
god,
find
dude.
some
Wait a
tempo back in this
minute.
Wow. Gumiyushi's Ash so prevalent and even causes the screen to
Look at
freeze.
CS. Dude, he's got the wave. He's got the wave.
3 on misses when it comes to the Zenith Blade now.
Don't you
He
worry.
needs to be able to
Don't
connect
you
those
worry.
if he wants to set up plays for his team, but question, a couple nerves feels like coming through here from the side of Genji early on.
Yeah, Genji nervous.
Known as
They're
a Joker,
nervous,
but
bro.
Has had
They're facing
some
the
moments.
goats.
Him and Pace, I think, have throughout the course of this roster often been the most criticized. Has had incredible performances. Think back to that first series against Humble Life in summer playoffs, but then also often cited as the reason why they struggled so much in the actual finals.
Damn,
I do
that
wanna
dive
note the
did
fact
not
that
work.
Genji
Good
has
good play
triple
by
teleport
Zeus.
bailed
My
them out a
god.
little bit because they were able to still catch that top
My
wave,
god.
even with Keen being bullied out of that
They're
lane.
switching.
Chovy could
Dude, they're
TP
switching
top,
Chovy off
and
of
Keen
mid.
has now made his way to mid lane.
Oh, that's very cute. Canyon being able to dodge the Hawk shot there as Chovy rotating back down, spotted on this control ward as Carrier taking some chain lash damage. Chovy should be able to get out of here just fine, no worries.
It's a crowd buff for
Be able to
T1.
dodge some moves.
Definitely. I know they're back.
Faker with his unbound soul just going to be able to try and push
So-
this wave in. Of course, the luxury of being able to teleport to the top
Faker,
lane
push
is
that.
purely because Faker had to
Push
use
that
this
in.
to get down towards
Oh,
the outside.
oh my god.
Handshake going to
Oh
come
my
in.
god.
Could this be first blood against Chovy? That would be such
Oh, man.
devastating news for Genji.
Dude, Carry is such a menace. He's such a menace on support.
600 gold in the lead, and Faker is really having a good time in this lane despite having to vacate early.
Human buff for T1, they just have better people. Yeah, I mean, they have a buff of being. Oh.
Silas is a champion around cooldowns. He just doesn't have them in the early game to effectively trade against a champion like Yone who could just
Dude,
keep spamming
T1's
that.
already up 700 gold.
Disadvantage, you rightly said, though, coming from
Actually,
the fact that
8.
the TP came through. Chovy, he's gonna
That's
force back
that's
to base
5
very
minutes
soon. He
in,
doesn't wanna
bro.
miss this wave. They're level 6. Faker threatening the potential.
I'm look at Faker's domination in this lane. Chovy's under turret, no prio, no HP. Cannon's trying to take fucking. Wait, with mid prio, they're trying to take Dragon? I guess they're just trading for grubs. Fuck Yone. I'll say fuck Yone every single day of my life until Faker's playing him. Now I'm the biggest Yone fan. Let's go. Let's go, Yone.
Drake for Grubs trade. I do think an early Drake for Genji is great because obviously looking at the composition, the Renekton is going to lose a lot of value as the game
I
goes
love
on.
getting the grubs. They don't care about the drag.
Certainly will not.
Oh, he almost stole it. Dude, T1's playing good. They're playing like the menace. Okay, this is scary. This is scary. This is scary. Man, no one can dive today. No one can fucking dive today.
At least for another crash.
They might. That's spooky.
Both mid laners made their way up towards top. Nice
What's the time in
follow
America?
from Chovy,
I mean,
losing a
America's
little
got
bit
4
in
time
terms of
zones, little bro.
experience, but ready for the potential play
We're a
happening
big
on the top
nation.
side of the map. Reset now
But
comes
for
through Faker,
where I am, 6:30 a.m.
his first 2 items of the game, and we're in a very timid early game. Crucially, though, we talked about those first item spikes.
Dabbing against Leon is bad. Not if you're playing Fizz. Pretty easy to dodge.
Silas, Skarner,
Should pick Fizz.
Renekton on the top side that I think want to try and leverage this skirmishing power in the early game to try and force these objectives. And as you rightly said, Dragons are going to be a great
All right,
way
well,
to
the
try and
gold
force
lead
that. Take
disappeared.
yourself a second, and then you'll be ready to force a
The
fight.
gold lead disappeared. It's now like basically dead. Even I mean, it's 400, 500.
I kind of want to
something.
draw out a little bit and have a conversation about what these compositions are trying to do. As another Hawk is going to spot Canyon here this time around.
I'm a sick,
because I'm
sick as
looking
a
at
dog.
Gen G and I'm thinking, there is
The
a
early
lot of
gobbler
magic
catches
here,
the
but also it's
glizzy.
solo
I'm going to
AD
ban you.
So if you're not building armor, then maybe the
I'm
crocodile
absolutely
just
going to
eats
ban you. Unless T1
which
wins,
could
then I'll
become a
unban
problem
everybody.
If Keen gets accelerated.
It'll be
And
a
I think
freedom
that
in the
is what's
streets.
so incredibly important about what you say, playing topside, getting those skirmishes. Because right now, I mean, we haven't had a first blood just yet, and I think
We haven't
that
had first
Gen G
blood.
Probably hoping that some of that starts a little bit sooner rather than
But
later in their favor.
it's looking. I mean, I think T1 scales better. That's the cool thing.
This role in games
I don't think Gen G has the scaling team like they usually do. T1's got a good team in lane and a good team for scaling, so it's kind of a win-fucking-win.
6 grubs, possible Herald, and the 6 grubs I think is attainable for T1.
Yone gets Unreal. Ash is. They don't even have an ADC on Gen G side. T1's comp sick. T1 got better ingredients and better pizza. Dude, you just said it. You said it all. I don't even need to say anything. You said it all.
Really making his presence felt in the mid lane.
Is Ziggs still OP though? There's a lot of OP champs in this game.
Because of Faker's TP towards the bot side of the map.
Skarner's
so
OP.
Carrier has spent
Yone's OP.
2 to maybe even 3 minutes of this game just hovering around mid, making it awkward for Chovy to base at the right time, keeping him to stay for that extra minion wave, helping Faker chip away at his
Faker
HP.
up on CS versus Chovy. Yikes.
Slowly shifting back and
Chovy, Choky, thought he was the CS god. Can't even be ahead of Faker.
Lehens has just been shadowing his
It's actually dead even.
shadowing pays, just making sure
Gen G spikes first.
that experience, but he's even behind Carrier when it comes to
Not
XP.
really.
So with the
I mean,
grubs spawning in
yeah,
a minute's time,
Renekton should spike
get the
earlier,
level
but
6 to have that ultimate available.
they're all level 6. They're all
I
strong.
wonder if Gen G's actually eager to try and force a fight as the grubs now spawning soon.
Are grubs better than first dragon? Yeah, I think that is the consensus, yeah. I think especially if you can get both grubs, both first grubs, you get 6 grubs. It's clearly better.
Not only set Lehens behind, but also started Keen.
But obviously, you know, once you start getting towards Soul Point.
And I do agree, I think Gen G.
How am I 70 seconds behind? Just go to YouTube and go 2x speed, you'll catch up.
Things are going to be very tough. Gen G has, again, I think been in this position before, but I do really want to highlight.
Yeah, dragons can roll bad. You can get a bad soul.
If you look at their gold stats in the LCK,
dude, I just love Carrier's fearlessness. Carrier doesn't mind just walking in,
was
dude.
actually insane. Like they were sitting on, I think it was an average like a 1.
Why is Faker not inting into Chovy for a chance at a solo kill? That's what I would do. That's why I'm not there.
It isn't like they were getting into fights.
I do love that the most CS in this game is not Chovy, but rather Guma Yushi, the real god of CSing.
Is looking to contest. Level 6 has been hit on Lehens.
Yeah.
Is that enough? 4 grubs are definitely going to go to wave T1 here.
Yeah, it's at least 4, but I think it's
the vision.
I think they get all 6.
To be 6, so 5 are going to be going down here at least. Here for
Is that a 6 grubs angle? Okay, wait, careful, careful. It's a 5 grubs angle.
T1 are just going to cut their losses. 5 grubs is pretty good. Canyon
Yeah, we should go for 6.
Potentially owner a little
oh,
bit
big
far away
fight.
as now could just be a
oh, big fight.
Pays doesn't actually
oh, Pays missed. Pays missed the satchel charge. They got it.
Going down, but can they win the fight? Impale comes in, kept into the
oh my God.
Is so good. Still, it's going to be Chovy picking up first blood.
Wait, how did they win?
And T1 just not enough damage.
T1, they could have just taken the 5 grubs and left it at that.
That's cringe.
Especially with the teleport coming in from Chovy.
It's not terrible. I'm not like depressed,
for
but
the 5v5 and Gen G punch back.
Yeah, I'm surprised that T1 chose to take that because
yeah, I guess you shouldn't have fought it, but
Renekton in this early game is he's just so strong. Ultimate alone
yeah,
is
it's
enough
fucking
to be so
bitch
durable,
ass
a lot of
Renekton, dude.
damage. And you can see how the engage was a little disconnected here from
Top
T1.
laners that
it's gonna be Ona
you know, it's like
onto the
when you
back
say
line,
you can't do teach. And you become you can't be an athlete, you become a gym teacher. If you can't play top lane, pick Renekton. Dude, that barrel was so sick and they didn't win.
And T1 is immediately forced to disengage.
Yeah, it was a dominist Renekton, and he was kind of okay with just slicing and dicing his way around. So even though it looked amazing, didn't quite work out there. So T1, they lose first blood, but they still have a lot of tempo around this.
Yeah, they
map.
got 5 grubs,
something to say about it,
and they're still up in gold.
This wave towards the top side. 5 grubs certainly going to be valuable.
And they're going to get dragon.
And T1 are looking to also
I mean, objective's looking good. The first tower could suck if Chovy gets it. Chovy's huge. Chovy's fucking huge.
Able to very consistently force plays with his catch potential. And it's also something that The
Can you sit
Chovy
more
that
to
we
the right?
saw domestically, I think we've
I can
only
sit
seen
here.
it one game this Worlds, and it was that Game 5 Smolder game.
Chovy is Faker is far behind in gold. He's fine. He's fine.
It's a race.
It's a race.
Well, it's going to be 5 grubs, so T1 do have a fair bit, but Genji,
No.
I think they're going to be able to cut this one down. Gumushi also in trouble there as a solar flare does get cleansed. Gumushi going to be able to make
Genji's
his
not
way
playing
out.
so nervous
I believe
anymore.
that was Genji taking it first.
Yeah.
And so despite the grubs, they're still able
Genji
to get
got
there with
first
a
turret
slight
too.
lead they
Cringe.
had as far as the turret held.
Cringe.
So a bit of extra gold going over to Genji, and that's going to very close to even things
It's
out here.
so dead even though.
I mean, what we could really
It's so dead even.
could we? Dead even
I will
game,
say objective wise, I mean 5 grubs and the same amount of dragons.
Remember, it's game 1 of a best of 5. You don't wave the entree. You know, like just
I do think sorry to say this, but like whoever thought
I agree with you.
whoever made the balance patch that made Ziggs this fucking annoying should be shot out of a cannon. Ziggs is such a miserable fucking champion. And the fact that we don't have an 80 carry, we have a fucking Ziggs.
So ultimately, in even trade, the only problem for Genji is T1 can
What if T1 picks Ziggs?
if they want to without much of a problem.
It's like,
and they can continue to scale up. Blade of the Ruin King is very close to
different.
and that is such
So
a
honestly, I just wish they wouldn't. I don't think they do. They just don't do it because they don't have that fucking
pushing another wave
chump
this top
gene.
lane, and does have quite a few friends around. Looks like Genji did have a bit of information.
Guma's not gonna pick Ziggs, bro. He fucking plays badass champions like Ashe, one of the release champions.
Could be a little bit dangerous. Good handshake for the disengage.
Okay.
Canyon looking for an opportunity. Might be able to get in there,
Dude, I'm extremely scared of Canyon's
Not gonna go
Skarner.
for any stuns or anything like that.
I think Skarner is such an unreal jungler. He does too much. He's too tanky. He's fucking goes through walls. Stuns you for 40 years. Can grab everybody with his ult.
The question is,
He's crazy.
Is going to be up in time to contest? The pings are coming down from T1. They have the
Are they
going to
contest? I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Great vision here with this ward.
Chovy's got Yone ult. Oh, I'm nervous.
Vision right now is Chovy with the Fate Seal.
I'm nervous. Tosses A's barrel.
That's a solar flare. It's going to connect. Great impale as well. And I think Area was there for a second, but now he is just gone. So the Herald goes to Genji. They'll take a kill as well. And now Chovy looking for more. As Faker just going to pop back to his Soul's S. Just going to body slam his way out. And Genji, they really are taking these skirmishes.
I'm nervous. It's still fine.
Has been so clean every
just they
single
keep-
time. One member is getting blown up in a barrage of CC as Lahens is driving. Always scared.
Oh man, dude, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
T1 is able to defend.
I know T1 can win this. I know they can. It's still even. But now they're down in gold. And honestly, all they lost was a little bit of damage on mid turret. It's not that big a deal.
What we saw there as well.
Carry ahead by 28 gold. Support gap. Support Canyon, dude. Holy shit.
This comp is so hard to engage on. There's so much
28 gold lead. Your support might as well quit.
It's really been a big problem for many teams this Worlds. And even with Pays, I think his flash was forced in one of the earlier plays we saw. Didn't actually happen on screen. I think maybe when they were looking for the catch on Guma, but he was positioning so safely. There was no way to get on top of this Ziggs.
These pit fights.
Well, now it's just Canyon
Yeah, it's not great.
towards the top side of the map. 4 members of T1 in the area.
I just wish T1 would just rip an arrow and then win 5-0. Is that too much to ask? I just want an arrow to hit and then T1 to win a massive team fight and then snowball the game from there. Is that, am I being too greedy?
The problem with the Herald was the timing. TP wasn't quite up for Faker. He needed to get that base off, yet they still wanted to try and contest rather than go for a cross match.
Just to get my nerves out. Yeah, exactly. I just need one good team fight from T1 to get my nerves out.
And they weren't able to make it work. Then what they did was they kept the pressure up in mids. So Genji could secure that mid tower. They kept Pays there. He had the TP available. He then goes back to base and then TP's
I want
top.
Faker to get 5 kills level 1 and Genji walk off stage. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I want Faker to walk up, solo their whole team, and then they all bow and quit. And they say, we clearly weren't ready, Faker
I know a lot
son.
of people have trouble liking Ziggs compositions. And I understand it's not exactly the most interactive when it comes to early game skirmishes and things like that, but what it does to a team that is very good at playing around tempo and tempo that they are already good at
Is that too much to ask?
just
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's as you were saying, Vadi, because even if you do try to play for mid turret, they're like, Pays can just ult the wave.
It's crazy how good Genji is. This is really annoying. They're just passively getting ahead.
Always trying to outtrade you, and now what was a 1.5k gold deficit 5 minutes ago. T1's going to get this topside turret, so they're going to
It wasn't a 5K gold. It was T1 was never 5K gold ahead.
Second dragon on the way as well.
And look at the map
It was a
setup as
500
well.
gold lead.
Genji conceding that top side to get full vision coverage around this one side of the map, pushing Zeus deep towards his tier 2 tower, making this very difficult for T1 to contest.
Okay, T1 getting tier 2.
Zig's ultimate to slow down the siege. It's
Jovi comes on over, he's going to be able to clear it out as well.
It's annoying. If you're T1, it's so annoying because
stupid Yordle.
You're trying to cross map the best that you can.
Zeus steal. Zeus steal. No, no, no.
Kenny looking for
No,
opportunity
no.
here, but Zeus is just going to be able to take the red buff just fine.
Oh,
So there
man.
is a win for T1, but they're going to have to do
Nothing's
something
major
to try and
happened,
grab
but I'm
some
so
control back
nervous.
in
I'm
this
getting
game, because
so
earlier on,
nervous.
T1 were in the laning phase.
I
they
do
would
not
get
want
a lot
Genji
of
to
decent
choke this game
advantages.
out.
Yes, it wasn't translating into kills, but they were able to get
Like a
some
boa
extra money. Of
constrictor.
course, Gumayushi
I want him
was
to
very
choke it,
far
but not
ahead.
choke
Still
it
has,
out.
I guess a couple of minions in the lead, but he was 20 CS up earlier on. That has been evened out.
Ziggs and Smolder stalling. They don't have a Smolder. Ziggs can stall, but that's not that big of a deal. I do think T1. Oh, the arrow! The arrow! The arrow! The arrow! Give it to Faker. Give it to Faker. Give it to Faker. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, dude! No, that's what I was talking about. Arrow, Faker, get him ahead. Yes. The thing is that what we need is a big Yone. A big Yone makes this game untenable, because then he can start playing side lane and no one can match him.
But it adds that extra sense of pressure.
We gotta get Faker to be strong enough to beat Chovy 1v1,
But I
guaranteed.
think at this World Championship, their Barons have been very good overall. And I think it's something that
Why did they let Faker get the kill? They need
Trump
Faker to be
especially
strong. They need a strong side lane presence, Yone.
He's dashing on over. Faker able to dash back whenever he would like to, but
Oh
straight
my,
into the
oh
impale.
my
Another
God.
Solar Blade's gonna lock down Faker, and he is likely to die. The
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That fucking.
now he's looking for even more.
Zeus, we need a
Not
barrel.
gonna get stunned up here as Kane didn't have that off cooldown just yet, and Chovy
That
is
was
still
an insane
smelling
scar
blood in the
roll.
area, able to walk his way out, but it's
They
another
literally. Oh my
skirmish
God.
win for
Faker was
Genji.
playing so
What is
aggro.
Genji going to do with this? Faker does have
Dude, I hate when that
available.
happens
It's
because it.
very early, and I do agree. I don't think they can actually do this.
Yeah, go for the Baron, Genji. No, go for the Baron. You dumb fucks. Go for the Baron. Come on, go for the Baron. No, we'd love to see it. We're all waiting.
That's still TP invested though, and much like the kill on Lahenz,
Bro,
it's
I'm a little
nice,
annoyed at Faker for that.
if
But
they
I
get,
guess
like 2 more kills, you can probably
he knows
look
what he's
towards
doing.
more. Instead, it's going to be TP, 4 kill, gold going over to Canyon, who finally, I was going to mention.
Come on, Genji. Let's see that Baron. Genji does have a slow ass
Yeah,
Baron. That's one thing, is they have a slow ass Baron.
I'd love to see it.
I will say that I feel that Genji.
Yeah, you got the
started off
tower.
this
No,
game
that's what I'm saying. No,
felt like that there
I
were
think
some,
he was playing
like,
reasonably
pressure in the
aggressive,
atmosphere, the
and
arena.
Canyon made an insane play, which is annoying, but they still got the tower.
And we saw some of that in the execution. But now the game's slowed down a little bit. They were able to kind of lay out the map. You can see the difference in confidence level, and the TP execution was the typical Genji that we're used to seeing. Really nice collapse,
Yeah.
and they did lose the mid tower.
Genji's playing
but
good.
ultimately Genji playing with a lot of control.
Does Guma have flash? Or Guma has flash. Everyone's got flash on T1's side.
Their vision control is good.
They
And
still
now
get
again,
one great fight, and it's not. There's no big lead.
Is that, as you already said, Chronicler, they don't have a fast Baron. So T1, even if this Baron does start,
Yeah, T1 doesn't have to worry about Baron. And also, I will say, I sincerely am going to tell you, if this game goes to 40 minutes, I think T1 is so much stronger. I think they're so much stronger. It's this next, it's this next 15 minutes where it's a real toss-up. Genji may be a little stronger, and they're probably going to just fucking get a huge advantage and win. But if this goes to 35-40, dude, look how strong Faker is in the side lane.
Lahenz got smashed by T1 in their very first final that they made it to. So they're used to it over quite a few years. And Canyon was the first one to figure out how to actually do it. And then became a world champion.
Chovy cannot fight him, yeah.
Over that hurdle has been very
But
important
Faker
for all
can't
of
push
these
up too far either,
T1
which is
always has
annoying.
the home crowd advantage. It feels like one of the things that they are going to really struggle with, though, particularly with Zeus, I think.
Big A, your baseball stream was my first time watching live. I didn't even know that went live.
He is not going to be that beefy.
I turned off the baseball stream because I thought it wasn't live, and then I found out later, people sending me screenshots that I was live that whole time.
Face checking is actually really hard.
It was like 3 seconds of me staring at my camera in the baseball game.
Genji finding whoever is closest and blowing them up with this CC, as this rivalry goes a while back.
It certainly does.
What was this
It's
yesterday?
the dawn of League of Legends, as we know it.
Because you got to remember that Genji, even acquiring all of the accomplishments of the former Samsung roster, like, this goes way, way, way,
Dude,
way
I'm
back.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh no, I need T1 to win to heal me.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There were
I'm actually
multiple,
sick as a dog.
SKTs in the league, multiple Samsung Galaxies in the league as well. Although not necessarily Samsung Galaxy.
We can't 2x on YouTube. Yeah, you can.
Well, but I think, you know,
You hit the
we
bottom
understand
right,
the-
and you
the
hit
reference,
fucking playback speed like this,
semantics,
and you hit 2x.
someone gets mad.
Like that,
Ultimately,
exactly like
what we're
this.
building up to, and the reason why we're focusing on all these things is because that main course dish is arriving soon. The fourth dragon of the game is going to be starting off. I ordered a banger team fight.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm waiting for it to be
What
delivered.
about a T1
the
Baron
T1
instead?
Baron, like, so smart. They see that the dragon is being started off. The Ziggs ultimate is always there. They know
Oh, they're
this is
doing Baron?
started. Let's see how Genji handles this cross-map pressure.
Yeah, it's Chovy that's going to make his way over there first.
They're doing
followed
Baron
by
pretty
T1
fast.
Ward, as we can see. And
They're doing Baron pretty fast. They're still doing to trade.
Exactly what's going on. Teleport comes
I mean,
in.
Skarner's not even here. Cannon's on Dragon.
Anywhere near this pit. Chovy, can you actually stop
They have the smite. Oh, they got it! They got it! They got it! They got Chovy!
He's out of there immediately. Keen's able to try and chop them up. And there goes Ona, but they'll trade that any
Oh
day
man,
of the
Keen
week.
is so
They have
big.
the Baron buff as
Keen is so
carrier.
fucking
Able to
big.
get the handshake
Come on,
beautifully.
Zeus!
His position
Come on,
is
Zeus!
amazing.
Kill the hens! Kill the hens!
So much
Yes!
double
Yes!
Zeus.
Yes! Yes!
It's slowed down.
Yes! Yes! Yes, dude!
On Genji.
The main course has delivered as T1 smartly
Dude,
starts
yes!
the Baron as Genji tries
Let's
to
fucking go! That was awesome!
Genji is in a very
T1!
difficult situation that
Dude, I
they
got one of
just
those.
couldn't answer.
As we look here,
Dude, what a
Chovy, I
fucking
imagine he
baller
struggles to
call.
stall for the rest
No
of his team
advantage,
to
just
arrive,
takes
and
it,
he
and they
steps too far
catch fucking
forward.
Choki's ass
He
out.
stays alive for a lot longer than we were expecting.
It's
but it
insane
doesn't matter.
how
That's such a big source of damage
big that
gone.
Renekton is.
And then
God
you
damn.
see, with Zeus threatening the backline, Genji doesn't actually have any damage. Like, Keen is trying, Kenyon's trying, but it's a Skarner.
Yeah, they
and
have
then
no
Renekton is
damage.
getting kited away.
They got no fucking damage. You got outdrafted, little bro.
Putting that pressure on the mid lane.
I fucking love Guma, dude.
It's such an annoying
Guma's the
challenge
last
for
real
Renekton
80
to
carry in
deal
the
with.
world.
We talked about the scaling elements and
Guma's the last real true 80 carry in the
first
goddamn
major
world.
lead
What a
of the game, while
beast.
it's not represented in the goal,
Uh,
goes to T1.
The soul point
The
did
only
go to
80 carry I
Genji. That's
respect.
something that they are
Nope,
gonna
not
try
master,
and
not
hold
ruler.
on to.
Trash.
What can T1 get with this Baron? Bot side push is going to come through, but do remember, as long as pace is in the lane, the wave
Dude,
clear
I
is
actually
still
can
gonna
feel
be
myself
very
getting sick in
annoying
real
to deal
time. My
with.
nose is starting to get stuffed up. My throat is getting sore in real time. It is getting more sore every 5 minutes.
Right now, Genji doing a decent job being able to remove these
I
minions.
have my nose,
Five
one
growth
second.
and Baron, though, it's going to be very, very difficult to stop T1 from taking these tier 2 turrets. Is going to be their option as now Chovy up here towards the top side of the map, fighting off against Faker, who's happy to go underneath this turret. It's so much damage.
Well, so
coming on through, and so Chovy is going to be okay, but this does not bode well. Party card? No, well.
This is why I was a little surprised by the Silas pick, because you kind of don't beat Yone in lane, and then
Oh, I'm
you don't
sick.
really beat him in a side
I'm
lane
sick.
either. There's this sweet spot in the mid game where you can maybe
I'm
get
not doing
advantage
blow.
just
I don't
because the
hide blow
skirmishing
in my
power is
fucking
stronger, but right now Chovy's struggling to match that of Faker in the
napkins.
side, and T1
Yeah.
putting pressure everywhere. Tier 2 towers
Scream a bit
secured
more?
on top
I will
lane.
sleep.
They've
I'll keep screaming.
transitioned
I'll
over
keep
to
screaming.
mid. Now they have another wave
I will
involved.
keep screaming.
Genji's been
Whatever it
dragged
fucking
towards the mid
takes.
lane.
T1,
That tower's
T1,
gonna fall.
T1. Dude, if they beat Gen G, I'm just going to lose it.
Losing more and more control
The only problem is I cannot talk trash to stands. Everyone needs to be very nice to stands if T1 wins this.
They weren't able to find anything. It's the setup afterwards. This team
Poor
is
stands is
perfecting.
cat.
Baron plays as Kenya.
Oh! Oh! He's fucking dead! Nice Skarner, idiot! Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go! Let's go!
There are only inhibitor turrets left for Genji.
And T1 watch Genji walk.
Run, Faker, run, Faker, run, Faker, run, Faker. You can't catch him. You can't fucking catch him. Oh, oh. Nice try, Chovy. You can't catch the GOAT. He's the future, remember?
It just feels like a big swing back so much. It was give and take.
Dude, look at Zay. Dude, don't let Zeus have Gragas. He's actually a monster on this Gragas.
We didn't get to talk a lot
He's
about,
a
but you can
monster
see
on
it
this
clear as
Gragas.
day.
The plays he
arrow
makes.
into the Gragas ultimate makes it so difficult to protect the target that gets locked
Genji
down.
put the fries in the
Lehen's
bag.
doing what he can to try and catch Gumayushi out, but it's just not enough. And the game is quickly.
Dude, look at Faker shot calling. That's my fucking goal. Dude, this many years into the game. This many years into the game, and he's beating the best team in the world. #1 power rank, Genji. That's crazy. That's crazy. 5K gold lead. They have to deny the dragons, yeah. Very important to deny the dragons. If Genji gets soul, it's suddenly, it's a problem.
Notice on the map, though, that Faker's pushing out the top wave. Mid has kind of been
27 minutes? Dude, the T1 27 minute, they're like unreal at 27 minutes.
They've gotten pushing bot.
Dude, look at the timer. At 27 minutes, the graph goes like this. The T1 27 is crazy. They just turn it on at 27 minutes.
Remaining top has the TP available. Let's see how this
Faker level
plays
16, dude. Faker is well and truly scaled. Faker has well and an arrow, an arrow, an arrow, Ash arrow.
Now Carrier looking for that opportunity.
Chovy stole the Gragas thing to get out. That's smart.
T1 are ready to fight.
Genji can choose to give this up.
They didn't Ash arrow.
T1 only have a single dragon.
Okay, it's a dragon
but
fight.
It looks like they don't want to give him the opportunity. Maybe feeling like
okay. Genji's going for this. Genji's going for this. This is the big fight. Okay, they got the dragon. That's good. Keep Guma alive. 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 Amazing Yone ult. Guma's still alive. You can't stop Guma. You can't stop Guma. Dude, Guma played that so good. Guma played that so good. Oh my God, he played that so good, dude. He literally waited for everything to be done, and then he was inevitable. He dodged it all. Wow, the only respectable ADC in the world that was so good. 605 no death. He's actually unreal.
The nexus in their eyes, 30 minutes in. T1 remain the gatekeepers.
Owner got so much out of them? No, everybody played great, but I'm just saying, like, they needed to blow up Guma, and Guma played so well. And then once their CC was gone, like once their chance of killing him, he put out unreal damage. He was just so, it was so good. Everyone played great. T1 victory and a pretty damn commanding one. A pretty damn commanding one. That's a great start. That's a great start. He hasn't died at Worlds. I think Guma has died, but he didn't die. He didn't die in the last set. Against TES, he didn't die at all.
Still remains the GOAT, and he probably will forever. It's time for us to go to a break. When we get back, game number 2.
No, Guma's definitely died because T1's been aced this Worlds, but he hasn't died since knockout stage. Oh, we can watch this now. We can watch this now. Heavy is the crime. Passion's raining down. Dude, fucking awesome. Fucking awesome first game. Wow. And Opera GX ads, even better. I want to say, just on the Stance thing, when me and Stance first became friends, you know, 12, 13 years ago in college playing League of Legends together, we had shitty PCs, right? And we would stay up late playing League of Legends duos and talking about League and whatever. And while we were playing, sometimes queuing late at night, his computer would crash during ranked matches. Like, we'd be playing and a computer would crash. And it's because his cat, named Einstein, would sit on the fan of his computer on top of it and clog up the fan so it overheats. And so we called his cat Hot Belly because the cat's belly would get so toasty, soaking up the GPU. Anyway, that cat lived 12, 13 years and just passed. Very sad, but very, 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 very fun, cute cat. And that's where the Hot Belly name comes from, was us playing League together. So, that's why we went to the Dodgers game yesterday. By the way, I'm just going to tell you guys, I think Ludwig undercharged me. So, you know, we said, me and Ludwig are like, hey, we'll buy these tickets for Stans and Rochelle, you know, like as a split thing. So it's like a gift. And so he's like, yeah, here's the ticket. And it was expensive. I mean, it was like, you know, it was a few thousand or whatever. And so I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I got it. And we split it, right? So we put it down the middle. And then we get there and the seats are like unreal. The seats were unreal. The seats were not like, you know, 1,200 or whatever. The seats were like very nice. So I wondered if I think he might have undercharged me, but we'll see. The seats were really good. Yeah, I think they were more like 5K seats, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got a deal. But they were fun. It was really fun. It was cool. I mean, I'm not a baseball guy, but you know, baseball in person's sick. And then baseball in person in LA, World Series, Dodgers win. It was a aura. It was a good vibe. Everyone was in a good fucking mood. And the guy behind us catches a fucking home run. It was funny. The guy behind us catches the home run. He's like shaking. He's like so excited. He calls his mom immediately. He pulls out his phone and calls his mom. And then Ludwig's like, hey, can I get a pic with it? And the guy goes, I need a moment, man. He like little bro Lud. He's like, sorry, man, I need a moment. He like, sit back down. And he never got that picture. It was funny. One second. Man, I would not mind a 3-0 here today. I'm sorry to say it. I would not mind it. I wouldn't lose any sleep over a big fat 3-0. I was thinking of going live again tonight for Get Smarter Sundays because I wasn't able to stream yesterday. But we'll see. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I'm fucking sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. My nose is stuffed. I can feel my throat getting sore. And I definitely want to do the Marketing Monday tomorrow. So I might just fucking sleep. But if T1 wins, I think I'll just be healed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could have cancer right now. And if T1 wins this game, it would leave my body. I feel like this might be a crazy thing to promise, but I think that everyone who's sick worldwide with any disease might all be healed at once. I feel like Faker, it might like be like a golden wave. And it might like heal the world. Only way to find out, yeah. And I think wars might stop. I think Putin might change his mind and tell his troops to stand down. If T1 wins this. A golden wave spreading from Paris, like when they invented baguettes. Yeah. That was Paris's most influential thing on the world was baguettes. That's what spread around the world. No art or culture. It was the bread in the the long shape. Oh, let me get some sound on this. Dude, Guma played so fucking good. I want to watch it again. We got a little bit of time.
And there goes Orna, but they'll trade that any day of the week. But can they deal with the carries? That's the question.
Damage. Oh, this is the end of the fight. This is when he turns it on. So it's funny because Guma like did not bother doing any damage until he was sure he was good. He was like, but close enough to threaten it. And then the second he did, he just started pumping out. I mean, that was awesome.
젠지는 정말 강력한 팀이고
Genji's a very
저희가
strong
높은
team, and we lost them in a lot of important
젠지에게
matches.
많이 패했었는데 작년에 징동도 좀 비슷한 느낌으로 되게 강한
this does remind me of the
이긴
JDG
기억이 있기
series.
때문에 저희 구마이시 캐리어 듀오는 세계 최고이기 때문에 당연히 이길 수 있다고 생각합니다.
Facts.
Yes, Is it going to be a similar story? Well, Gumayushi was on that Ashe and did really, really well. And I just wanted to catch in trepidation because T1 is clutch. T1's gonna do something, and did they?
T1 Barons! When I think of this game, and when everyone thinks of this game and they're looking back,
Shots,
they're
what do
going
you
to
think
think
about
of the big Baron.
Yeah,
Faker's
why
mid-ribbon?
Well, I mean, this was
Question
a
I've
really
always
close call. You could see that Dragon was taken, Skarner was gone.
Dude, that
you need to
Baron
get the
call was
TP in,
so
but Faker with this
sick.
ultimate as well was clutch, and that's why it's part of the reliable Cisco network for every second counts. It was absolutely insane to see just how clean they were on this play.
And then look at the re-engage from Gen G here. They actually split. So Pays is the big damage still alive. He goes down,
so clean.
focusing on Zeus, while Canyon flashed the other way to get a double Skarner ult, but there's no one there to follow up on his double Skarner ult.
There's no
so
damage.
then T1 can get so much out of this. It's not just a T1 like sneak Baron. It was over a 5,000 gold Baron power play with that Baron. They got all three of the secondary
I'll drink a
towers
Red Bull of that.
and more kills because of Guma's Ashe, able to hit the arrow on Canyon as he's like standing by the tower for even more gold, and it was just such a...
Which League content creator do you watch? The only League content creator I watch is there is a Chinese Fizz main that uploads every game he plays in Grandmaster Elo of China to like 80 viewers. He uploads every single game he plays. They have no views. They're on YouTube. He's speaking full Chinese. I watch almost every game he uploads before bed. And you know what's funny? It's like I don't even skip around. I'll sit there and watch the death screen. I will watch a 30-minute VOD start to finish. It's like a fucking kid with Cocomelon. It's like a kid in front of an iPad, dude. I do not blink. I will sit there and watch the full 30-minute game without blinking, and then I'll go to bed. It's crazy. It's sophisticated brain rot. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that more than I've been playing League really. I just like watching a great Fizz player, and he's like the only guy still doing Fizz at high elo. He's like the only good Fizz. I mean, it's fucking awesome to watch him. And me, of course. And me. He probably learned from me. I'm sure Xi Jinping translated it to Chinese, my guide.
And this was so easy for Gen G to just go in.
It's also that you have no smite on your jungler. Gen G have a smite, and you already had that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it was
to
cool at
push him up
T1.
because
They lost a couple early fights, but they didn't lose them badly. It was nothing.
But then we come into the
They
Rift
lost
Herald fight
one
as well.
member.
This was strange because you'd already had the double resets.
They had a chance to win.
They were going to be late.
They made a,
and to me,
they
it felt
made
like
a
T1 were just trying to push
contest
Gen G
of
onto
it.
the top side of the map so they could collapse back onto mid
And
wave
then at
take
27
the
minutes, they just
mid-tower,
turned it
but
on.
carry it over steps and ends up getting caught out, and it completely falls apart for them.
Yeah, I felt like both of them were strange because the first one, Owner engaged onto the Leona there.
Damage
instead
double
of even
champions,
actually going for it, and
25k Yone,
like you say, Carrie's
10k
just standing
Choki.
around, and there's a Leona with the ultimate
Look at the
ready,
difference,
so you have to
bro.
expect that the
Don't
attempt
give
for the pick
Faker
is gonna
Yone.
come through.
Yeah.
They've been
And
letting
I
Yone
think
through.
the
Jenny's
big
been
thing
doing this.
coming
They've
out
been
of that
letting
is I
Yone
actually
through
did
because they think,
like
oh, who cares?
T1's look in
You
the
should
early
care,
lane
little bro.
swap.
You
They
should care.
seem to really know what they want to
That's
do.
a
They
mid
use
gap.
the Gragas pick to
Dude,
your
I will
point,
say-
Kobe, where it's so
I want
hard.
to pause for a second. I'm not kidding. This Worlds has been the best Faker has looked as an individual mid laner in 5 years. I mean, this Worlds, he's playing not just like a good leader. He's playing like he's just a good player. He's playing like he's a fucking incredible mid. Like last year he was, or even the year before that, like he was good. He's obviously world class, but he was a little bit gapped like mechanically, and he was just a better leader. You know, calmer, more experience. But like this year, he's just good. He's just straight up. He might be the best mid laner. Maybe Knight, you know, but like he's very, very good this year. You can just notice it. He has a good champion pool. He's very strong. He can carry. Yeah, it's probably Knight. It's probably Knight. Knight's a collie. Fucking disgusting. But I'm just saying, Faker.
We'll see the
Faker's
adjustments
been no
as they
slouch.
swap sides.
He's been very good.
Atlas, will Gumayusi finally die in this game too?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't seen anything that's going to prove that's going to happen, so I'm feeling that maybe he'll just cruise through this one as well. We'll see whether the Nexus dies, but I think that's going to go down before Guma does.
You think Faker's juicy?
Atlas is a fan.
Yeah, he's taking
famously
steroids.
of small sample
Faker's on
sizes.
gear.
we're getting up there, okay? It's 8 games in a row
This is becoming
now.
a medium sample size. You know, this is getting real over here right now. So we'll just have to see. I think if T1 are going to win, it is going to be one of those games where they should be able to roll over. But I think there's going to be a lot of adaptation moving into this Champ Select brought to you by Omen and HyperX. As already, Genji once again standing away the side here, this time on the blue side.
And this should give us a really good indication of how the series is going to look like. Because in game 1, Genji were on red side and took a lot of
Okay.
risks. If T1 is able to get a 2-0
T1 bans Yone
lead, breaking
themselves.
them on red side as well,
And Smolder.
it's going to be so much harder to fight back. Gonna have to
T1
be a
is
really
not
big
letting them
pivot
get Smolder,
as the
which
Smolder,
is so
even
interesting.
with the Yone not being
Ash
in the
ban,
game, is taken
respect
away.
ban. I actually think Guma on Ash could carry this whole series, so that's a good ban. I actually think they have no good answer for Guma being that goated
now,
on Ash.
Admittedly, we've seen him play Caitlyn, we've seen him play Draven, but Ezreal and Kai'Sa, the usual de facto go-to meta AD carries that we're seeing often, are not his priority.
I mean, I would love a
The question then
Cassante
becomes,
ban.
where does Ziggs fall on
I would
the
love a
totem pole?
Cassante ban,
Because
because
we
I think
saw how
Casante's
effective it was for
fucking
Paze in his
disgusting,
ability
but
to stall out the game. But
they didn't
is
pick.
that
I guess
something that
Jack's more
T1 want
important.
to try and prioritize? And if they do, what do they
Dude, I
then
will
put
say
in
Genji
lane
is
comp?
playing around Skarner for
And I was
sure.
going to say,
They
this
love
Skarner pick
Skarner.
does seem to make a bit of sense
They
based on
fucking
how
love
much
Skarner.
Kenyon has wanted to play it. The amount of
Canyon
success, though,
Skarner is
isn't
just
necessarily
scary.
giving us a lot of joy. But what's the other option? It's now Caitlyn and Kindred.
Caitlyn, right.
All right, there we go. There are some AD
It's
carries.
Gumayusi. Well, I mean, of course, he's going to pick a lane
Caitlyn
dominant AD
Kindred?
carry. And the lane swap meta,
That-
I
what
debate
does
how
that
effective it
mean?
is. But the biggest surprise to me is the Kindred.
Yeah,
coming
what
out
the
from
fuck
Honor
is
as
this
an answer
Kindred
into
pick?
the Skarner.
That's some shades of 2022 that I'm
Yeah.
seeing here with the Kate
That's
and
a
Kindred.
fucking rare pick.
And do note,
Oh, they
Italy
gave him
this
Jax.
time
Okay,
around
now I'm
was
scared.
not banned.
I'll be honest with
And
you.
that is something
This
that
feels like
Canyon,
a little
we saw
too
even
fancy
in the
to
series
me.
against FlyQuest has
From
very
T1.
heavily relied upon.
They just, I mean,
And Genji's
this
the
is a,
Jax,
they're making the
obviously a good
fucking
adaptation
Thanos
that
snap
Renekton
comp
didn't really
over on
hit
Genji's
last
side.
time around. Is available this time
It's
as
also
well.
very good into double AD carry, right?
Exactly.
Jax
But
Skarner
the
is
Ahri thus far hasn't
brutal.
really sparked a lot of confidence. Faker can just go for the silence.
And
I
against
know it's
AD
a
carry
supposed
too,
counter
yeah.
pick,
Double
but
AD
it's not
carry.
really how the games have played out thus far here at Worlds.
But if
Ahri's
they wanted
been
Gragas
unreal
again,
this
they have
patch.
to take it right there. Gragas, decent matchup into the Jax, and if
Yeah.
you have the Kindred, you kind of want to get things that
Okay,
are bad guys off your
I'll
Lazarus
officially
fight.
say
Get
that
the
I'm
most value,
nervous.
so that would have been another great pickup. But it's
I
gonna be
think
the
the
Braum
weakness
instead,
of
and it's
Genji's
going
draft
to be
last time
just
was
the
the no
power
80
lane
carry.
here for both Gumayusi and Keria, but they're going to need some engagement from
And,
somewhere.
you know,
I mean, so
Renekton
the Lulu ban caught me off
is
guard a little bit, but the logic is
so
mainly
beatable.
Lulu's very good into Braum, and there's
Good
the
laner, but
realistic possibility of Paze. We've
I'm
already
way
seen
more scared
Twitch,
of Jax.
not that I'm
Jax
expecting
carries.
Twitch in this draft, but a potential hyper carry to pair up alongside of Lulu could be an effective answer.
Azir
So that's
pick?
gonna be
It
taken
would be
away.
interesting if
The
T1
Galio gonna
went
be banned
full,
away,
like,
and
long
the
range.
idea between a potential Camille
You know?
plus
Full,
Galio
like,
plus Kindred combo coming out from T1.
poke,
Bit of an old
distance.
school, but definitely a classic. That respect, along with the Renata now taken away by T1.
Yeah, it gives them some
I think
engage
Fizz would be a
options
great
as well.
pick here.
So trying to take those off the board as much as possible.
What's
as
funny is I
there
think at
the
pro
Renata
level,
ban as
Fizz
well
would
on
never
T1's
be able
side.
to kill Skarner,
Also
even if
another
Skarner
option
stood
that's
there for
pretty
5
good into the
minutes.
Braum.
Saw it as well in the BLG series, obviously in that game 4, Hanwha versus BLG. A lot of shenanigans happening with that Galio. The Gragas, I do agree with you, Atlas, seems like a no-brainer, but that is not going to
Orianna
get taken
ban.
away.
I think Orianna would
That
be a
is
great pick. That's a
into
good ban.
Jax.
They
Zeus
banned
just
Galio
came
and
off of a
Ori.
great
I
game
mean, I
off of
think
it,
Ori
and
would
it
have been a great
synergizes really
pick.
well with that Kindred.
So
Maybe
what does
Genji
Faker
has a
got
plan into
left?
it, or something like
Silas,
that,
I
because
guess?
You could imagine that they do have it pretty fresh in their
Silas
minds that
feels
that is
bad,
the
though, with
likely
this.
pickup. The Maokai going to be a consideration.
Okay,
though.
they're
That
picking
could be a
Maokai so they
support
can't get
option
engaged
or
on.
a top
Toss the
option.
saplings
We
over the
saw that
walls.
from,
No, it's not going to be support. I don't think Braum jungle is going to quite be happening here.
So it's Jungle
Why am I
Mao?
blanking? It was
Dude, I don't
Bree-
like when
Bree
owner
this
plays
year,
Jungle
sorry, from
Mao.
yesterday.
I'll be honest with you, I hate this
think it's a
draft,
pretty good
but
matchup into the
I
Jax,
trust
in all
T1.
honesty, and you get so tanky.
If they get some nice
I don't
long
love
range mid
Maokai
laner, there
as
could be
an
something that happens here. I'm
engage,
not
just 'cause
I'm
it's
not
so
opposed to it, but
slow and it's very like slow.
I mean,
slow, I said
okay,
that twice.
Genji just picked the
It's
fucking
slow,
all the
Possibly
gods.
slow.
Yes,
It's
exactly,
Genji
yes.
picked.
I'm fascinated as to
Oh,
how
I'm
they're
gonna
going to
pick
round
Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Steph Curry. That's my dream team. Because like, there's no fucking class from that.
No, I imagine it's going to be something like the Rel or the Leona.
Rel makes a lot of sense. So they're
Oh, it's got to be Kindred mid, right? Yeah, I guess so. It's got to be Kindred mid.
Which
they are.
Because it's support Braum and jungle
if you are
now.
Gen G, and I got to give
What is
credit to
happening?
T1. I think Gen
Oh my
G
God, I got a
thus
Rel
far
too?
have been
No, it was
very
Silas
predictable in
mid.
how they have drafted
Wait,
and the
what the
priorities
fuck?
that they've used.
It's
and
Mao
some of
top.
these
Oh my
individual
God, it's
champions,
jungle
they've just
Kindred.
not looked that good. And Keen on Jax, that's great. But Canyon on Skarner, Chovy's Ari, and
All right,
Hayes, even going
I
back to
think
summer finals,
T1 wanted to
wasn't
pick a
really
cool
able
blue
to have
draft.
the performance that I think you ideally would be looking
They
for.
wanted to pick a
And
bunch
then
of
you have
champions that
a
were
ton of confidence
chromatically
for T1.
aligned.
I think the only
So
thing
they had
that you
cool
lack
profile
is
pictures, but they
engagement
should have
to
thought more about
counter-engage.
the...
And your ability to be, if
I
you're
think
first
they're
in
flexing
objective,
too hard.
deny any area access is out of this world.
I'm also kind of surprised because
It's very
when
aesthetically
we see 380
cool.
carry bands, like the direction that
Team
Guma's
Blue
going to go
Raspberry,
is quite
yeah,
predictable
exactly.
in a sense.
I
And it
swear to
feels like
God,
that
if
they
I had to
haven't
pick like
really
the
provided a good
ideal
response to this
comp
Caitlyn.
of
I
this
guess the
patch,
idea is that they get their
it would
hands
be
on the
Gen
Jax, which
G's
sure into
fucking
80 carries is
teams.
good, but I think your point is
I think if you were to pick
so
the
potent in this
safe
game about
default
you are
super comp, it
very
would be
short
Gen G's
range,
team. I think Gen G has
into
the
Braum, Kindred,
like top
Zeus.
one for every lane.
I'm fascinated. Like, ultimately, T1's engage is very low. It's not the strongest. You're very reliant on Maokai, maybe Silas stealing a good ult, maybe a Skarner ultimate or a Rel ultimate to start off a fight.
Kaisa?
But,
Kaisa's unreal right now.
T1 have cooked, and I like the dish that they prepared.
Kaisa's been
Yeah,
unreal
no, I would
this
agree.
world.
And I think that not having a lot of
Unreal
engage
right
only
now.
matters if you lose the range battle. But I think they're doing okay in that regard.
That's
true.
When that sort of is one of the concerns. And when you can throw saplings around to get as much information as possible, I mean, Zeus should be able to just face check anything that he would like later into the game because he's going to be a walking fortress. I
Contenders
think
for a
that
skin.
once again,
I
T1
promise you,
coming out of a
T1 is
drop
not
looking
picking champs
really,
so
really
confidently
good.
because they think they're going to get a skin. I promise you, T1 is still trying. And
Unless they can find
they're
some
not
angles,
picking
but it is
fucking
now
random
time
champs for the skin.
to get onto the rift and see whether they can put their money where their mouth is. So we jump into game 2.
They did for Pyke.
The other thing
No, Carry is fucking good on Pyke. He carried that
zone
game.
Control. Caitlyn traps, Maokai saplings, as you highlighted.
Scream?
You said that Zeus can pretty much
Alright.
face check into anyone, right? Because, you know, he's Maokai, he's a tank, he can also use checking into Braum.
I'm excited for this game.
Like,
I want to see what T1's cooking.
That is a horrifying thing to have to face check into. And
I
the
think
problem
T1's
that
comp
even
is
if Genji's
smart
first on an objective,
and
throw the
aligned,
Maokai
and maybe
ult, zone
they've
them
got
off
something
the
here.
objective. You then regain
They know
the
what they're
space.
doing,
Once you have the
but
space,
man, I do
trap,
think
trap,
Genji's
trap,
comp
trap.
is just
Like,
unreal. Like
and now you've got to walk into
good
this again.
early,
I
middle,
think that
and
the
late.
idea of
Just a
playing around
great comp.
objectives,
Great
I'm gonna be
engage.
fascinated to see how
Scary
Genji
engage.
navigate their way
If
through
Genji
that.
gets ahead, they're
Flanks
just gonna
and vision
fucking.
control is going to be so
There's no
important.
coming back.
Chovy's going to have a really good laning phase for starters. Did go, by the way, Genji loves the resolve tree, as we can see.
I mean, Chovy just loves grass.
He does love grass.
It's just another like thing that he can access some dopamine from.
Yeah,
you know?
so Chovy needs to do a good job. I also think that Keen, if he does get his matchup, should be able
Lehen's
to get the
camping
shot. The
mid.
problem is you don't
Right off
really
the
want
bat.
to 2v2 as
Oh, wait, so is
Kaisa
Carrier?
Rel
Wait,
into Cade
what the
Braum.
hell's happening?
So you're incentivized to lane
Why are you?
swap
What,
so
what
that
the
your
hell's
bot lane
happening?
can survive, but also you kind of want the Jax to match the Maokai, because Maokai early doesn't really get to do a whole lot. It looks like it is actually
Why are they
T1
playing
that is
bot,
going to
top,
swap here initially,
bottom?
playing
And mid support
Notice that
mid.
Guma was hovering around mid for quite a while, which means that he was quite late to the top wave. On top of that, Zeus was denied from
Dude, it would be
one
funny
side
if
of
Gen G
the map.
kept
So
picking champions that
already
have
this lane
T1
swap
skins and then
isn't
using them.
optimal for the way in which T1 is setting themselves up for success.
Using
Carrier
T1
has been
skins
hovering
against
around
them
mid.
to
He's
win
gonna get
the
level 2 very quickly. He's already on his
the
transition
mental
over
war.
the bot lane, knowing that, hey, if I get one more minion, I'll level over. That's fine. I don't need to take any more XP away from Faker. Jungler pathing topside, those kind of you'd expect. Ona, which means that the threat of the dive is coming.
Yeah, Carrier is going to get stunned up here by Lehen's as he makes his way in. Level 2 only. Level 1 for Carrier. He's burning down. He's dead. That is going to be first blood going over to Canyon, and they'll take some plates to boot because Zeus now finds
I'm
himself
very
in
nervous
a
here,
whole
and
lot of
Zeus is
trouble.
probably going to die.
Twisted advance to try and outplay some stuff. That Arcade Smash was pretty good on the Bramble Smash, as it's known now. As
Oh,
Canyon
man.
underneath this turret has to flash. He's
Oh,
able to
man.
dodge the turret shot.
Oh,
as a
man.
couple more autos are needed.
Oh,
It's
man.
Hazel locks it down, almost dies,
Oh,
and somehow
man.
they navigate the dive.
Game number 1, the dive of disaster. Game number 2 puts Gen G back on the right track. A kill for Paze and so many resources for T1 going to waste.
I mean, that was perfect execution from
That was, they played that really well.
They punish the rotation from Carrier. They get him before he gets level 2.
Catching Carrier was
They
crazy.
manage the tower aggro phenomenally.
Did Carrier even flash? He didn't. Carrier didn't flash. He just got killed.
Exactly the Gen G that we need to see in this game if we want
No, we don't need to see this Gen G in this game. I don't want to see this.
They have to start early if they want to get some of these advantages. You already
Man,
said
that is a good start for Gen G. That's scary. With this comp too? Oh god.
If you're not on T1. So Gen G, they have to be able to snowball this forward. We'll see what they can do because it's not.
Why can't they just play normal lanes, dude? If they play normal lanes, T1's gonna be great.
is quite far behind.
I don't like all these switches.
The biggest downside for Gen G. You'll notice that he's on
28-man comeback.
His bots. Oh, flash once again from Carrier. I say again.
Dude, Canyon is.
But Canyon putting.
I know they don't feel like they need to ban the Skarner, but what if you just give him Aurora or something? Who gives a shit? Faker, you can outplay it. Just don't give him the Skarner. The Skarner is so problematic.
It is indeed. Gen G finding a bunch of advantages. Excellent use
Oh
of the
no,
word
Guma.
suave as well. Speaking of which, so was that just escape from Canyon. Decides, nope, I would prefer not to do this.
Canyon, one of the most often heard pieces of criticism for this
Yeah,
player,
Dude, Faker's gonna have a
also
tough
ties
lane
to
here, huh?
strength, which is mid to late game impact and carry performances, is that he's not doing enough. I think this game he's
Dude, Faker's having a tough lane here. Faker might solo die.
But because of the early kill,
I'm not kidding. Faker, if that charm hit,
to
oh, he
be,
didn't. Okay.
a decent level, should be able to very quickly catch back up in experience. And when it comes to the gold, he is
He has to
still
back. He has to
doing
TP.
fine.
He'll be fine.
Now, this early gold lead for Gen G, a necessity, but good to see nonetheless. Because with how game number 1 played out, it felt like Gen G was on track for what we've seen them do so many times, and T1 really flew
So needs an item or two to have a
I will draw
chance. Yeah.
attention to our viewers who
Yeah.
aren't as familiar with our
I mean, it's
format.
melee ranged.
Sorry, overlay, I should say. You can keep track of the kindred stacks on the right-hand side of
Faker
your screen.
didn't
You can see that
TP.
underneath the
Okay.
flash,
He's
and
just
same for any of
farming.
the stacking champions,
Now he's
which
gonna back
we
in
don't
TP, I
have in
guess.
this game,
Yeah,
but,
Smolder was banned. Yeah.
Owner actually doing a
Okay.
decent job if we're going to compare.
T1 down 800, 900 gold already?
I think he is
Jesus.
currently 13 minutes earlier on his first mark.
So I guess the main thing's gonna come down to these first grubs.
Didn't even need that
T1
to
getting
win
grubs was
games,
really
so
nice last time.
That says something.
But I don't feel like they
we are
have.
really snowballing on the mark.
How come Owner is so up on farm? What the hell?
Now Pays has transitioned to the top side of the rift. Guma's actually been moved over to mid.
Owner's up
Zeus
20
does not have
farm.
the TP available. Faker has TP to top. I wonder if T1 is going to try and contest these grubs. But Faker's
Skarner only
setting
been
up a trap.
ganking? Yeah.
Yeah. You've got Owner moving on over as well. Does get seen
Oh,
on
get
that
this
control
pace.
board, but
Get this,
finally
get this, get this, get this, get this.
has to use the
Do
ulti.
they-
Chains don't land because the flash has to come out and
I actually think they could have got that
now
kill.
with these grubs, but that is not
I actually
a
think they
lot
could have
of
predicted
extra
the
power
flash
here
and
for
got that
Gen G.
kill.
Losing that flash really important.
Pace staying alive is crucial.
Pace
there.
shouldn't
Otherwise,
have-
if they
should
get that
not have
kill,
lived that, I think.
T1 can then immediately collapse. You
Flash
saw the
ult
rest
used,
of the
yeah,
members
but
actually
still.
making their way over, but instead it's a big win for Gen G. They get the grubs, and as mentioned, the Maokai is always going to have a lot of impact as Faker.
Yeah,
Faker
could be
dead.
in some trouble here as Lahen's moving on over, finds a shattering strike. Ulti available here as Faker decides to go down, but Canyon's there to meet him.
Everyone's there.
Faker now trying to change positions, but the plasma is stacked, and Pays is going to get some revenge.
And Lahen's to reposition there to deny the ability for Faker
Terrible
to
early
ult
game.
out with that Kai'Sa.
And honestly, I think bad
And on top
draft
of that,
too.
Canyon using his E not onto Faker, but in his
Go
flash
next.
path, meaning that he had nowhere to go. Nice
Nah, T1 can
collapse
go
from
there.
Gen
It's
G.
not- it's not-
and they
it's not
funnel that kill
unreasonable.
onto Pays, crucially to
The
get
problem is they
him
don't have as many
further
like
and further.
playmakers.
2-0
The thing about
now for
T1's
the
comp is
Kai'Sa,
like they need to
an
just
800 gold lead for
passively
him.
get ahead and stay ahead. It's like they don't have
Came out
the
gate swinging.
they don't have the Gragas barrel. They don't have.
On interest, that Ko is ticking away. Gonna even further bolster the gold lead. And the biggest difference here has, I think, very clearly been
my timer
Lahen's
fucked up.
impact in game 1 versus game 2. And then the inverse, Carrier on the Braum. It's just not really the same type of champion.
Lahen's possibly looking for a little bit more here, but only level 4, as is Carrier. The 80 carries that now actually have some levels in them, as we can see here. Some Berserker's Greaves done for Gumayushi. It's a bit of a battle towards the bottom side of the map. Zayas could be in trouble. Canyon, once again, just lawn-mowing his way
Dude,
over.
I-
Only
like,
going to get caught by the brambles.
I just love
Actually
T1
not,
on
because of course
playmaking
their
champs.
Zayases, I'm getting confused. Should be a jungler that has
They,
that
like
ability.
even when they're behind, they can make shit happen. But when they play like the
Has the counter-strike.
Dude,
Zaya's now looking
everyone's
for an
dying.
opportunity here, but Kane looks like he's out. Canyon now the one
Everyone's
moving
dying.
forward, but Owner's
Everyone's dying.
continuing these autos. The dance
Owner's
of arrows
here.
can get
Wait.
him in range.
Imagine.
They get the bramble smash
What's happening? What's happening?
Counter-strike for the stun. Canyon on about 1 health and
what is happening?
Not even close. Canyon holds on to
what is happening?
And make sure that he keeps that summoner available, but what an almost
what is happening?
There seemed to be a bit of indecision on the side of GG.
Dude, my game's lagging.
They wanted to
my game is lagging out.
But then when they finally decided to, Ono was like, all right, fine, let's take this 2 versus 2, and you saw the power of the Kindred early on in the skirmishes.
Oh,
no
1
kill
HP.
ends up dropping for either side, and keeps able to catch this massive top wave.
It's the YouTube chat, dude.
Also,
close the chat.
We were distracted by what was happening, but Chovy actually forced Faker's flash. I imagine when
YouTube's crashing.
Play, got that summoner out.
I'm back. It's speeding up.
T1 for a possible contest on these grubs. Trying to deny the Jack 6 grubs definitely.
Dude, that was a 1 HP fight. That's so.
Now no longer gonna be
I can't believe we're crashing YouTube. I will say this has like record-breaking viewership, dude. Millions and millions and millions.
One thing I want to draw everyone's
Did they hit 5 million or 4.5, something like that?
Earlier, it's a 2,000 gold lead here for Gen.G. It has to be. The way team fights are going to work later in the game should be able to favor T1 if they don't fall too far behind. Right now, I think that Gen.G are on pace for trying to create a snowball, but they cannot stop. Like, this is about continuing to press this advantage.
Yeah, Gen.G has a nice fucking lead. Dude, if they got that kill, they were so close to killing Cannon. It would have been so nice.
Gen.G just have to keep their foot on the gas.
I mean,
imagine if he had a real weapon.
Kind of on paper, Gen.G's comp is easier to execute because it's just go forward.
Yeah,
right. Press
go in and
engage.
kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Gen.G's comp is stronger and easier.
But execution is key.
This just feels arrogant, dude. This T1 draft.
Being able to
it feels arrogant.
Circumvent your way around all of the engage that Gen.G's going to have. So if they get a lead, it becomes even harder to do that, and it can look even more dominating when Gen.G is just forcing all of these plays.
Yeah, the fact that 2 out of the 3 kills are on Pays as well is something that could be worrying because, yes,
if they win, the problem is I just feel like T1's comp is not a comeback comp.
If Pays is really strong in this game,
I will say Guma on Caitlyn
where they can get a foothold
has done some unreal shit. I've seen Guma on Caitlyn, especially in like solo queue, which is I'm sure harder than World Semifinals. He's done some unreal shit.
So it's not likely that a contest is going to work out.
Yeah, this is bad. 6 grubs.
This time around actually is able to have that very impressive laning phase, and Faker just has to catch the wave, so I think T1 make the right call.
I do think Owner Kindred can make some shit happen. Owner's very, very fucking good.
Gen.G with Pays and Lands arriving will be fine. I also want to highlight Owner now on 2 marks.
Oh, man, 6 grubs.
Found one on the grump in top sides. But Owner, who I think was by far the most consistent member of T1 in summer, had a little bit of a dip in playoffs, but then has been exceptional.
Come on, T1.
Again.
I believe.
When you think of his best champions, they're champions with really high impact, but not necessarily the carries, right? It's the Vi moments. It's the Rel from last year.
Yeah, I do think Owner on Vi, you know.
Very long way, right? It was when he was
someone with CC. I just think T1 didn't. T1 getting pick enough CC.
It's not something he's a stranger to.
I mean, look, Zeus is such a good playmaker, and now he's just sitting up there and just passively farming with Maokai.
How T1 as a team functions and has.
It's just kind of
the last couple of years.
I never liked Zeus on a tank.
This T1 draft, it definitely isn't typical T1. Like seeing Zeus
like if it was Zeus Camille right now,
something that we
I'd believe.
Get to see. Yeah. Carrier, I always think of his supports as, I mean, he's the flashy playmaker. When he's on Braum,
we remember it, but not with a great look in our eye, you know.
So I will say that like this T1 composition is definitely a bit of a difference from what we normally see.
Yeah, Faker's down in CS as well.
See the best
20.
version of Gen.G in game 1. You have to wonder if T1 also trying something different out on the red side to see if they can catch Gen.G off guard. So far in the early game,
Zeus gonna play Cassante? I hate Zeus Cassante. Atriocs, dude. How about Zeus Atriocs? Tough into Jax though. Well, I should have banned Jax.
Yep, I think
the ban Jack's first game was great.
Extremely important, and the way Ona plays around the rest of his team to try and maximize these marks.
I think they need to let Aurora through. Aurora's not that fucking scary, bro.
See whether Ona can get a little bit higher than that, because it's the next few that are going to be the most important. Of course, remember, guys, 4 stacks.
Let Chovy have Aurora. He'll just farm.
Range boost, and you're feeling really good about it. But Gen.G right now utilizing 6 grubs to smash down this turret. It's not a race this time. Yeah, T1 just didn't.
T1's made Aurora every game in this world. I know. That way Chovy hasn't practiced it.
The only one that's actually essential. You know, everything past that is nice, but
yeah,
particularly Lahens.
Yeah, possible catch here on Carrier once again. He shows them the door, but Pace says, no, I'm not going to get caught by that one. One more auto attack. But there's the Lamb's respite.
Dude, nice play by Owner.
Actually walks out so that he doesn't
Nice
get
play by
tagged.
Owner.
I like the aggression there from Gen.G. Carrier, thanks to Owner's ultimate, is able to get him away to safety. But Carrier, very close to losing his life, and you can see how much control Gen.G have over the map. That bottom side is just littered with wards, and it just goes to show the way in which they set up the pressure onto bot.
I don't know,
they had
maybe.
control over mid,
I'm trying to think of how T1 like
and then they converted it into an easy
gains a
objective
lead
setup.
here.
All of the early game objectives have gone the way of Gen.G.
They're never going to be able to
Now
like
they
catch
return
them
their
the
bot
way
lane
that
to mid, ready for the
Gen.G can.
thing that I'm looking at is still just going to be Owner. As this game goes on, you can see he's got a gigantic lead as far as farm is concerned, but it is still Canyon.
But yeah,
with
Owner.
these early kills, with
Owner
the
is
amount
strong.
of objectives that they've been able to lock down, does have a slight gold advantage, but it is very, very slight. And Owner is a large proponent of where the damage is going to come from. In
Yes,
this game
Silas could
from
still start an
T1.
ult.
And as that range
But there's not that
increases,
much. I mean, I think Silas could probably just steal Ahri ult and dance around, get to the back line, kill Pays.
But that's going to be Rift Herald going on over to Gen.G as well. A monopoly on these objectives so far in this game is Carrier.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice.
Shattering strike and a hold him in place.
Nice.
Faker wants to be able to get a piece of this. He's not going to get the kill. That's going
Let's go. Nice. Dude, let's play around Owner. Let's make Owner fucking huge. Let's see an Owner game.
So Gen.G started up the Herald as a hold that thought we might have a collapse imminent here.
Wait, collapse, collapse, collapse? Dude, they should not play tanks. That was the fucking most miserable Nature's Grasp.
Not too bothered there. Keen
What was that, dude?
but T1 there
They
identified
walked
we can't
slowly
really
to the
fight for
left. You didn't even
Herald,
angle it
and Chovy
to
was
their
alone in
escape.
bot lane, so they read the play. Lahen's actually trying to cover for Chovy, but gets caught mid-rotation.
Toxic.
It's going to be
Imagine how I am to a team I don't like.
but the second dragon of the game. Oh!
Okay, he just wanders on in there. He'll flash away, so they at least get that. Faker also taking the outer turret on the bottom side, but that is so big. And now it's Hex Soul this game.
Owner didn't have smite. And the only way that Canyon knew was because he saw the W from Hayes go over the wall. He saw the HP. It didn't get smited, and so he's
Go
like,
next.
wait, I think there's an angle
Something's
here.
fishy,
Yeah,
yeah.
and so he just went for it. Beautiful play from
Go
Canyon. Great read
next.
from him. The Herald gets dropped
Dude,
in
we're
mid.
playing around Owner
And
this
the
game. He
player
didn't
that
even.
we haven't talked about, but is getting monstrously scary,
God.
is
FF,
Keen
go
in
next.
the top lane. He secured a full tower
Spam.
on the top side, uncontested.
I don't know
He's
what,
almost
top
got a
gap?
1K gold lead. That
Something.
Trinity Force is on the horizon. And we talked about it
Spam
in
mid
the draft,
gap.
right?
Get mad at Faker.
Into
Go
double
next.
AD carry, even into a Silas. This Jax is not really going to be afraid of anyone on the side lane. The Maokai is just going to do his best to hold him off.
Yeah, I mean,
gonna be
oh
about
my
how
god,
well
dude.
T1 just
Yeah,
holds
Zeus
Keen
cannot
at bay
stand up
and
against
tries
this
to bide their
Jax. This
time.
Jax is
As
gonna
the game stands right now, it
just
is not
shove
looking
in,
good
shove in,
because this
shove in.
snowball
Can't
is
even
a-rolling.
match his wave clear.
Gen.G are capitalizing, but it's only 2.5k, something like that as far as the gold lead is concerned.
It is like
Six
the gold
grubs
is
and
not.
2 dragons are
The
what
gold
they
is
get,
negligible.
for it though, which is still very, very valuable, especially with
If they had the
Soul.
dragon, I actually wouldn't even be so.
In game number 1, T1 found the one win the way of the Baron call, and it was a weird moment because it felt like Gen.G was aware of it, yet still underestimated it. It brought them back in the game, and I think they're going to need a similar moment here because,
Yeah,
as
I do
mentioned,
think
this
T1,
composition is
they have
really
a fast
good in trouble
Baron
as long
yet
as
again.
Gen.G has that map control. Gen.G is now the one that keeps shoving out the waves, keep having Prio on the vision, and it is quite hard for
Jax
T1
with 6
to find a
grubbies
good
feels
snapping
doomed.
case. They have a
I mean,
ton
6
of
grubbies
CC
is a
once you
problem.
actually get on top of them, but
It would
you
be
don't
so
have
nice
something
if
like the Rel, like
if
the
T1
Leo,
had the
like
grubbies this
Vi
time.
to really
Like
start
their
a
comp is
defense
so
when
good with
Gen.G is
grubbies.
ready.
Well, we talked about
Double
how
AD.
Gen.G, if they start off an objective, T1 actually have a lot of ways to gain access onto the objective, even if they don't have the best engage, simply due to the fact that they have a Caitlyn plus the Maokai ultimate. But ideally, they're on the objective first. They have position with the Caitlyn traps. They're forcing the enemy to face check into their Braum, into their sap
They should try to camp Lehens because he's playing like shit, you know? Lehens is nervous. He's the worst Gen.G player. Just follow him around and catch him out.
4-1 setup right now. Faker's in top lane catching another wave. And Gen.G are just very methodically suffocating T1 out of the map.
Yep,
Yeah, they're
pulling them
methodical,
around.
but they're not getting that
Moving
much
over
out of
towards
it.
this inner turret in the mid lane. Ace in the hole does go down. Fair bit of damage onto Lehens. Decent knock up there, but Carrier had to invest the ultimate just to get them away from this turret. It's just Gen.G trading up at this point in the game.
Riot should give Faker
The turret
10k
stands,
gold
though,
using their
made
dev
Faker
tools. Can you
for
imagine?
T1. They did
Riot.
not lose too
Riot trying to influence so they get more viewership. They're like sneaking in more gold for Faker.
Looking for some stragglers. Looking at the item
His cannon minions do double.
Because of the gold leads afforded to Gen.G. Pays already on 2 items.
Chad, I'm getting sick. I feel like it's directly correlated to how well T1 is doing. I'm feeling sicker. I need more water. I hope I don't miss anything. I need to get water. I have to get water. My throat is fucking sore.
There's a small window where the Mao guys like tanky enough to kind of deal with the Jax.
Sure.
But once Triforce is done, it gets a whole lot harder. And in a team fight, he'll be able to, but in the side lane, getting to match is going to be very, very hard.
And we need to talk about our Mercedes-Benz features matchup. You mentioned it already on the Pays side, but Gumayusi is about to hit that trough. This is where he's going to have to dig deep and make sure he continues on that streak of his, because Infinity Edge is necessary. That 2-item spike, it feels better than it used to, but definitely wants 3 items, 4 items, needs armor penetration, Infinity Edge, and then he feels a whole lot better. It doesn't get better all that soon.
Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything?
What you see,
Did I miss anything? What happened?
Have been in this position before. They're trying
What happened? What happened?
small catches.
Just as he left, 100. Wait,
be
no,
in big trouble
100
here.
gifted?
Yeah, it does have a
Are you joking?
Actually a bit
That's
lazy.
not enough damage. Yeah.
Not going to actually spot him. So, yeah, Canyon versus Zeus would take a while, to say the least.
You're joking. I can't even see it.
Now, Tier 1, I wonder if they even feel strong
I'm pulling it
enough
up.
to test the next Dragon. The setup on the top side of the map, Vision is spotting them out completely. His owner is walking over wards right now. Going to clear those out. Chovy respects the fact that he is on the weak side of the map.
Bro, you gifted 100 right as I walked away.
Continues to push the bot wave.
Jay Zashi, thank you very much. I appreciate the gifted. Your timing was impeccable, bro. Thank you for the support. Hopefully you're a T1 fan and an Oiler and you're ready to see a fucking win, dude.
Maybe there's an opportunity somewhere.
Oh, dude, I'm so sick. I got this orange, and I need T1 to win. Jay Zaji, thank you very much.
This is Gen.G dealing
That's crazy
with the
timing.
fallout and trauma of lost game. Look at the amount of vision control set up as they are
Fuck,
heading
dude, I just
towards this
really
first
want
dragon. This
T1
time
to
around,
win.
No opportunity, and T1's Baron damage is so much worse. Last time they had an incredibly quick Baron. This time that's not really going to be the case.
Uh-oh, Cannon.
Yep, T1 not going to be able to get on over there. I think as soon as everyone saw
Who in
those
chat said
timers were
LS
matched
said
up,
T1's
they
draft
were,
is so
T1's
much
gonna
better?
try for it. Gen.G scores
LS,
the
you're
score
not a
as well.
fucking master of the game like me, okay?
Only invested
I am a
the
gold
limited
2
resources to lock
fizz.
down Soul Point
I
for
think I know the
themselves,
fucking game
continuing
a little better
that
than
monopoly on the neutral objectives, and this is
somebody who does this professionally.
really looking good for Gen.G here in game number 2, which, if you're a fan of 5-game series, is pretty good.
It's, I mean, if you're ever interested in getting into super high-level league, both of these teams showcase through game 1 and game 2.
Yeah, T1 has to
how
survive till 27
important
minutes.
The early game can
T1
be,
always makes
and
the
how
comeback
effectively you can snowball
at
from that
27
point,
minutes.
depending on the strengths of your champions, because both teams have, throughout this series, demonstrated an effective way of how to play through that strength and snowball effectively.
Okay.
It's just,
I
it's
ate
been a
this
beauty
orange
to
and it
watch.
literally
It is a low
hurt.
kill game, but the-
It's actually
the map
painful to
control, the
eat.
decisions
I'm
that
actually
Gen.G
going to be
have
so
made,
sick today.
the
Oh my
tactical
god.
decisions
In
and
like
the
6
execution
hours, I'm going to be
has been near flawless, and it's
miserably
resulted
sick.
in
I
a
can
3K
tell
lead.
my body is like it's collapsing as we speak.
Gen.G's current coaching staff for being
Oh no.
one of the original reasons
I need
why
T1 to win to
League
heal
of
me. I
Legends
need the
got
Faker
changed.
heal.
For
Please,
exactly these
Faker
type
win
of
this
games.
game.
If you think the map is lit up now, go back, watch some old VODs.
I mean, Europe is very fond of when they nerf that. Okay,
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
Baseball game hangover? I think I got
about
COVID, bro.
how much they're bought
I don't
and
know,
stuff
man. I
like
got
that.
something.
That's a good idea.
And knowing T1,
We were scrimming in the baseball game. There's a lot of people there.
A
lot of people who
oh no, someone's caught in the side lane.
never wore masks to begin with.
Immediate fight and an immediate collapse.
I'll get some
They have
ivermectin.
dispatched of many teams
Carrier didn't take
when they
heal.
were
I need Carrier to
feeling like
cast
they were in
heal
a
on
position
me.
of power. The problem is that generally Gen.G doesn't really bite. They just let you play it out, keep their patience. It's the way they love to play, particularly when they are looking great on their carries, like in this game.
Crucially, T1's waiting for those spikes, and I believe Guma's about 200, about 100 gold off.
What's up, turd
So
missiles?
He needs another wave. He's waiting for that wave to be pushed in. The question is, can it... Well,
I love to
he's
see
gonna
someone
get
come in
time,
chat and be
because
like,
the
I've been
next
watching
dragon
YouTube
in 3
for
minutes.
years. Happy
I feel
to
like
see your stream
Gen.G's
for the
not
first
the
time.
to just sporadically
And it's like,
force this Baron now. I mean, they could. It's
if
a
you
great
watched
window
my
for them to
YouTube
do
for
it, but
years, you have
Malignance is almost done for Chovy.
probably
I
expected
imagine he
different
wants to get
content
that
than
finish before
me
anything comes through.
reacting
There's
to a
something
league
Sky
game that
actually
you
gonna
can't
be
see.
animation from Keen, also something we've been seeing from him. And then he goes into the Zonya's third, which is also a very effective tool. So a lot of damage for this Jax in a side lane. Does make him
But
a
I
little
welcome you here
squishy.
anyway.
So
T1 is playing this very safe, and I respect it. They're basically saying, we're going to keep the gold lead relatively small. We're going to let them try to choke us out.
It's also the role kind of changes because in long
it's like
fights,
the autoerotic asphyxiation comp. They're going to enjoy getting choked out. That's their plan. This is fucking T1 putting the belt on in the closet. They're just going to make it the best of it.
Going to get so much value out of that. Steel caps on him as well. And I can guarantee you, Faker is not really interested in trying to kill a Skarner. But for the 80 carries, it's going to be quite tough.
I think Pays might
be I'm never live during EU workday, unless I'm watching T1.
He does.
Carrier flashed. I don't think he needed to, but who am I to say?
Moving forward, because we know that Carrier loves to play engage Braum. We don't
catch Lehens. Catch Lehens, dude.
Without flash, he's definitely not going to be able to utilize
Lehens is playing stupid.
So
catch him.
They have so much control of the tempo of this game. As Lehens going to have to crash away from
catch
this
him.
T1 just attempting to bully them out of the river. And he moves on over and says no.
Item-wise, we're about as good as we're going to get, right? Both these teams should sit there and say, all right, Guma would love another item. He's not getting it. The Soul is spawning in about a minute's time. There will be nothing that he can buy in that window to be able to really be much stronger.
Pays the full item ahead.
T1's not buying.
Guma's a better player.
They're like, you're
oh,
not
careful,
going for this.
careful, 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 careful.
What they can actually get done here is it's going to be Carrier blowing up.
This is bad.
They were not.
Yeah.
They were not doing it.
No.
This is bad,
they
dude.
Did not want to. And now Gen G might be able to just head
this
over
game's
towards his Baron and try
brutal.
and take that one down. Chovy still with that Spirit Rush running.
This game is brutal. They're doing Baron? All right, this could be a throw.
Oh God,
dude, Keen is Keen can 1v4 right now. I swear to God. Keen can just 1v4. This is
a big piece of that puzzle missing. We'll see what they're able to do here as the nature is grasping. Does manage to stun up Canyon. He can get over that wall pretty comfortably as now they've just singled out Zeus. So much damage. Lehens
this is unreal. This is like
and T1, they had the trap set up.
This is such a draft win.
As now Ona trying to dash back. Keen says, no, I'm going to buy time for my teammates as Carrier comes over. The Winter's Bite does nothing to Keen.
My fucking God, dude.
Baron,
what was this draft? I swear to God, what was this draft?
He's just crashing into the two-man impale as well. And Gen G will destroy the Baron.
LS, what the fuck were you talking about? I swear to God, this is such a...
Gumayushi is not going to stay undying.
This is like the 5 strongest.
It is a systematic dissection of T1. One by one they fall. One by one the objectives follow. Gen G, calm, calculated, just eviscerate T1.
Oh, that's straight into Soul as well.
The Nexus might not fall, but this game really should be over. Baron here for Gen G. Hextech Soul on top of it.
That's brutal.
Let's be fair, this is what we all want.
Kendra has 3 stacks.
And this is beautiful.
I mean, Kendra was fine, but if you're gonna go fucking Caitlyn Kindred, you gotta ban Jax.
Desperation, but they knew
and just like who on their team does not notice the correlation between Zeus on playmakers and Zeus on tanks? Has anyone figured this out, or is it just the people that watch the game?
And we see that he is just being systematically denied access, and the Keen value this Jax does so much into these 80 carries, they just can't deal with him.
I think that Keen is the biggest factor here.
Oh,
him just standing there, it's kind of like his aura is
Let
saying,
Aurora through, I swear to God. Let Aurora through.
And the problem is when you lose that Braum, you lose a crucial part of your front line. So there's no way for them to
he's
approach.
Stressed out, man. Always fantastic to check out the Gen G coaching stuff, but like you
Zeus
say,
Gragas, I love Zeus Gragas. That's not a tank. That's a playmaker because of Zeus is old. Gragas is old. He can make unexpected things happen. Maokai doesn't do that.
And zap onto that Caitlyn. They can't
Bro,
walk up.
they can't do any damage.
How are they supposed to stop this freight train from crashing into their base?
Dude, this is embarrassing. This might have been 5 bots. T1 had no chance this whole game. They didn't.
This Hextech Soul and T1 once again throwing out some grasping nature.
27 minutes. 27 minutes. This is where it all turns around. 27 minutes.
Indeed unstoppable as Carrier goes down. The Killer Instinct is named well as Zeus is his second one. The Lazarus Spike going to keep them alive for now. But
I can't think of a better way to give Gen G the morale and get them back into the game than this draft in this game. That was crazy. Whatever T1 coach, oh my God.
But in practice, the way in which Gen G executed the lane swap,
what was that?
They punished T1 in the early game, and then they just dismantled them from start to finish. Objective control, the team fights. I mean, this is the series that we want.
Yeah, this is what we want.
Why did T1 ban Yone? I mean, Yone's very good. You can ban Yone, but
I think whichever support is going to have more impact is going to keep.
I mean, just think it through. I don't.
And what this series has so far been about is
they banned Jax game 1, so they understood the Jax threat, and then game 2 they didn't understand it at all.
Time for us to go to a break. When we get back, we'll see what they have cooked for us in game 3.
I'd love to see Faker on Fizz, that's for sure. Get the audio back. Need this, though. All right. Don't be sad. There's always game 3. Here's a glizzy to cheer you up. Thanks, man. I actually had a glizzy yesterday at the baseball game. I had a Dodger dog. How much was it? Bro, shit was like $15, to be honest. Concessions are a good business to be in. Let me tell you that. You know what was crazy? Just parking. Just parking for a World Series Dodgers game was $75 for parking. And the parking lot stretches in all directions for as far as the eye can see. It's so LA pilled. I don't know if this is the only stadium like this, but LA's Dodger Stadium has absolutely no public transport. And it's like, you know, if you're going to get 30,000 people with no public transport and it's just endless fields of parking, and it's $75 for fucking parking. It's crazy. No, they had buses. They had some buses. They do have Dodger buses. That is public transport. But no like Muni, no like train or tram. I did get pretzels. Hustler like me would have tricycled over there, but I guess brokies don't get it. I'm broke because I didn't tricycle to the stadium. That tracks. Dude, I'm sick. I'm sick as a fucking dog. Thank you for the 11-month sub. So I don't see sub messages right now. I'm in the scene where I can't see them. Here, I'll pull it up between games. Ashes raining down. Hey, thank you for the 39 months. Arid TV. Faker is 28. This fuckery won't go on for much longer, thank God. I don't know if Faker's still doing it at 39 like LeBron, but... Iron Faker, they have the 11 months. T1 finna stomp next game. True. Facts. Facts. They got red side again. Ted the Toad, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate that. JJ for the 46. Appreciate that. Froggington, thank you for the 30. God damn, a lot of long-time subs. Jay Zoshi, thank you for that 100 gift again. That was fucking kind. Did you have a message you wanted to read? You said, that's... Dude... The guy that gifted 100 gifted said, I don't know what I'm watching when it comes to League, just showing some love and leaving. Bro doesn't even watch League. Just showed up, dropped 100 gifted and left. Damn, that's fucking crazy. That's why you need a YouTube, folks. If you're a streamer, you don't have a YouTube, you're doing it wrong. I'll tell you that right now. I'm just here for the vibes. I don't know anything about League. All right, well, the vibes will be good if T1 wins. They'll be terrible if they lose. I felt myself getting sicker that game as Gen G won. My body's white blood cells are fighting more weakly. They only fight strong when T1 fights strong. Do you think T1 threw that game in honor of Einstein? The cat? Maybe. Maybe they gave one to Stans. And now they're going to try. If Genji wins, do you prefer to BLG and Genji, or do you not care? If Genji wins, which we're not even going to discuss, T1 is going to win. But if for some reason T1 decides to step down and graciously hand it to Genji, then I would prefer Genji to win the finals. Because I'm a bit of a Korea purist. I like the world when Korea is the best League of Legends region and they win every year. I don't like this China usurping Korea boo. I just lived in Korea. And I'm a StarCraft fan. And back in the days of StarCraft, no region could touch Korea in esports. And now it seems like China might end up being the strongest region in League. So I thought you were Xi Jinping's most loyal soldier. I am.
Kenny's is crashing into them. The two-man impale as well. And Genji will destroy the Baron. The killer instinct is named well as this is his second.
Would you cheer for NA if Korea wasn't playing? Who am I going to cheer for from NA? They're all gone, dude. Who's the NA team I can still cheer for? Cheer for FlyQuest? They're not in it. They're not playing. They lost. Well, if Korea wasn't in, yeah, why don't we just get rid of Korea and China and Europe and all other regions, and it's just NA only. We make the worlds the NALCS. Then I'll cheer for NA.
Might steal. But yeah, like this is the Genji that we saw in LCK. This is the Genji that we expected.
Just so people don't get angry, I also love seeing great macro play. I was just leading us in, okay?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the draft, I felt like T1 weren't playing to what was their strengths, right?
Yeah,
like
everybody loves seeing great macro
I thought they
play.
were going to set up pretty nicely for like a carry a counter pick. On my bingo card
Fucking
was
great
not
macro play. That's what everyone loves to see. They love to see no kills, fucking one team get all the objectives. That's what we love macro play. My dream League of Legends final, a 38-minute game with 2 kills on each side. Where one team slowly chokes the other one out and gets all the objectives. Macro play, baby. Can you watch the Joe Rogan Trump 3-hour podcast? I listened to it. I had a 5-hour flight back from Atlanta. I listened to the Joe Rogan Trump podcast. Shit was tough. Shit was tough. Did it change your vote? I mean, it's funny is like, there honestly isn't nothing that bad in it. Sometimes he's even a little funny, but he's just a rambler, bro. The guy's a true, honest to God yapper. Every question just goes off in 14 tangents. Important. T1 Faker just told me he needs to sub you in his fizz. His fingies are getting tired and cramped. I just don't think I can get there in time. This dive, too, was so sad.
To bite T1 in this play, and I think it was a great from Genji to try and set up that confusion in the early stages.
Yeah, I thought this was, in particular, really good for Genji. They've classically been really, really good in these lane swap situations. We were talking about them as the best lane swap team in the world, which is why it was really interesting to see them so dizzy on the map at times in game 1. This is a very restabilization for them.
It's true, and it's like you got everything you wanted.
All right, Faker, lock in, bro. Lock in,
the
go.
most adept team in the world to do that. It does make me think.
Right now, they're watching my stream VOD to see what I thought of their draft, and they're like, "Oh, damn! I actually see what he's saying." They're crowded around the Atrioc VOD from 15 minutes ago, and they're like, "Wait, oh, of course, dude. What were we thinking? Why do we? Yeah." All right, T1 selects blue side. Let's see. Just, yeah, insta-lock Fizz first pick. Just throw a wrench in their fucking plans. Figures needs more support. I'm trying to conserve my energy so I can go all out cheering for T1 when it fucking matters. Which, if they lose, will be game 4, and if they win, will also be game 4. I'm kind of saving for game 4, and then I'm gonna really fucking lock in. Damn, dude, it's crazy how they also fucking blew the game apart at 27 minutes. There's something about 27 minutes. They should 100% ban Jax. Just ban Jax. Please don't let Jax through.
If a
Or pick
changed
it.
ban strategy affects what T1 want to get on that blue side of the map.
Yeah.
I also
and if
think
they're going to continue to put a lot of effort
I swear to
into
God, I
these
think they're overrating
level ones and
Aurora.
these lane swaps, because they got really
Call
feel
me
like
crazy.
the information gathering at the beginning. And
Call me
getting them
stupid once they let
worked out,
Aurora through and then Aurora
allow
carries, but
for, this
I
kind of
think they're
domino effect
overrating.
that we see,
It's
in
just
the game
one
here for
fucking
game number
champ. It's
2.
squishy.
If Gen G are able to come out with a really good level 1 here, this is where you could kind of like take control of the series, because, you know, 1-1, blue sides, but now we get into the real meat of a best of 5.
Yeah, first it's like the entree, the course, right?
Oh,
We're gonna get
sick.
to the main dish indeed. I just think the demarcation lines that have been drawn. If you look across games 1 and 2, because we can't forget after that kind of Zeus repel, Gen G was also firmly in control before T1 brought it back. They were completely
If
in
you had your
control.
own Fizz skin, what would you make it look
the
like?
momentum feels a little bit
I would
shifted
make it
towards a
look like
T1 that has to make something happen.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is going to be trying to get access to the map early and trying to play for some of the early void grubs and getting your control that way, because it was a big risk in this game as well, where they gave across all 6 of those void grubs, trying to cross map to a Jax that's going to be able to match up in the Maokai. Like, there was a lot of risk.
This is a dumb question. I don't want to answer it anymore.
And if you actually think back to the start
I don't
of the
even
game,
want to answer the question.
T1 off
Let's
to an
move
early
on.
lead, I think it was mistakes at those void grubs that came back to bite them. So there's definitely ways T1 can control.
I gotta pause. Some guy in chat said dipping to Cadril stream something, mentioned Poland the next marketing Monday. And I was like, okay, you know, I don't mind if you go watch Cadril stream, that's fine. And then they didn't leave and they spammed it again. Dude, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Just stop sitting around in chat and spamming how you're leaving for Cadril stream. What the fuck is your problem? Who raised you? Fucking psycho.
This game coming into number 3.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Things are heating up here. I wonder if Atlas has taken off his jacket yet, or if he's still in his full 3-piece suit. You know, it's quite
I'm not in a fucking viewership race with Cadril. I think he has 300,000. I understand if you want to watch him. It's just weird to spam it.
As they're going into this game, number 3 draft, no surprises. Although that Yone ban coming out on the side of T1 here. Aurora still going to get taken out. The Ashe still up. Skarner still up as well. Jax available. Skarner Jax would be the kind of no-brainer.
Okay, wait. What are we at here?
In their semi-final, they went pretty well.
Wait, what are we at here?
You could say for BLG. We'll see whether
Nidalee, Smolder, Yone. Jax is open.
Switch up the picks here, as it will
Jax is open. Jax is open. Jax is open. Jax is open. No! Dude, oh no! Let him have Nidalee, dude. Who gives a shit about Nidalee?
Now the question is, will it be a 3rd game?
Dude, I'm so annoyed. I don't want to see any more Jax.
Canyon, of course, has showcased a wealth of different champions. His Maokai win rate this year is almost as good as his Nidalee win rate. I mean, the man is very versatile in terms of the jungle role.
Is he gonna go Skarner again?
Based on the hovers, holding
Dude, Skarner's still open. They're picking Ahri. They just want the same comp because the comp was unreal. Oh, I'm gonna get a little nervous here. I mean, at least Guma got Ashe. Guma Ashe is beastly.
Have a lot of mid control thanks to the Ahri pick and what was happening around the map. And we'll see
Oh,
what
I'm getting annoyed with these drafts.
Also ties into Chovy's approach. Often as a player, if he thinks a champion is the
Okay,
best,
Ash
we'll just
Renata.
keep
That
picking
worked game one.
until
It's very strong.
the antithesis is proven.
I love
Renata
Guma's
coming
Renata.
through.
It's really
Again,
good.
Keria having an
Okay.
incredible game, and
Okay, they're going back to game one. They're going back to game one.
Always going to feel strong.
But Genji's going to have a better comp this time.
You do have the opportunity to pick up like Ezreal here. Doesn't mean your jungle pool is going to get pinched, but getting a non-stationary AD carry, I think, is going to be a really big deal, because otherwise the team fights.
I wouldn't mind a
really hard to
Skarner
play
out
out.
of T1.
Depends what he has planned. Could be
A
something else here
Nocturne?
as well as that Ahri Nocturne combo that they swept through Swiss
Yeah, Ahri
with
Nocturne
is going
just
to be
jumps
locked
on
away.
Ashe.
Canyon, he is sick of playing this Skarner, and I could understand. No shade cap, but I don't know. It just doesn't do very much damage. You only build health. It's just less fun. The Nocturne, who does slashy.
You are setting up very clearly for a Kai'Sa pick here for Genji. You imagine that's going to be banned away by T1.
Not Skarner? Well, I think Skarner actually kind of bad versus
very
Ashe.
lethal. The Kindred, I think,
Ashe kind of kites Skarner.
It's a really good matchup into the Nocturne.
But the Nocturne's fucking
you just
scary.
went out on the skirmishes, so they're going to remove that. Wouldn't be surprised
They
to see
banned
the Vi
Kindred,
removed,
okay.
to be honest, with the amount of mobility on the side of Genji. Just take that away from Ona, one of his best champions.
Yeah, protecting a lot of bans as well, because T1 basically have
I don't know. I don't know what
so it's going to be relatively
Faker
telegraphed,
goes. I guess Silas
what they're
again,
going to be
honestly.
taking into this game. Of course, T1 not too worried about it because
It's
Ashe
probably the Silas
Renata
again.
is just
They might ban
universally
Ziggs.
strong.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ezreal is another,
Or
but I think
Ori.
the Ziggs makes a ton of sense.
I would not mind an
given
Orianna.
what we've seen so far, and
Then you get Ezreal. So
A
I guess
Ziggs ban?
that's the 3 picks that they were happy to grab, and if you've got 3,
I don't think they're worried
you're
about
not
the
too
Ziggs,
worried.
bro.
noteworthy as well that the Silas did still get banned.
Silas
even
got
though
banned.
Jovi did a really good job in the
Okay.
matchup, still going to deny
What
it. I
is
think it's
Twitch
because of the
banned?
Nocturne, right? So much of the
What's
value
happening?
is because you're the one who's
Twitch
the
banned?
Twitch Nocturne actually going to be denied here, and I think it makes sense given how insanely
What is
annoying that
T1's
looks to play against.
They thought that
Pick
Lehens was
ban,
going to go
bro.
back to his Shen. That's what was going to happen.
But it's
As there's the
Ezreal.
Ezreal, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, he could still theoretically play Shen, but it's not going to be a
I like this Genji draft, I really do. I think it's very solid. It makes a lot of sense in the context of how Genji like to play.
Nocturne
These
Twitch
two
is
last
OP.
picks are going to be crucial.
I
The
mean,
mid-jungle
maybe,
from
but
T1.
that just feels crazy
Faker
to me.
has had a phenomenal world so far.
Okay.
Pairing up alongside Ona, they've been doing a good job together. The question is, what plan have they got for Canyon Chovy?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what T1's going to pick here. Who is Faker going to play? Akali!
Never mind. Okay, Yasuo could be an option.
Akali's good. Akali's good.
I think if you were watching Worlds
Okay,
last year,
the thing
you
is,
understand
Faker's
this is one of the
Akali-
ones that Faker's pretty good at. Hasn't been played
Faker's
very much
Akali
this
is
year, however.
good, but
Still,
it's not
this
night
guy has
level,
played
dude.
competitively like
I'll say it.
different champions.
Faker
So
shines
that's
on
gonna be
diff
the
champs.
vibe locked
But I would
away
love to see. I'd love to
for
see.
Ona.
Maybe he's
Although they do
practice.
have a bit of time to think about it, I still think that they don't need to worry.
All right, I'll be
And
honest
so
with
it's
you.
relying on
I like
Vi and Ashe
T1's
as far as
draft.
that physical damage is
They're
concerned,
back.
but I think
They
the
picked the
damage
exact
profile
same
kind
comp
of
from
okay.
game 1, but they
It's just
switched
range
Faker.
that might catch them out. But the way to start fights is what we were looking for after game 2.
It's such a peak T1 comp.
Vi
There's
from
so much
Arcane,
upfront
baby.
burst, allowing you to play towards
Here's the
that
thing.
bailout, which is
I
something
think
they love to
T1
do.
knows
Oh, no.
that if they pick Arcane champs, Riot will make sure they win. I think T1 knows that like they bring the viewership and Riot needs to promote Arcane. So if they keep picking fucking Arcane champs, there's just no way Riot can let them lose. And it worked in game 1 and it's going to work in game 3.
Is a really good idea after what we saw in game 1 and the rest of this tournament, because Lehens has kind of been the weak link here for Gen.G.
I think T1 lost draft. I don't agree. I think this draft is way closer than I think the last one was so obviously lost.
There are a slew
This
of
one
champions that you
is
can
a
attribute to
true
his
toss
name,
up.
right?
And
of course,
T1,
Akali is definitely up there in terms
a
of the
champion can
champions
carry
he's had
on.
lot
A
of
champion can
focus
carry on. A champion can carry on. A champion can carry on.
Yesterday,
All
beautifully
5 champ they can carry on, which is how T1 does the best because they have 5 great players,
That
but
is
they
what T1
they shine
is
at different
envisioning
times.
in this game. That level of execution damage is incredibly high. And when you've got a Vi there to dive alongside you with the potential
LS
of
is
the
my T1's
Atrioc
draft.
pick, no cleanse is going to save you from a Vi and an
All right,
Akali
LS.
duo. But
You're
it's
about to be
being
0 for 2,
in a
bro.
position to really execute on that, because Gen.G have a lot of skirmishing threats themselves. The Jax was a huge problem in the previous game, and I can tell you right now, Ashe isn't going to have an easier time in this game compared to the Caitlyn on the last one. Renata's going to be crucial in the usage of the ultimate, and I think that, again, Gen.G have a pretty straightforward and easy comp to execute.
I would agree. I
Nice
think that
shirt.
there is a lot of pressure on T1, but I want to go back to what you were saying,
T1.
We were watching the World Final last year. The only difference about this one in comparison comparison to that is that was a mental snowball
Show the
that
tap.
they were rolling on, right? This was a T1 that was sweeping a series. This time, they have to utilize it to come back from a deficit
T1
here
fans,
after
rise
losing
up!
game number 2. But here we are onto the Rift. See whether they can make it work.
Going to be looking at the lane assignments.
All right, I
so
switch back.
Chovy going for a grasp
so I don't get
again.
banned.
Would expect him to try and keep Faker down, particularly those first 6 levels.
All right, they got Chovy's flash. Gank him.
That much because it's a Kali that he's laning against.
That
Not a
is
lot
true.
of kill threat in the first 5 levels. So he should
That's
be
what you think.
absolutely fine navigating this one. He's also, Chovy does kind of like the laning phase in general. As we're going to see standard
It's not
lanes
FF go
here
next,
for Lightweight
relax.
the first time.
Doesn't
You
actually
have
mean
Ace
that
now
much.
walking up. Tear from the start.
Oh, God.
Something you're going to be very happy about just in what it means for your spikes. Because obviously it doesn't really give you any combat stats early. And in this lane, Lens and Paze are just playing to clear the waves, don't be diveable, and
I can't believe they got a level 1 kill in a pro match.
From that point on, he only gets stronger. And
That's
we
crazy
can
to me.
see both junglers starting on opposite sets of the map, although Canyon, I think, started his Raptors, then path down.
I do love that
Whereas
we're playing
Owner just
standard
doing
lanes.
a full
We're playing
topside
standard
player, really
lanes.
looking to impact
Guma
this
Carrier,
topside. These trades are actually really
absolutely
valuable
goated. Look at him
because
go.
it's good setup for a possible dive
Dude, they got to
to
play around how
I
bad
will say
Lehens
it's
is.
nice to see
Lehens
move
is
away
not
from, the lane
as
swap
good as
because
the other 9
one
players in
T1
this game, I
think
swear to
this first
God.
stage really had phenomenal execution
Lehens
on
does
the
not
lane
carry
swap.
his level. They
This
need to
to
play
me is
around
the bread and
that.
butter of Gumayushi and
They need to
Carrier.
fucking
Their 2v2
abuse it.
laning prowess has been so incredible. And while I think this summer, of course, question marks always when it comes to T1 and summer. At this World
Owner on
Championship,
Vi,
watching this bot lane
unreal,
2 versus 2
unreal,
has been
unreal
a joy to
player.
watch. And you're
T1's
seeing it
fine,
right now.
T1's
They
fine,
know
T1's
the
fine.
strength and the advantage they have. They don't care about the tier.
I am.
With this Ash Renata, they can
I gotta see his Faker Akali, dude.
Yeah, and I think that this is the biggest benefit of not having a lane swap this time
Faker
around. And it's curious that Gen G
has never had like
a themselves. Maybe just
S
saying
plus
that
tier
now that we've got a
Akali.
kill on our Ezreal, we're gonna be okay.
The way
But
his
it doesn't
like
really give you a whole lot of
Azir, Ari, Ori, Silas.
Can pick up a bunch of farm underneath the turret. That's going to be
Ooh,
okay.
good dodge.
Faker
Good
only
dodge,
hit
my
by the
goat.
non-true damage part of the Orb of Deception after a couple of abilities go his way. Not going to be feeling too bad here as he's playing with his health bar into Chovy in this lane.
Zeus doing right up top. Yeah, Zeus is a fucking amazing top laner, and he's a good Gragas. Owner got Scuttle. Love that. Chovy still has no flash. Imagine a gank.
The problem is when you go for the electrocute over the fleet.
Are they gonna dive bot? No.
It's very easy for Chovy to kind of chip away at your HP bar when you're trying to farm, and it means the Faker's in this awkward spot where he
All right, Kenny gets top grab.
which is happening, fortunately.
I'm
but it's
scared
this
of
weird
Nocturne,
awkward middle
bro.
ground where he's now relying on his Doran shield.
I'm scared of like a Jax Nocturne Chovy. I mean, RA triple dive. How do you deal with that as Ash? How do you possibly deal with that? I don't even understand. How do you possibly deal with that?
So well, but if your first couple of plays don't end up working out and you fall behind the curve, it can be really hard to play out as. Obviously, Canyon just wants to do exactly this, which is just farm. And even though they don't spot him directly, if they see his top side is down, we'll know that he's on the bot side of the map. But it's an early game Nocturne, not really expecting a lot. But that does mean that King is actually in a really.
I like that Zeus is freezing the wave, up on HP.
And Owner is on the top side of
you know, getting some lead before maybe first grubs. Canyon invading.
Idea of where he was, but then they get full confirmation. Now Canyon going to try and clear that one out. Does get information of the ward he just walked over.
Yeah, read the movement.
Yeah,
okay.
As a result, Keen actually just going to go for a recall right here, not wanting to risk too much. And despite the fact that Faker is sat on
Faker plays with such
he has kept these minions
confidence
really
with low
towards
HP.
Chovy, so it does give a lot of
I would
control
never,
over the
ever,
team.
ever in a solo queue game want to be 2/3 push up the lane with 1/2 HP against Ari.
Those early pushes in, then you get the bounce back,
But he does it, and it's in a pro game, and he's not worried. I would have backed.
Ideally, Faker wants to back now, so that the wave will freeze here. Now Chovy's back is a little bit awkward. He's going to try and interrupt Faker.
Oh, Chovy's gonna stop the back.
Does.
He's stopping the back. Oh no!
as we can see, I thought he was actually just a prophet, but no.
Oh, they've actually brought the bot lane over towards mid to catch this wave.
What are they doing?
Now actually TP bots and
damn, if Chovy had
oh, body slam going to miss.
enough mana, he could have killed him there.
Out the health trades that have been going pretty consistently in Zeus' favor.
Chovy looking to TP back towards his lane. Will be able to do so. And the first
they're switching.
Spawning now. We have the Grubs online. Drake's there as well. You can
all right, Grubs are up.
Is very happy.
He's already doing them. Dude, I love when T1 gets Grubs. I love when T1 gets Grubs.
There's going to be a trade here. Does mean that
nice, easy trade.
Genji not going to have the Jax with an unreasonable amount of Grubs. Even early trades here.
Don't give him Grubs. Dragon doesn't matter that much.
This time it's going to be a trade, so it's not going to be the, the Grubs team picking up all of the Dragons as
Owner on Vi is different than Owner on Kindred. I actually thought he was good on Kindred. Owner wasn't really the problem, except the fact that
I think both teams are quite
280 carries bad versus Jax.
Obviously, T1 are setting their sights.
They're going to dive this?
Right now. Keen level 6.
I would be so scared to dive a level 6 Jack under tower, but I'm not built like these guys.
I think they had an idea.
Lens is here.
Notably, Canyon not quite level 6 just yet. Doesn't have that paranoia up and available as T1 don't opt in for any sort of dive attempt. But Keen still wanting to get aggressive on Gumayushi, who does have to cleanse.
Yeah, I don't think Kendra was the problem.
Pushes him away, so just going to be able to
the problem was really Zeus Maokai, dude. That's never worked.
Nicely as well. Genji have moved Pays out of the bot lane matchup in towards mid, where he's much safer. That means that they can keep Chovy into the Faker matchup, where the Ahri can continue to bully out on the Akali. With level 6 coming through and level 7 being a crucial breakpoint for Akali, just because she's going to get her Q at level 4, which I think
I mean,
it's
Chovy is
or about 70, but
winning
it makes the Q rotations much more comfortable when it comes to trading in the laning phase.
Vision control here for T1. Do you have Canyon, but he's backing.
I will say, I mean,
gold from those four players.
Oh god, okay, the arrow is going
nice.
to connect. The counter strike wears
nice.
Off, cease and desist.
Nice.
And he can't flash leap strike out of that one. And even though he had the Grandmaster's might, he's still going down. That is gonna
wait, why didn't you give it to Guma?
Things out for T1.
A classic T1.
Why didn't you give it to Guma?
Get a kill.
That was a brilliant trap. Get fucked, Keen, and your stupid Jax.
I love that you called it a classic because it truly is.
Yeah, they got his flash and still got him. I love when they do that in pro play because then they're really fucked. They always play like they just lose their flash, but
pushing that wave out and it works to perfection. They're able to equalize the kills.
I mean, I don't mind Owner getting a lead. Owner getting a lead is brutal. He's a fucking incredible jungler. But I think. I don't know. Maybe they're not playing. Maybe Ash's utility with against Nocturne, Jax, Ahri, they're just like not worried about getting Ash ahead.
Being started every single game becomes less of a mind game and more of a you do this every game.
A bad habit,
yeah, kind of. But they are always just trying to push these advantages, trying to find opportunities where their opponents don't have enough information.
That would make sense, yeah.
What they want. So really nicely done here from T1.
I mean, if you put all your gold on Guma and then Guma gets rolled one fight,
should be going over to Chovy
it would suck.
As Guma not going to be too worried. Canyon, level 7.
Again, it's a relatively slow early game. Kind of what we've come to expect from these two teams as they prioritize farm, but also it just goes to show how difficult it is to kill these players.
Zeus with a level advantage?
There's a reason why Gumayushi went
I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
Got a single death through his name.
Carry it careful. Carry it careful.
KDA.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you love that.
And
oh man, I'm getting nervous.
T1
is in the lead though.
Well. They're constantly fishing for opportunities. They're playing for these early plates.
We need next Grubs. Next Grubs, and I swear to God, T1 will bring this to the fucking promised land.
Way, both junglers already setting up some vision around the top side of the map. Keen, I imagine he wants to get a quick base in before the objective spawns, but that could be a window for Guma to already then push out mid and then set up on the top side river.
As we get into this fight, on one hand, how is Genji going to be able to absorb the amount of backline threat that's there? Because T1 can split
Zeus
up
ahead
the
of dying level 1. Yeah, I mean, dying level 1 doesn't actually put you behind a lane. Unless the... Oh, Zeus. 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 You're crazy, Zeus. Wait, Canyon ult. Oh, wait.
Still,
what's happening? Canyon was thinking about ulting.
Could have been a follow-up.
I'm actually very surprised. Keen had no flash, and Owner with ulti was in range. I think he could have committed, but I guess because Keen hadn't used his E yet, they were hesitant to really fully commit to the play. Regardless, the damage was done.
I like the idea of camping Keen, but
onto the map before Keen has had an opportunity to. But Keen's TP is available. Are they
yeah, they pressured Keen down to low HP, and now they're doing the grubs. It's pretty fucking smart, but uh-oh. Here comes Nocturnal. Nocturnal. Oh, no. Who are they ulting? Who are they ulting? Wait, Akali's here! Akali's here! Akali's here! Akali's here! Akali's here! Come on, Faker! Faker, yes! Yes, he played that so good!
Is Faker coming in huge, but it's the team response from T1 that's the biggest failure.
Oh, dude.
I think Gen.G was expecting them to back
Chokey.
off when the Nocturnals came through. T1 said, no, we can take it.
Damn, they gave him the Jax and didn't care. This is what I'm saying, though. Look, T1 on a comp like this, they're just so 1,000 times better. Why do they pick these slow fucking bleed out comps?
Skirmishes wasn't there in game 2, but you can see how prepared they were. Owner and Carrier were the focus at the start of the fight. Carrier
Choke wasn't even there. That's what I'm saying. Choke, dude. He's afraid.
And then, of course,
Too afraid to help
has
his team.
The ultimate available too. So even though they're getting collapsed on by every single side, the TP comes in, a nice flash comes out. Carrier doesn't care that he's getting focused on the Gragas, then arrives, and crucially, as you said,
Man.
Chovy can't
Dude, look at Faker. What a sick chase down.
Spent most of that fight fighting each
Boom,
other
boom.
because of that hostile takeover. The
Boom!
Faker.
Oh my God, that was great. That was great. Look at Reckless in the back. He's always sitting alone. I feel so bad for him, dude. Reckless is always sitting alone in the T1 room in the back. Nobody talks to him.
In this series, we'll see whether Gen.G can claw their way back.
Dude, you gotta be so lonely in Korea, bro.
2.5K. Now the lead for T1.
Hayes is gonna have to do a lot of heavy
Those are not a
lifting.
diff. I mean, they all play great because they're playing carry champs.
Akali and Owner also getting bigger and bigger. They're looking to punish Keen.
Dude, just keep camping Keen. I swear to God, keep camping Keen. Oh.
All right, Canyon does have that paranoia up and available. They know exactly where he is. This is a big gamble if Gen.G do decide to go for it once again. Chovy is very far away, but this time has the teleport up and available.
Come on, Nocturne, ult.
Nice little stun to come through there as Keen now with the Counter-Strike on cooldown. They're trying to deal with these waves, but another one conga lining
Man,
in.
T1's vision control good.
Looks to just be going in
T1's vision control good, baby.
With all those grubs, the Void Mites and everything
The
like
6
that,
grubs. Oh my God, T1's playing so good. Hey, nice rotate to the bottom. You got nothing out of it, Gen.G. Dumb fucks.
The only way with the range that Gen.G has, they can never really push back is if they actually hard commit.
Yeah, Keen is fucking far behind.
T1 knows everyone is in the area. Chovy was showing on top wave, and they were
fucking Merc treads first because he's getting.
The timing was fantastic as well. T1 had gotten a deep push into top side, which meant that Chovy went to go and answer. Bear in mind that he's
This is a great start. This is a great start.
So while he's
and if they keep Jax from getting too strong, then Ashe becomes way more of a threat. Way more of a threat.
And they don't really lose anything. Sure, Zeus lost like half a wave in the top side of the map. And crucially, Chovy does have an experience advantage over Faker. But he should
Ezreal's
be able
scary,
to
but
claw
like,
that back. As long as he
there's
starts
one
matching
mid
the side
laner
lane.
that can make a fed Ezreal scared, and that's fucking Akali. I actually think Akali is the ultimate scary mid laner against a good Ezreal.
Doesn't want to fight for Herald. And when you look at these two compositions, it does really feel extremely volatile because they are both so short range. You really, once you find yourself in a deficit,
That's likely why they picked Akali.
Extremely clean with your fight selection. As this bot lane turret will go, but the Herald might be dropped in mid. There it is.
Yep, that's going to be even more money going over to T1. They're happy to trade these turrets because this is
Who
so
got?
much more map control as Canyon's doing his very best to try and clear things out. Dustbringer should be able to help.
Whoa, careful, careful,
charge.
careful.
This turret's not going to be long for the world. Oh my God, the damage.
Nice!
Trying to crash his way out.
Nice job, Lahanes, you fucking idiot!
Oh
no!
He's able to get the arcane ship, but
Let's go!
by the hostile takeover. And Gen.G Genji cannot do anything this game.
I mean, it's just a beat.
Let no hands, bro.
If game 2 is 6.
Oh god, okay, there's gonna be 5 people towards this top side of the map as Paze looking to try and get on in.
Wait, what's happening? What's happening? My God! What killed?
Another kill for Gumayushi as a result.
Let's go, baby! Oh, my throat. Oh, dude, they're just fucking smashing him.
A 6,000 gold lead.
Dismantled.
Relentless barrage of punch after punch, and T1 are not letting up. They use the Herald mid.
Bro, look at Lehens here.
Slight overstep gets collapsed on. The burst damage from Ona.
Slight overstep? That was a massive overstep, bro.
And then look at this play. Canyon thinks that he can punish Carrier, but the way in which Ona turns this around, connects the Q, the ulti to follow, the Ash
Dude,
passive is
Oner's so good. I'm glad they gave Oner that kill. Oner is so good. Never put Oner on something boring. Put Oner on Vi every game, dude. On Vi or Viego or put him on a fucking carry.
For Genji in this one, but T1 really showing that this bounce.
I actually feel better, by the way. I'm feeling less sick as T1 wins.
This is the 3rd time they've been on blue side.
Come on, Faker 1v3. Faker 1v3, easy, just go in.
To me, because they do love this side of the map, and they are demonstrating to us that in this series, it is not going to be any different. And hope, like what I'm trying to get to here is that we might have 5 games, and that'd be super.
T1 when they're
no, I'm not hoping for 5 games. I'm hoping for a nice 3-1.
Versus the T1 that is on something like we saw last
Dude,
game.
T1 just tearing down turrets.
Like a perfect example for this. We have the stats for Keen on Jack.
The 6 grubs is so nice.
If you compare that,
I will say the team that's gotten grubs has won every time. Well, this is not game. It's not over, but
it is absolutely night and day.
Grubs are clearly worth more than the first dragon, bro.
Is incredible. Speaking of which, he's going to get tagged.
Imagine.
By that arrow. Still, there was no one there to follow up, so he's just going to be denied a turret take. That's going to be down very, very low, but still not going to be the money going over to Genji.
Look how scared they have to play as well, and the only saving grace for Genji, which by itself is not enough, is that they do have 2 dragons.
Where the hell was this T1 during LCK? It was a different patch.
And we all know that
different meta.
The Baron is online,
it was like the 80 carry mid meta, and T1 was terrible at that.
Never gonna contest.
Faker wasn't very good on fucking Corki and shit, and everyone was playing the same comps, so T1 usually does worse in that environment. They're better when they can, like, T1's ideal form is when they have 5 carries and then somebody goes off differently every game. Lehens is dead again? Lehens is trash? Oh, Faker! Smell blood! Dude, Faker is such a beast! Go in, my go! Bro, they're brutalizing him.
And it's still a disaster.
No mercy will be
that
shown
Faker
to
flash just be like, I want to kill.
Just run through Genji once more. There is no Baron
damn, that was,
to get. 18
dude, there's no Baron to take because they're winning too early. It's 18 minutes.
Genji.
Dude, Faker actually smelled blood in the water. That was sick.
The only reason why Baron isn't taken is because we're 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's 9-1.
It's a 7K lead.
6.5K gold lead here. And Genji, they can't even get near the waves.
Game 2.
I promise you this. I'm going to say this on God. Canyon will not play a jungler other than Skarner for the rest of the series.
Suffocated, but in this
I promise you that. I swear it in blood unless they ban it. Unless they ban Skarner. Canyon's, they're putting that motherfucker on Skarner for the next 2 games, guaranteed.
Lehens out of the way of Faker's E.
It's only going to be 1 more game, baby.
Doesn't quite get it
Dude.
in time, but he says, guys, I'm not letting my ult
Faker's still running.
That's collapse here. Here comes Ona, and then the follow-up comes through.
T1 from these winning positions are always going to be looking.
Dude, hitting that and then he gets it. Oh my God! Chasing down after the nocturnal.
Pace just has to watch his teammates die. Nothing that he can do there.
And the travel on the Shuriken back.
Hey, everybody! Let's pause though. Nice CS for Chovy.
When he plays Akali at
okay.
It is just,
hey, let's give Chovy a round of applause for his great CS. That's what the game's about, folks. It's about who can right-click more minions. Rampage, killing spree.
The cast just to remove Paze, and Gumayushi is on a rampage. Keen is on the floor, and T1
Rampage
are looking to shut out this game.
Carrier doesn't even die, gets the full value from the bailout. The TP comes in, and they're not gonna relent. Chovy and Paze just, again, have to watch their teammates fall. 1 After another.
You ain't even playing with the BM? Oh, you never heard of sports fans being BM to the other team? You never heard of that? It's never crossed your mind?
Admirably tried to find the pick, but you said it yourself, Atlas. Carrier way tankier than they were.
You ever heard of League fans being BM?
And, while they expected to one-shot Carrier, he bought enough time to allow T1 to collapse and turn it around. Now, the Baron is on the Rift. Another bad fight for Genji will result in that objective falling. And you can see the vision coming through from the hands. He chopped 3 wards in a nice little triangle, I guess, to just try and make sure that they have some semblance of information.
Yeah, maybe something won't get
Faker's
swept.
strong.
With how deep in they are, like even a good fight might mean
Faker is
but maybe you get like a
strong.
bounty
Good
or two.
items.
Things are looking dire, and unlike some of the previous games, the ranged wave clear is
Good
really
vision
lackluster
control. There's owner.
when it comes to these Baron minions.
Okay, careful.
Lehens onto Lehens as they didn't have a lot of information. Red buff is the prize that they're looking for, but it's going to get reset.
Don't let Faker die.
Like Owner should be able to take control of it. Into the shroud goes Faker.
Here we go.
Now paranoid.
Okay, here's the fight.
Have them where they want them. As over the wall goes Chovy. He's got the flank angle, and they take down Guma to start
Ash
off
got
the
shut
fight,
down.
but it has to be
That's not good. That's not good. No Ash.
Now a 4 versus 4.
Dude, Chovy's flank was
Back
crazy.
into position. Can they win the fight without Guma is the question. He's so
Damn,
much of their
Guma played that
consistent
so
damage.
well, but Chovy's
Now
flank
Chovy
was
dancing
crazy.
around, not able to find too much
And they
more.
got to be
T1
careful
back
because
away.
Chovy is farmed, as I said. Chovy's playing like solo queue, where you ignore your teammates, you farm, and then you get one team fight win, and then you carry the whole game.
They chose not to take the fight any longer. A crucial flank.
It's obviously
from Chovy.
fine,
He's been largely
but Chovy
invisible
played
in this
that.
game,
I
quietly
mean,
farming on the side. But you look at his itemization. He is on. I mean, he's ahead of Faker in terms of itemization. So there are still avenues for Genji to turn this around, but they need to find more picks like this.
A very deep TP starts this off, and it's hard
yeah,
to
the
respond
deep
to
TP
41
flank.
because they
I
don't
mean,
have
Chovy
division. The
played that.
denies them so much, but this
And
is where
damn,
the bullets
Guma
come
almost
through.
still lived.
Even with
That's crazy.
the carry being taken out immediately.
Damn.
Genji
If
don't
Chovy
really have
didn't
enough
flank,
to chase further, because if they get another
Chovy
kill
played that
there
really
to
well.
Baby
You got to give
Faker,
credit where it's
you
due.
turn it into a Baron, the game
He turned
might be
yeah, I talked shit on
playable
Chovy and he played better,
instead.
so I'm not going to do that
It's a
anymore.
moment of respite, but T1 still have a very tight clutch.
Chovy, I mean, when your team's losing, you farm.
He gets into the shroud. The rest of T1 now moving up. The arrow not going to connect. As Genji are now looking to back
Okay, we're
away
missing
now.
arrows here.
Zeus'
Everyone
turn to start
relax.
a bit of an engage with the body slam. And this push and pull, Genji putting that phalanx back together. All about this Baron right now. No one really being able to get
let's
too
keep
much
our lead
ground.
here.
Crucially, the Dragon is completely exposed. The bot wave has been pushed in by T1. Faker commits his ultimate to try and force something out from Chovy, but he holds his nerve. Doesn't
They get
dissuaded,
mid-turret and they get
still has
Dragon.
his ulti
And there's
available.
no
The
way
problem is
Genji
all of
can do
Genji were
Baron.
shepherded to the top side of the map, leaving the mid lane exposed. T1 get the objective.
Yeah, that was just good
and now they can
macro,
turn to
actually.
the
That was just good
Dragon.
macro.
True Shot Barrage is going to spot that that's exactly what T1 are intending. Only going to start that one up, but you can see Keen so far away
So it's
from
not an
this
important Dragon,
on that
though.
bottom side of the map, and it's because the map is so incredibly
Genji's not even
wide
going to
and
contest.
dark.
There's like a random
It's very
fucking
difficult
second
for
Dragon.
Genji to get down there as Lehens.
Lehens?
Kind of set a trap here
Lehens?
for anyone who unwittingly
Just be
moves
careful.
towards his top side. The Drake will just
Be fucking
taken
careful.
here, evening out that count 2 for 2. But
Faker, be careful.
next one going to be very, very scary because a 4 Drake Hextech Soul sounds...
Careful, careful,
sounds
careful,
unbeatable.
careful.
Shattering Strike going to get a fair bit of value here, but Lehens still in a whole lot of
Oh,
trouble.
they got Lehens?
Faker looking for them, still dashing
They got
forward.
Lehens?
The paranoia does come down. The stun is gorgeous.
They got Lehens?
execution is perfect, and now
Don't go
Chovy
so
looking to try and
deep.
get out of there with that Spirit Rush in T1. They play it slow. They accept that they're going
They
to
played it
take
good.
that
They
pick,
played it
and they're
good.
looking
Yeah.
for more
Take that.
now as far as
Dude,
control of
I
this map.
love just fucking 0-5-2 Lehens. I've been saying, dude, I actually called it. I said right in the beginning, just bully Lehens. Dude is not at the level. If there's a tier list, it's like 9 S players and 1 A player, and that's Lehens, dude. He's not at the level of everyone in this game. He's just not.
Other advantages across the board. Chovy becomes the sole win condition for Genji.
0-6 Keen. Well, they camped Keen though. They camped Keen. The Lehens is unforced. The Keen is they've made a purpose.
The Baron damage for T1 is pretty solid, right? You have Vi passive, you have Gumayushi who will shred through it fairly quickly. It's so hard to deny Nocturne access to the pit. And we
Me
saw
judging
T1
Lehens while I'm
themselves show
silver.
that a single Baron
I mean, I'm fucking
can
gold.
be enough to turn
Gold
the game
too.
on its head.
Lehens would fucking roll and smoke me with every.
I imagine it's going to be looking, unless they get a really
He's
good
trash
Baron
though.
opportunity,
Well,
just
your
start
boy's
stacking these
trash.
Drakes, 'cause
Get
the
out of
Baron
there,
actually
dude.
does a ton of damage, even as we get this late into the game. You gotta have to really respect it. Not really the same for the Dragons, but that, even if you end up going for that, as dangerous as a 4 Drake Hextech Soul is,
Everything's relative. That's what I'm saying. I actually said he's an A player.
And at that point,
Lehens is obviously good, but I do believe he is one step down from the other 9 players in this fucking game.
And truly break the back of Gen.G.
Well, Chovy hasn't been back to base. And what
Like, there's a
decent
clear
amount of
gap
time.
between
He's
Keria
been
and
sitting on
so
exactly these items for
and
the last,
Lehens.
what feels like 7 minutes or something like that. But now Gen.G are poised. They're in their jungle, understanding that T1 do want to look for this Baron.
Okay, what's the plan here, T1? How do we? Is it Baron?
Over these walls pretty comfortably. Zona going to dive into the back.
I mean, take the vision, maybe bait a fight.
This one up. Paranoia
They're doing it. Okay, they're starting it.
He wants, but they do need to get vision of it. They find that vision right now, and T1 immediately back away. The amount of respect being shown this game is incredibly high. T1 not winning even an inch.
I'm worried that T1's playing too safe.
Cooldowns. Eventually, Gen.G is going to run out of wards, run out of scryers, and they are going to have to face check.
They don't have the blue trinket on pays. I know it looks like that on the bottom of your screen.
Do you think they're closer to LeBron in basketball or Faker in league skill-wise?
There you go. Ezreal just
This is no respect to Faker. I'm way closer to Faker in league than I am to LeBron in basketball.
Forcing Gen.G into this
There's the problem.
position.
There's the physical aspect.
From T1. Vision replenished now for Carrier as he makes his way back out onto the map. Faker going to go and catch the bot wave as Trophy gets ever closer to level 16.
Only picks up a needlessly large rod, so maybe it hadn't been as long as I thought.
It's
intensity of the game might be attributing to that.
However, I'm light years away from Bronny James more than anyone. I could easily beat LeBron, but I could never beat Bronny.
And I really do think it's because you just keep looking at Chovy. You see how strong he is on this Ahri, and you have to respect it.
Chovy is actually the only thing keeping Gen.G in this game.
They've done all game. They move into
He's scary.
and say,
He's scary. He is strong. He gets if he gets a death cap, it's
as we take all of your jungle camps.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This is the slowly but surely drawing out the advantage, right? This is the safe way to win the game. T1 has
Faker. I mean, T1 is not wasting their time, and also their comp doesn't get weaker.
Not necessarily doing
I mean,
so
Jax
as
gets
much.
crazy
What it's
strong,
doing
but Jax
is
is
giving
behind.
FaZe time to get farm, giving Chovy time to get more levels and farm himself. And so maybe when FaZe has 3
And also, I don't think Ahri is like.
that could be a time where a fight can be.
I honestly would rather have a late game Macaulay, but I guess it's the power of the catch.
In these team fights later on, Zeus on his Gragas has made magic happen. T1 and on his Akali needs no introduction, and Gumayusi on this champion that, if given the space, can really lose control.
Very good.
I mean, I think that this is a recipe for success.
27 minutes. This is where it happens. 27 minutes. T1 turns it on, and they have a huge lead.
As opposed to Faker on Akali.
It's got to be the Baron threat into. I mean, it could also be this third dragon in 30 seconds.
Chova's getting those free items hit, and it's really weird because I do feel like T1 was absolutely demolishing this game. I still think I
honestly think
they're gonna get the soul point, and I don't think Gen.G
I'm wondering
really
if Riot should change dragons to go soul at 3.
But there's got to be a point where the inhibs have to start falling, or the Baron has to be
Too many dragons are useless.
As the check comes through, obviously quite early, not really going to spot
those
anything.
2 dragons were so valuable because it kind of just
Do you ever
bought them time.
bet on Law?
They can choose
No, I never
to
bet on. I
concede
mean, with
this
friends
objective
maybe.
as well. The top wave being pushed in, Gen.G playing the side lanes methodically. They're not over-forcing their hand. And
Yeah, not over-forcing their hand just sounds like they're passively
we were going round for round in a boxing match,
falling
and
behind,
T1
but
was just generating point after point after point. But now
I will say Chovy's farm is unreal. Chovy has 296 farm at 28 minutes in a losing game. That's unreal.
Especially now, that third item does
That's
come
unreal.
through here for FaZe. He's feeling a whole lot better in this game right now. And on his Ezreal, we know that Ezreal can do some pretty ridiculous things. As
3 hex deck? Yeah, triple hex deck?
Letting us know.
Triple hex deck
No
is
stranger
nice.
to it. This was, in fact, one of his first mains that we ever saw him in Challengers.
Triple
Something
hex
Chronicle
deck?
will not shut up about.
Well, I was going to talk about it, actually, but thank you for being
That's
out on
good.
it.
That helps. That goes with the plan.
You're smart.
Well, no, I don't have to.
I feel like you've cast with him before.
Yeah, no,
Lehens was catchable there with a Guma arrow. I tell you
he
what.
looks like an imposter. He looks like Chronicler from back in the LCK, but he's got
tell
this
you
mustache,
what.
so it can't be him.
0-0-11 Renata.
Catch someone up, Gen.G.
Full item up on
For T1,
Lehens.
though, the guarantee of the next Drake setup is amazing because Gen.G has only 2 Drakes, so they can very happily give that up. Whereas Gen.G, 100% is going to have to play towards that soul. I know that in theory...
Yeah, Chovy's playing great, but let's not discount Faker here. He's down in CS. Obviously, he's playing Akali into Ahri, but 406
And Guma's
strong as
alone
fuck.
are going to be an absolute nuisance if you're trying to play, particularly if you're trying to play very far forward, very aggressively. The slow makes it so hard.
Dude, what's great about
Gen G
Ashe too is the
still
fucking
setting
hawk
up
shot.
These traps, but it's so easy for
The
T1
hawk
to
shot
track.
just lets you not get
Hawk
caught.
Shot is a pretty powerful ability. True Shot Barrage not going to find any joy here as Faker on a flank angle taking control of the mid lane, and you've got the split push and Gragas, that nimble large man moving in the bottom lane, trying to put pressure on Gen G.
Hawk shot on that thing, yeah, exactly. Hawk Shua on that thing, dude.
Chovey's going to do something really crazy.
Like in your waters?
Oh,
yeah, Owner was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but still Spirit
Oh,
Rush
the arrow.
invested his pace, gets caught by Handshake, and now over the wall they go, but
Oh no, what was that
a little bit
choke?
too far. You've got Zayas coming in though, just trying to be the hero and speaking.
Wait, they've missed every ult. They've missed every ult, and they're still gonna win. They're still gonna win. They're still gonna crush, but.
You cannot take this belly. It's going to be Canyon that goes down next, and T1 will take down this inhibitor turret. It took a little while, but I think they're just going to move through and win.
Easy money, dude. They found their spot. They found their spot.
As the turnaround is found, T1.
USA, USA, USA. The last American team. SKT1 Faker. I fucking love Zeus's Gragas, bro.
Need to be that hero as these minions are going to now join these Nexus turrets. Lahens just
watch Chovy, watch your city burn. Watch Chovy, watch it all burn around you. Oh God, Faker dies. Oh, he gets out. Oh, he mocked him. He mocked him. Oh, he mocked him on the fountain. Oh, that's a
Just a fantastic team fight. But I mean,
oh man, dude.
But we gotta go to a break. So make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a bit.
That was a fucking mog. Hey, good macro play, Gen G. Good farm. Okay. Make them believe. I'll believe. I fucking believe. I believe, dude. Damn, T1 beating Gen G would be so unreal. It would be so unreal. After 10 losses straight, they just... It's crazy. Here's the problem. Every year, people say Faker and T1 are washed. It's over. They're trash domestically. They're not going to do well at Worlds. They don't rank them highly. And then they play great at Worlds. Is that fucking Sam Altman? Okay, that happens every year. But this year, the storyline was so obvious and it happened so dramatically that nobody's going to believe it anymore. Even if T1 is trash next year, everyone's going to be like, oh, they'll be great at Worlds. Nobody's going to believe them when they say they're bad. Like, this year actually was such a script of them becoming God tier the second World started that nobody's going to... It can't happen again. No one will buy it that they're bad. Come party in Macau. Dude, playing TFT in the world's gambling capital would be so badass. Me at 5 a.m., 30 shots deep, ripping, betting my leg on a fucking TFT parlay. Chopping off a finger to bet on fucking whether or not I get a 5-star 3 cost. That's hype. That is hype. I played in Vegas last year for TFT. It was so fun. I think I know the guy. It's funny. The guy that runs TFT Esports used to be the guy that ran Collegiate League of Legends Esports when I was a competitor. And so I know him. We're friends. He's the guy who had to break the news to me that, IPL 6 is going to get canceled. And he told me, their brilliant strategy for TFT is like, hey, people don't really want to watch TFT esports that much. Like, they're not super big. It's never going to be a big viewed esport, but people that play TFT would love to go in person. So they're like copying poker, basically, like the World Series of Poker, where you can like go in person and play games, and like they have things set up, and like, you know, it's like this big open bracket. They're like Magic. They're making it like Magic and like and poker, and it's smart. It's a really smart idea, rather than try to do like what Hearthstone did, which is like make it a real competitive professional esport that no one's going to care about. They're doing these in-person events where, as a player, you can go and compete in a big open bracket, then have fun, then watch the rest. It's just cool. It's smart. It's really smart. Yeah, Riot Sherman? Yeah, exactly. Sherman. I play Magic with him. This is watching. Do you know Kobe? Yeah, I play Magic with Kobe too. So Kobe's one of the casters here. And the thing about Kobe is he shows up to Magic like every week and then pretends he doesn't know what the cards do. I'll hear Kobe playing someone. He's like, what's vigilance mean? And like, I am knowing in my head, Kobe, I know you fucking know what vigilance means. You play fucking every week. There's no fuck, but he always pretends like he doesn't know. I thought you were saying you play basketball with Kobe. I play basketball like Kobe Bryant, if that's what you're wondering. They call me the White Kobe. I don't pass. Yeah, I don't pass, and I yell at my teammates. I don't pass. I take 500 shots a game.
In the brush. Oh, there's the charm that crashed down as well. It's a dead crash.
Nice kill. Nice kill, Genji.
And now Faker is caught onto Kane, lands the shuriken.
This was sick.
And he's going to wait for the leap.
That was sick. Faker's a caller was nice. Faker's a caller was nice. Sheesh. Sheesh.
It took a little while, but I think they're just going to move through and win game 3.
It's no use denying the T1 magic when it's a
Someone tell Faker to take a shower because this motherfucker's never washed. I want to give you a VIP for that. I'm not going to because I'll forget to take it away, but amen, brother. Bro's never washed. Bro's dirty. He's a dirty dog. He a stinky motherfucker, dude. Never washed. Year after year. All right, let me get a little more water. You guys can listen to this.
Okay, you know, Gen G were really tested by FlyQuest to do something like super, super creative. But here, especially in this last game, we see them returning to this kind of combo here, which we saw from them. This is kind of the skeleton of that Aurora and Twitch composition that we saw them bring out against HLE. I actually really loved the Twitch ban here. I thought that was smart. And then to your point, Kobe, I think this is great. I think Vi is such a good champion for Owner, but the big pick for me, the Ashe for Kumayushi. I think that has been stellar, and then the Gragas.
I think it's also been a really cool swap up for what Carrier traditionally plays. Like Renata, Braum have been the two picks that he's gone towards. It is consistently, I know that Gen G only have one style. They are going to play dive. They are going to jump in on us because that's what we've seen from them every single time. And T1 are basically saying, hey, yeah, we'll catch you with a Renata. We'll try and set up with the Braum, which didn't work as well. But it is countering what Gen G have brought to the table every time. And Gen G do not have an answer for what T1 are bringing.
If Lehens pick Fizz, who do you end up rooting for?
It seems like they are getting...
You think I'm going to abandon the team I love the most in the world that I'm wearing the jersey of because Lehens picks support Fizz? No, I'm not. That would not sway me. And honestly, I'm a bit of a Chovy hater. So if Chovy picked Fizz, it wouldn't... Chovy would pick Fizz and then not do anything cool. Chovy would pick Fizz and farm for 30 minutes. Not shoot a shark, not... You'd max W for CS. Hey, Jerk, I was watching that game on the toilet, and I wanted to say you're welcome, because I watching them, they won. All right, well, get your ass back on the toilet and watch the next one. I'm superstitious. Everything's got to be the same, dude. Sit back on the fucking toilet and watch the next game.
Did call them out in the last game for being like, why are you fighting
Damn,
over
what a
that
beastly
sixth
game.
scrub, right?
What a
You've already
beastly
got 5,
game.
You guys are fine. But
They have to keep banning
so well
Ashe.
coordinated on these like
They
4
have to
or
ban
sometimes
Ashe. Guma's Ashe is
5-man
unreal.
pushes with
Do you know what made me
grubs
so
onto
confident
turret.
that Guma's Ashe was this good? Was when Chovy got the godliest flank in the world and Guma still almost lived. Guma insta-barriered and moved out of the way. I mean, Guma was almost going to be deathless, and Chovy, 300 farm, got the greatest flank and still... Why is Faker always drinking coffee? Is it because he's a fan of the coffee cow? Is it like a message he's trying to send me?
A big discussion that we've had here backstage is, for me, there's a difference between ADCs in terms of Guma and Paze, in that I believe in Guma and in that bot lane, even from behind or from even, not just from ahead. And even though Paze has done things to dispel that in summer, right, Emily? Outside of the finals, I don't know. You know, when he's... And here he had an opportunity, right, if they scale further into that game. But then it's him who gets caught out again. And I don't want to put everything on him because the whole team lost that game, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they're
But it is
blaming
these
Paze.
differences that you need to look to make.
But I think that's the thing. It's
I think it's more
pressure
Lehens,
makes
dude.
diamonds, right? And unfortunately, when we look at finals, in
Like,
LCK,
the gap is not... I mean,
didn't
Guma's
step up.
great, don't get me
And
wrong,
then you
but
look at
the
game
gap
against
is clearly
FlyQuest, it feels
Lehens
like, you know,
and
Hanwha kind
Keria.
of found the issues in Genji. FlyQuest managed to crack it, and it feels like T1 are finally breaking those foundations here, where you're
Do you
not
speak
getting
Korean?
the big
Nah.
performers. They're not
Nah.
finding Chovy these lane matchups where he can be super successful, take
안녕하세요.
over in the mid to late game. You're not having your carries perform, and now T1 are saying, no, we're going to go to the style that's worked for us. We take over in the early game. We play through our side lanes well. We get these cheeky Baron sneaks when you're least expecting
Holy
it.
fuck, he's
It
fluent.
feels like T1 are still playing to their identity on an international stage, whereas Genji feel like they've just lost themselves because those doubts have started to sink in.
Yeah, and I want to pull up Gen G's record over T1 in the LCK and internationals, because I think
Will you stop watching
it
League when
makes
Faker retires?
T1's performance
Yeah, I
here
think in
so
2045 when Faker retires, I'm gonna stop watching League. That's correct. Once Faker gets his 40th World Championship, I'm gonna be like, all right, I've seen enough. That's when I'll take a break.
the better of them at an international event at a very crucial moment, and now they're on match point.
The 40th
once
is for
again,
Atrioc.
now at Worlds, defending their world title.
It all hangs in the balance again for
Dude, there's this meme. Because last year when T1 won, Faker said, I already have 3 world championships. The 4th is for my teammates. You know? Like, that's why he did it. That was motivating him. And so there's this meme on all of the League of Legends subreddits and everything where they keep saying the 5th is for whatever, something memey for this year. Like, the 5th is for Linkin Park. The 5th is for Reckless. Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. But the 40th is for Atrioc is very funny. The 5th is for T1's head chef. The 5th is for Europe. The 5th one's for FlyQuest, dude. Revenge.
Chovy, right? Like, we want to
You
see
must
this
defeat
matchup.
Faker
We
to
saw
earn
it
the
at
right to be at the
MSI
top.
finally. With this
Truer words were never spoken, Chovy. I didn't notice you defeating him.
stands Faker, and this is a rerun of that Chovy quote where he, again, would know this more than anyone because he's had to deal with it domestically. Now he has to really step up, prove himself against Faker to make it to finals.
He farmed well, though.
Jovi has
Farmed
to
like
step
crazy.
up. Gen G
Nobody's
as a whole
doubting
has
your
to step
farm.
up, and we have seen it from Gen G before. Spring this year, Game 4, it was the Kazakhs pick from Canyon that completely changed everything in that series. Gen G are never counted out until that bell rings.
To finish for the
is where they have to
shareholders.
find that magic once more.
Beautifully said. Let's head over to our guys.
All right, pick band, baby. Let's go. One more good draft. Yone band. Yone band, Callista band.
Like, that's the main thing, and we're already straight into draft as the Callista and the Xayah are still
Xayah band.
going to be banned away, and I saw that little look on your
Smolder
face there,
band.
Chronicler. I'm also not
Dude,
that
I
psyched
love
about
this
it. I wanna see a
consistent
little bit more
Smolder band.
adaptation. I don't know
Just
whether
saying,
Xayah
fuck
isn't
you, Gen G,
necessary.
and your Smolder strat.
And given Guma's performance and how comfortable he is on the champion, it makes sense.
You can't play a slow
I'm a
farm
big believer in
strategy.
when you see a champion,
The fifth is for
consistently be an
Brawny.
issue. In this case, it's the Ashe. Even in the games where Ashe wasn't able to actually get over the line, I feel like the pick has just felt so strong. It gives so much utility while also being a lane bully.
Silas band?
Now
Respect.
T1 is saying, hey, by the way,
Respect to Faker.
do you want to ban Aurora or do you want to ban Ashe? And because Gen G is going to take one of them, the Aurora comes through, you imagine
Damn,
the
they
Ashe
banned
is the first
Aurora.
pick. T1 now have the choice around.
Are they
do
gonna
wanna
pick
grab themselves
Ashe?
The Vi? It's proven to be very effective.
Yuck.
But also, what is the answer into it?
Yuck.
Because the truth is, Guma hasn't really
Yuck.
shown something like an Ezreal, right? This is not something that he goes to, which we've
Yuck.
seen as a typical answer at Worlds. Jhin would be his
T1
likely
can get
response,
Jax,
something like
but
the Caitlyn
is
would be
Zeus
his
really a
usual. Maybe
Jax guy?
Draven could come through, but
I want to
given
see
the
Zeus on
current meta,
Camille.
with
I'm
all
just
the presence
fucking
of the lane
keeping it
swaps,
real.
I'm not sure how effective they are.
What the fuck is
And
this
I was going to
Varus?
say that this is something that we've seen come out
What the
sparingly.
fuck is this Varus?
Worlds. This was Gumayusi's best champion
Varus,
for a long time. His Varus steals Barons, steals hearts. It's incredible. As
Guma
Ona is
Varus,
playing
the
without
Baron
just a
stealing
little bit
king?
there with the hover of the Kindred. We'll see whether he does go back
Were
to
we-
that one.
What is
As
happening?
he's
We're
hovering
taking the
over quite a
Skarner?
few options. The Skarner could be a great
Yeah, I like
takeaway.
that.
He is
I like
gonna
that. Take the
lock that one in.
Skarner. I like that.
Is this
Do
a,
not
in
give
case
Canyon
of
Skarner again.
emergency,
He is
pick
bad at everything
Canyon
else.
Nidalee situation again?
Oh, the
We
Nidalee,
saw
though.
it
Oh,
come
no.
up
Oh, the
against
Nidalee?
FlyQuest.
Got a smile
I'm
on
seeing
his
a
face.
very
Oh, the
slight
Nidalee.
smile on that man's face, and this was the pick that brought Gen G to Silver Screen.
Everybody wants
He's
to be
single-handed,
my
and they're
Nidalee.
just running it back. They were here last week.
Yep, we've got some tape in this one. You know,
Oh, the
let's see what the
Nidalee.
answer is going to be from T1 though, because of course they know exactly what to expect.
Take Jax.
I mean,
Take Jax. They have
Canyon's Nidalee. What
they
else
have
is there
fucking
really to say?
80,
You're
80.
100% right. Jax would be a great pick.
Take Jax. Take
Kinda
Jax. Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like that's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
the lock-in for T1.
yeah. Yeah.
Double
Nice
Jax
Jax
loves
lock.
those, as he gets so much
Ooh.
value out of it. He offers
T1
so
gets the
much zone
Skarner
control.
Jax.
But, I mean, game 4, backs against the wall. The Nidalee comes through. The ban of the Cassante is so crucial for Keen. I think that it's such a safe
Yes,
top lane
good
pick,
Cassante.
just in
Good
general, but in
Cassante
Keen's
ban.
hands, it's also a devastating carry threat.
Good
that you don't wanna
Cassante
run the risk
ban,
of him
dude.
getting.
Good
Now
draft.
on the side of Gen G, they can look to
This
pinch
feels
the
like a
mid
good
lane forward
draft.
a little bit more. Maybe they remove the Ahri for themselves. No, they're actually targeting Carrier. They're really trying to limit the options that this bot lane has.
You can't
playmaking
ban
for
out
Carrier, I think, is a
Carrier.
great thing to target, especially
So don't try,
when Carrier is
idiots.
coming off a win. Because when he has
Don't try
that
to ban
mojo,
out
when
Carrier.
he's
It's like trying to
feeling
ban
it,
out the
it
fucking
can be very
sun.
scary to go up against
You
this
can't-
guy
what-
when he has confidence. His Braum
The
is gonna
sun,
be
it's the
taken
middle of
away
the day.
from
There's nothing you can do,
And
bro.
also
The
from
sun's gonna
Carrier. I
shine.
actually really like that ban there from T1.
Faker fizz, Faker
what
fizz, Faker
feels
fizz.
most likely here is the R4 on Renata.
Ori
trying
ban.
to get a strong 2v2
I guess
and play
Ari.
through that.
Ari
But
could
it
be
does
Faker.
open
Faker
up a
Ari right
lines
now.
counter. What about a
What's wrong with that?
That's something that I
Is it so
don't
bad
think they
against?
necessarily wanna
Yeah,
go
Faker Ari.
towards.
Dude, I'm
But
picking
they're
every.
gonna
I'm picking a
save
chance.
the area counter
I
because
should
it
just
should
let me
come as a
draft.
surprise.
Just let me
Are
draft.
you
Someone
worried
fucking
about
tell
the
LS he doesn't know what the
Ari?
fuck he's talking about,
As we
and
have
let me
seen
fucking
it
draft.
Pretty hit or miss, but it's Faker, so I give him the benefit
It's
of the
Faker's
doubt.
Ahri. Like, his
And then
Ahri
carry
has
a
been
fizz,
very
yeah.
good at this World Championship. And
Uh,
I think that it makes it, like, this is a very Gen G-esque
They're
comp
watching
in the
me?
side of T1.
It is.
Meanwhile, Gen G, the Poppy, I think, offers a decent amount of value here, both into the Ahri and into the Jax.
Playing
Like-
towards Kane's team fighting as well, I think, is a really good idea in this game because I think that when
A
Kane is
Poppy.
under pressure, that's what he plays
Poppy's
towards,
scary,
not
and Poppy's a good
necessarily
pick.
smashing lane.
Probably
They
could
need
knock
a
away the
Leona or
Skarner
a
and the
Rel
Jax.
right
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
They need
Poppy's a
some
great pick.
engage to come through from
They probably
Gen
were
G.
planning to
I
bait
think
the
T1
Jax.
might
And,
be thinking
yeah,
about a
but I
Rakan,
think it's fine still.
which is why they saved the pick for later as well, because crucially,
Here's the thing.
Maokai is
I'm just gonna fucking say it.
Oh, is he
I
cooking?
don't think Pays can dodge shit with Ashe the way Guma does.
You're right. So they don't know what's going to go where, and it also locks out the Rakan pick. The main reason why we see this Maokai is because it is so strong into the Rakan.
I don't know. I don't know here. Is it like a Leona to go all in?
It creates a bit of an awkward scenario. Normally, this is
it like a fucking
particularly into the immobile AD carry of the Ashe.
Could be a Renata again.
Is it a
he just makes Renata work.
Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know whether it is.
Could be
Pike. Certainly be. Oh,
oh my God, he's the only Pike player, the 1%. He is the 1%.
I'm so glad that you had your finger on the pulse
Bro,
there because
I did not expect a Pike again.
On the bottom side of the map.
Damn, this is crazy. Okay, so draft-wise,
right now it looks like the Maokai is going to
this
be
is pretty
going
close.
Position, and Keen will be
Genji is way better on like these safer Maokai comps.
This is seen as a really good matchup for the Poppy, and so something that Keen has played around before.
Like team fighting wise, if they don't get behind, Genji's comp is scary.
The Jax matchup as
scary fucking damage, frontline, backline, got the tank.
The crucial thing for me is when playing
it's really on T1 to get ahead.
Sorry, Ashe. When you're playing with Nidalee, you need that lane prior.
But T1's a playmaking comp, and T1's. I mean, this is kind of they both got what they wanted. Genji got like a more passive, you know, strong all-around late game comp, and then T1 got the playmakers.
I mean, me and Quickshot back in the day used to have a thing called Ring the Barrel, where Barrel would cover for lanes to help them push out waves so the Canyon could keep farming, right? This is a champion synonymous with this jungler, and it's so crucial that his laners give him the prio to play the champion to perfection and allow him to thrive in the ways that
Can they explain why drafts don't go the same way every time? Well, first of all, they change bans. You know, they could see like, oh, this guy's beating us with this, we ban with that. Secondly, they switch sides. So the order of who gets first pick and who gets first ban changes. So sometimes you can ban something and leave open a first pick because you know you're going to have it. Sometimes you don't have the first pick and you don't want to give it to him.
Definitely an incredible thing. However,
so they're different based on the sides
and T1
and on the results of the previous games.
Moving into this game number 4, a date with BLG next week in London.
Also, some champions are better
and there is only
based on who else is in the game already. So like Jax is a better pick if they have 80 carries. So Jax might be low prio until they picked him, and then something that's important.
Something's going down. Something is definitely going down.
All right, this is an intense game.
Just unbelievable.
This game could go explosive.
Even in this position.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I feel like that so many
but I am a believer that T1 needs to make the plays.
This is just another year for T1. Like last year, reigning world champions here in the semifinals at match point.
Chovy on Tristana is scary as fuck, dude.
Top 3 at MSI.
Well, the thing that's ridiculous
it's the ultimate
is that last year,
farm to 300 CS and then
it ain't
just
a great time for T1
destroy.
either. So maybe fans are just like, oh yeah,
I can't watch it. You're right. You're right.
You
You're right.
a little bit of a lull before you.
Mobby, baby.
Each other.
Oh shit! The rioters are busted. Oh, whoa! Nice.
The invaders come through from Genji though.
Get the pace flash.
To steal away this buff. We'll see how Owner responds as we get standard matchups. Now this bot lane I feel is very volatile.
This is a very scary bot lane.
Control and prior, but Varus.
But Guma is the goat of Varus.
A lot of control over the lane in the similar way that the volley does to the Ashe. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Chovy leveraging his pro. We talked about how important that is for the Nidalee. As the blue is taken away, Canyon returns to his side of the jungle.
I think we're going to need to see another Chovying performance, much like we saw in Game 5 against FlyQuest.
Yeah, I mean, Chovy can carry this for sure.
We're going to need to see absolute domination, stay ahead of the curve, make sure that these items come in at exactly the right times.
What's happening? Oh my God, what's happening?
That's another flash.
Carry is just drawing flashes left and right. How did they get that? Why did he flash that? I'll be honest with you. Why did he flash that? Lehens is spooked. That seems like a waste, but he really wasn't going to die. Listen, he doesn't want to back. He doesn't want to back.
The main thing for Genji is that the bottom lane is still alive.
He doesn't want to take chunk. He wouldn't have died, but he would have chunked out. I guess he wouldn't have back.
And Canyon is starting, or should be able to build a lead once the actual full care comes through because he got that early buff on Owner's in Owner's jungle.
Zeus, don't let him freeze it. Damn, actually, Keen freezing that was pretty beast.
Which is the most frustrating thing for
There's all this little shit they do in lane that they don't really show you on camera that is crazy.
Dive now, please dive. But because of his pathing, it's hard for him to actually be in a position.
Okay, I haven't really seen Owner Skarner. I'm excited to see if he can catch Chovy.
Yeah, Owner now driving in, looking for Chovy, just gets
They get the flash.
I think the rocket jump must have been on cooldown.
All right, they got 3 flashes.
Going to take that explosive charge and be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, setting up for a potential dive is another max range.
But Cannon's just been farming like crazy.
This guy, it's
So if you guys don't know, Cannon's like the best Nidalee in the world, apparently. Cannon's is like an unreal Nidalee.
That is a
and Nidalee's always been like a huge skill expression champion. Careful, 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 careful. Owner, careful. Owner, careful. This is a fucking... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay.
Was hit by one of the traps there, so information was
okay, I thought they were getting baited in.
Whereabouts, and they will just back away.
If that back completes, that
it's not even arguable. He's literally insane. Well, it is arguable because I'm probably a little better with Nidalee. But like outside of me, it's definitely Canyon.
Out on the skirmishes, they got both the flashes in the mid lane. Faker out trading Chovy. I mean, not resulting in a huge CS lead, but still going well overall.
Oh, you're right,
What's
yeah, exactly.
to remember is that Canyon is continuing to farm. Canyon's Nidalee is not terrifying within the first 4 minutes of the game, but for every minute that goes by, this champion will continue to get stronger. Keen in the top lane matchup continues to do well. It's a tough matchup for the Jacks as well.
Yeah, Canyon's very scary. He's very, very scary.
Too terrified, even though the bot isn't going the way that they would like.
I'm also wondering.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, Guma, Keria have just been lights out better than the bot lane. It's clearly a bot lane angle. And I blame Lehen's more than Pays, but Keria, what are you doing? What are you doing? Keria, you're unreal.
Yeah, there's another bones cube being charged up. First one that he's going to miss outright.
He missed it because he predicted the juke.
Yeah, I like that. Just continuing to walk. It's the continue to walk strategy, one that we haven't seen for quite a while. No jukes abound.
And Chronicle has been talking about this, the impact of the supports, right? We saw it from Carrier game 1, game 2, we saw Lehen's very active on the map. Game 3, I think both supports were trying to make plays around the map, but with Carrier kind of just finding those advantages because T1
Chovy's playing too safe. I'm worried Zeus might die 1v1. I'm not even capping. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Gumayushi in a lot of trouble. Does have to use that cleanse. Okay, he's going to take some damage back, though, yeah, that's a decent trade.
Nice trade. Nice trade, Guma. You're behind?
Right. Last year,
yeah, I remember that
outplayed.
I was about to say they did buff the lethality virus
Catching up.
a little bit more.
Caught up.
And as you rightly said, this man has a bit of a history on this champion.
Carry-on Pike's just an annoying little freak in the best way. He is, but my worry is Carry-on Pike always gets ahead in the laning phase. If it doesn't, it falls off big. I mean, like the Pike is not so useful outside of being able to, oh, they're going all in on Canyon. Nice fucking charm, but nice! Nice, dude! That's my fucking goat.
Ari has been such a curse for so many teams. We actually have the stats here for both Faker and Chovy, and it is a different story.
Oh, another awesome charm! Another awesome charm! Guma had flash? How did Guma have flash? How did he use flash? How did Guma have flash? How does he always have it? I thought Guma used flash bot lane. He must have just got it back? Wow. Oh, he only cleansed bot lane. I see, he only cleansed. God damn, Guma's so fucking good.
That's such a hefty prize, though. Lehens gets blown up, but it's the kill on Canyon in particular. That is the
They got 2 grubs, though, too. Yeah.
Early on, getting taken out.
Tens is watching? Wait, Tens is just watching the series?
Not able to find the impact.
Is Tens not a co-streamer?
Yeah.
And he's just watching it?
No, exactly right. Here with match point in hand, Faker on a champion that he's been synonymous with for a very long time. There's quite a few of those, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Ariana, Azir, Rise, like this.
Is he a co-streamer officially?
This one does have a special skin. LeBlanc also has a special skin, and the win rates for both his LeBlanc and his Ari are about equally ridiculous.
He isn't? Oh, we're doing it.
Special anymore.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck it.
Special, you have to sort of redefine where it lies, you know?
Now, Genji have a stack wave on the top side. T1 have read the play
if Tens is doing it, he's got 50 million more viewers than me.
Yeah, can he charge it? He does find a knockback onto FaZe. There's the crash into the wall as well. Let's just call
Let's go!
Ona's going to grab kill credit for that one, and T1 seemed to do no wrong.
Let's fucking go!
The kill as Zeus is pushing on the bottom side of the map. 3 kills for T1. And we talked about the momentum earlier, but it feels like that this train just continues to ride in the way of T1's victory.
And
Just the quality.
that was a journey he did not want to take.
But it feels like that this train just
Dude,
continues
is
to
T1 just gonna
ride in
win?
the way of T1's victory.
T1's just gonna fucking. Lehen's is getting fucking bullied. That's what I said, dude. I called this fucking series. It's Lehen's gap. Lehen's gap, and then just don't put Zeus on a shit champ like a Maokai. And this is a winner. Dude, I'm so fucking stoked for a.
There gets very, very heavily punished, and now we already have a 1.5K gold lead here.
Man, it's just crazy how
8.5 minutes in.
people have been saying Chovy's so much better than Faker for so long. And here he is, dude. Chovy's great, don't get me wrong, but Faker's not. Oh, he got him with the charm. Wow, that was a good buffer. That's unreal buffer. That was an unreal buffer, dude.
Yeah, the script really just seems like, as much as you talk about it, it still seems infallible. As, all right, looking for a bit of an opportunity.
It's crazy to feel better. I am feeling better. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, my throat is burning, dude. I have a very sore throat, but I'm just gonna scream through it because this is crazy, dude. Seeing T1 beat Gen G. I mean, let's not call it yet. Come on, I gotta. Come on, we still got a game. We still got a game, baby. But they're playing so good, dude. They're playing so good. The world's buff is so real. Can you imagine if Faker gets 5? He wins back-to-back Worlds 10 years into his career.
They did.
As good as Pike is,
unreal.
For as long as
how are there like a million fucking kids in Korea and China playing this game all day, every day, and Faker's still the best? How is that possible?
Being taken early, and I want to see that Rift Herald take down that mid lane, because the moment that control of the map is ceded and vision starts to drop, that's when the Pike.
Will you go to London for the finals?
And I also think that this
I'm deciding. The thing is, I want to go to London for the finals, but no one is going to go with me, so I'll be sitting there watching it alone, or I could stream it and do this again, which is really fun. Like, I can't stream it from London. So it's a TBD. I might just stream it. I also spent a few $1,000s on that Dodgers game yesterday. So that could have been my budget for, you know, maybe I just do that and I don't.
The only problem for Gen G right now is they're not in a great position for grubs. They have just secured the Dragon, which is a nice pickup for sure. However, on the top side of the map is T1's
Cam not
bot
synced?
lane.
What do you mean Cam's not
Zeus
synced?
does have the TP available. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has it available at the very least in a few seconds. So this is going to be a difficult objective to contest, meaning that 4 grubs will go in the favor of T1.
Don't let it go.
Did you go last year for finals? I didn't go to Korea, but I had a cool experience where.
And a Tristana composition that doesn't get
Who's that? Who's the gaming company?
There is vision. Genji
Why am I blanking on their name? The big keyboard company. Corsair, maybe? HyperX. All right, HyperX. HyperX had like a. They have that big arena in Vegas. They gave the whole thing to me, and they have this big fucking screen. So I got to sit on a couch. Like I got the whole arena to myself. To me and Stans watch finals. This is sick. That was really fucking sick.
Now these neutral objectives fall away from the Rift. We turn back to a neutral game state, and these teams turn their attention towards the remaining plates. 2.5 minutes remaining until those fall off completely.
I wonder if they'll do it again. I should reach out to HyperX.
Look to try and secure as many of these as possible to funnel that early gold injection to get ready for those first items. As you can see, Malignance and Heartsteel.
It's fucking awesome. It was awesome. It was, and I got to watch T1 win and get my. I got tattooed in Vegas. My tattoo got vindicated. Last year was so awesome. That was actually one of my favorite memories.
Any team fight can go
getting to be there with Stanzy, and he wasn't mad because Genji wasn't even in it, so it was like. And we had just a good vibes, and we watched F1 and then watched the finals in the arena, and then T1 won and my tattoo. It was sick. It was really fun.
That could be kind of funny. Certainly some interactions that could work out there, but it really does change the tide of how this game is going to work.
But if Faker gets his 5th, dude, the 5th one's for Atrioc. The 5th is for Atrioc. Dude, T1 is winning every lane.
Pike is the most obvious one, but even for Ari, it's the case.
Are you getting another tat? I might get another tat, but I only get a tat if they win.
Not go their way, but
because I don't want to get another crossed out tat. I'll get a tat if they win. I'll keep the rap going.
Carrier is everywhere. Pace just keeps having to drop waves. Owners looking for
the 5th is for Elon Musk. Oh, dude, Genji's scared. You can tell, dude. When pros flash this early, when they don't save it to the last fucking second, they're scared. They're blowing flash left and right, dude.
As, man, that bone skewer very, very close. The lobbing
They don't want to
down
be the one
tree.
to throw it, so they're always flashing
That's what
early,
you do,
but then
right?
it,
Lob
it
down
starts
trees.
Yeah,
snowballing.
it's correct, actually. That's the perfect terminology. Sure. Herald.
You know
could be
they're
the
locked
next
in when they
objective
never
that
use flash.
will
They use it
be
like at the
commencing.
last fucking
We'll
second
see
if they
who gets
only
that
absolutely have
objective,
to.
as right now, the T1 members are
Kinda like how Guma
resetting.
did.
Vision needs to be replenished. Gold needs to be spent. Genji going to push out these waves. We'll give them initial access to the topside river, but it means that they haven't had that opportunity to base, spend some gold, and look at those items.
The lead is
between
not
the 280 carries.
massive,
No blade
though.
of the Ruin King completed yet.
The lead is not
Haze,
massive, and
or even Static Shiv, rather.
Genji's
I should say.
comp, if they win one
see
fight,
what
is going to
direction
be
he goes, is,
oppressive.
Yep, and getting
Absolutely
Gumayusi
oppressive.
onto that
I don't want to get too ahead
before
here.
Paze gets there as well. We know what this guy can do.
And
with
I do
his
think,
Varus.
as much as
He
I
is
love Keria
just
and I love Pike, I think
exceptionally
Pike falls
strong.
off, dude. I
On
don't
this
think.
pick, as Keria continues
I
to
do
be
not
annoying,
think
and
Pike
you
is
were saying,
like
this guy is pretty good on Varus, as we can see.
great utility.
Somewhat familiar, yes.
Yeah, somewhat.
This feels
Jax
like
is so ahead of the
Hail Mary
clock.
here
Oh
for
yeah, you're right.
Gen
You're 100.
G.
percent
They can't stop
Jax is a
Baron, though,
problem.
because Gumayushi's on Varus, like we were talking about. You can't do
And
that.
Jax counters their comp. I mean,
We're
Jax
talking
is
about plot
the
armor.
fact that T1 has Jax
That's
is
the
so
bridge
much
too
better than
far.
any other
Now
champ
Owner is just trying to
in
bully
that
him out
role
of the area.
right now.
Rift
Baker's
Herald
actually gone back to base. He does have the TP.
I mean, he's even
available.
got the
He's gonna
fucking
commit it now
steel
to the
caps.
top tower.
Might even be able to grab an outer before he makes that flank happen.
This is it.
She'll be able to lock it in as Kane gets in there before
Yeah,
the
Pike
arrow
gets
does
the team ahead
come
and falls
down.
off. Yeah, exactly.
Slightly mistimed,
But, like,
yeah,
they're not
Kane
that
was already
ahead.
softened up. And you can see Zeus makes his way into
T1
the lane.
fight
They are
this?
taking control of the lanes.
T1
as
fight
Genji are
this?
committing onto this Rift Herald. Chains of Corruption going to connect onto Lahan's.
Oh my God!
There's nothing you can do.
Wait,
but Kane
wait, topside
gets rid of
run.
two, and now Baker, he's able to
Chovy.
dance his way out. Carrier, he's burning, but he should be absolutely
Wait, Carrier's
fine.
going for
Regens
it?
that health because
No
he's out
way.
of vision. And Chovy still in a little bit of trouble. Zay's going to take a mid lane out of turret at the same
they're
time.
crushing.
They take the
They're
Rift Herald, but at
crushing.
what cost?
Dude, how is this happening to Gen G? They're nervous. They're just chokers, dude. I swear to God. Gen G, this is not the Gen G. They're not oppressive right now. They're playing a little nervous.
It's a devastating position
Um,
for Genji to
yeah, the
be
Pike
in.
is scaring them. They're
The
flat.
lane
They're just.
economy snapshot represents the difference in gold right now.
I would say there's
It's a
an
psychological
economic
loss. Like
advantage
Gen G
for
is
T1.
not
There is.
playing how they play.
And
If this is, you know what I
T1,
heard?
they do sacrifice the
Yamamoto
Herald.
Cannon
It
or
was an
whatever
awkward
was talking in an interview. He said T1 lost scrims to Gen G this Worlds 19-1 or something like that. He said Gen G and T1 have scrimmed in the and it was 19-1 Gen G.
Still worth it after securing those objectives. Second dragon of the game will go towards T1, equalizing that up.
I mean,
But the
Gen G
goal
in a
difference
scrim is just
the most crucial thing.
when they're just playing
God, another
raw
one.
League of Legends, no nerves. I think
We
they're
got the big
unbeatable. But
souls
Yes,
in,
we do.
when you put them in this
series,
big
and also
crowd
this
cheering for
means that we've got
T1,
X gates, so teams
Faker
can
on
find
Keria
a whole
scaring
lot
the shit out of you.
than they otherwise would. Also gives you a little bit of leeway in your movement around the map as well. And
dude, I
certainly feel
love
good to try and
love
snowball
seeing
things going
owner
forward.
pick Skarner and say, hey, it wasn't you, little bro, it was the champ. Owner basically said, yeah, anyone can do it, Canyon. It's not a big fucking deal, bro.
First item, of course, the
It's
additional
not.
attack speed,
Don't pretend
but
like
it
you're
still
good.
doesn't solve the problem of into this Jax.
This champ's easy
We've
as
already
fuck.
seen how AD carries fare when playing into this in game 2, when T1 tried their hand at the double AD carry into the
man.
Jax. But the presence that Zeus is going to be providing in these fights is going to make it very
Same
difficult
with
for
Zeus and
Chovy and
Jax,
Pace
yeah.
to play optimally.
Oh man, T1 going to be able to clean up the last remaining outer turret here
And
as well.
Faker Hart,
gonna
really,
claim
but
credit for that one.
The thing is, Chovy
on
has been
Azari,
playing
now
really
looking
good.
for a back angle. Is he
But he doesn't
going,
have the. He's not a playmaker, dude. He doesn't start it.
itemization here, a little bit of a stretch away from what we have seen otherwise. As the
Chovy
Lich
doesn't
Bane
make it
does
happen,
come
he just-
through. This
like
is
it's a
something
Faker
that used to
Just
be in
crushes
vogue
you
a
when it
lot,
does.
But I think a lot of players have moved away from it towards the Leandries instead. But Faker has really liked Lich Bane.
Do you think you'll be
for a little
telling your
bit of extra
grandkids about
side lane
Faker one
power.
day? I think
And I know
when
we've
my grandkids
mentioned
and
it
I
a
go
lot
to a
as a
World's
whole, that
Finals
Frontlands might be
in
in trouble again,
2062
but
and Faker's
looks like
winning
it's
it,
gonna be okay. Although Guma,
they'll tell me
Oh,
about.
man,
I want to have kept that. Oh my God, the damage! Lehens, dude. Lehens is. Remember when I said he was A tier? He's actually B tier. Everyone in this game is. In fact, everyone on T1 is S. Everyone on Gen G is A. Lehens is C.
Because this team was, and if you experienced it, you'll know. But the team that played against KT could not be further away. And I know they do it every year.
They actually figured out to just fucking.
Doesn't take away from
whenever
the
they
fact
see Lehens, he's not safe.
It is such a transformation.
Like they were giving him
because
too
it
much
wasn't just
respect.
the meta,
Like, oh, he's
right?
there.
It
Let's
was
not
also the
engage because he can be
cohesion
with
of
his
the
team. He's
members,
not.
The confidence.
I mean, remember.
Lehens is just playing dumb.
In a
He just
world
fucking
where
kills
there
him.
is no
He's
fourth
squishy.
seed, T1 isn't here.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just Darmon takes their spot, or D plus Kia, my apologies. But the addition of that fourth seed, allowing T1 to be here.
Maybe
for them
Lehens
to be in
sold his
this
account to
position.
somebody who
In the
wanted to have
past,
the
they were
chance of
denied
playing
that
in
when
Worlds.
They did have those slumps. They didn't make it to the World Championship, but
It's just like
they
a
are an
fucking Make-A-Wish
organization,
person trying to
and
like
their
figure.
man in
Like,
the mid lane
you know,
is
I'm
a
plat.
player
I'm plat.
that has never missed a semifinal.
I can play in Worlds.
And
I just have bad
if they
teammates.
manage to win here this year, it's 2 fourth seeds from the LCK winning in the last 3 years. That's kind of insane. That's even a thing we can talk about.
You guys need to stop.
We are getting a bit ahead of ourselves. We are definitely getting ahead of ourselves. T1 fans are definitely getting nervous.
T1
I
is
apologize.
so
I know I'm like not even allowed to tweet about this team anymore. You
much
know that?
farther ahead than when I last said that they should
is that
be
the position that
a
they're
little
even
scared.
in is already
It was like 5 minutes ago. I was like, T1 should be careful if Genji wins a big
Which
fight.
is why their performance right now
Their comp's
should
oppressive.
be
T1 is
reveled,
so much
given
farther
how
ahead than
well
they were
they've been
before
able
them.
to
Like this
level
is.
up. Now, as you rightly said,
They look.
5-0 is the score. The lead
This
that they
is
have.
tough.
5K is the gold lead. Baron spawns in 50 seconds. Dragon
6K
in the
gold lead
minute 50.
before Baron.
Genji still have elements. They still have tools to turn the game around. It all comes down to whether or not they can punish T1 for their mistakes, and if they can find a good angle to turn these fights in their favor.
And Genji have been pushed many times this year. TES brought them to 5 games.
Can I say that I think Maokai's a fraud champion?
Oh, Faker looking for the charm, doesn't get it. On to Canyon there, but gets the
I
true
think
damage
Maokai is a
on that
fraud
Orban
champion. Not even just Lehens. I just think
Lehens
Maokai in
allowed to
general is
drive
like.
once again. I don't know about it as he gets pulled back
Oh, dude,
immediately,
Lehens.
but he's able to absorb a lot of it still. The
Wait,
answering
wait,
impale
wait,
is so
wait,
good.
wait,
The arrow
wait,
is going to
wait,
connect
wait,
onto
wait,
the
wait.
backline, onto Carrier to deny him bone skewering anyone forward. And Genji, I mean, it was dangerous.
That was
But
dangerous.
they get out of there after the charge, just not earning that much.
A very
played
tense
that good.
back and forth as T1 is
Unless
able to
Lehens
protect
backs in a
them
bad
in tier
spot.
one.
If
Genji,
Lehens backs in a
the idea
bad
was
spot
pretty
and got caught by
promising
Carry
there.
again,
The
I would have
Ash didn't
fucking
actually connect
cracked
onto
up.
the Skarner. If it had slightly further away from the tower, that could have been an opportunity for Genji at the very least to get a pick. But it connects onto Carrier on the back line, which they really couldn't follow up on. Ultimately, the one ends up dropping. Genji have good setup for this top tower, but the TP is committed. Can they dive?
We'll see. It's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one. Spear is going to be coming out perfectly. There's the twisted advance. The charm goes wide. Faker's dead. That is going to be Canyon taking him down.
What?
But
You
it's
just
now
fucking
Zeus
inting?
trying to be the hero. He catches
He got the hit. He got the hit. One more jump. Zeus. What?
And he's
Oh,
under
he
the
got. Oh,
wall.
what? He knew. He knew he was dead. Zeus, you beast! Holy shit! He knew he was dead from the fucking.
But this is what he
the
does.
red
He
buff.
baits them into death, and it's Baron started for T1.
That was aura. Wow, he
this
just
one
walked
before.
away,
You
didn't
think
finish
you catch
that,
Faker in the
and
sideline,
they get
Genji,
Baron.
They know they can't contest this Baron. They're just TPing to mid to
The
try
yeah,
and
yeah,
get something in
that-
return.
wow, 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 wow,
just
wow, wow,
wanted
wow,
the
wow, wow,
tower.
wow, wow,
Faker
wow, wow,
TPs in.
wow, wow,
They
wow,
sit
wow,
there and
wow,
say to
wow.
themselves, this should be an easy pick. His ulti
That
wasn't
was
on
sick.
cooldown, but the collapse was crucial. Genji, I don't think you can do this dragon.
I wouldn't do it.
They're going to start it, but the collapse is coming through. Faker's
Nice.
back
Dude,
out
Carrier
onto the
just
map.
scares the
Zeus
piss
as
out of him every
well.
time he.
All right. Genji do manage to make their way back out.
Yeah, they're not getting that dragon.
Also trying to get back, but
They're
man,
not
this
getting
is
that
only
dragon.
the start of the devastation. We've got 2.5 minutes.
Dude,
of T1
Owner
with
is
Baron.
so
They're gonna
tanky
start
right
by
now.
trying to take down this dragon with the resets coming through from Genji. There's not going to be an
They're
opportunity.
just not gonna hurt him.
Gumayusi coming on over.
Dude,
will
Owner
start
and
to make
Jet,
short work of the two
Owner and
items
Zeus.
for this lethality Varus.
You just cannot
T1
with their
really
comp.
just have Genji exactly where they want them. This is such a change from what we saw
You
in
can't-
this
when they're
exact
ahead,
matchup
no
in
way.
spring of this year, but that was a very different Genji. That was a Genji that looked
Bro, Xi Jinping
impossible
is slamming
to
his
take
desk
down.
right
They
now,
took 2
furious.
games then. They're looking to only miss 1 in this
Because
series.
he
If
knows.
things
He
continue
knows the
going
fucking
way they're
T1
going.
China killer is coming for
Genji with
BLG.
opportunities to try and create miracles, but it's looking like they're going to need exactly that. They want to make their way back into this one. Only a 4,000 gold lead. Still looking pretty rough.
What was your favorite
Worlds
SKT1 lineup
aside,
throughout
the
history?
fact that T1 is even
This is my
getting
favorite lineup.
revenge for a
The
rivalry
modern
that has been
SKT1 is the
so
most fun
Genji
lineup they ever had.
domestically in and of itself is impressive as we look
I've
back
liked
at
all
the
of T1's
dive,
lineups.
The idea I mean, it makes
I
so
like
much
Wolf, I
sense
like
from
Bang, I
Genji.
like, you know, but
Dive on
I think the
Faker.
modern one is my
He's an
favorite by
easy
far.
pick.
It's such a
Even
fun
if the TP
dynamic.
comes through, we can
Faker
turn
as the
it, but they
Shredder,
don't
Master
expect
Shredder,
Honor
and
to
then them as the
collapse this
Ninja
quickly as
Turtles.
well. A beautiful flash from Zeus to
And
get
this
that
is the
stun
first
for
one where it
Canyon.
feels like
He leaves
everyone can
the
carry.
tower to
Every
finish
single
off the
person on the
kill,
team is like an
and they convert
all-star
it onto Lehens as well.
at their role.
Canyon actually, I think, got aggro because of the Leandries. So because he hit the perfect
Yeah, I think it's
spear
the
to
best
set up
5-stack in
initial
history of League of
damage,
Legends. I
'cause
actually
there
do
was a
agree with
wave,
that.
not a big one, but would have been enough. But as a result,
Carry is
takes
like the most
so
exciting
much
support
damage.
Faker's ever
Baron
had.
still here for another minute. Genji just desperately clinging on to
Guma, the best. I mean, this is the best. It's the best.
dreams.
These guys are the best at League of Legends in the world. They're the reigning world champions, and they're about to beat Genji at
on
World.
this inner turret. At 23 minutes, sieging is quite difficult unless the bone
What
skewer
the
comes
fuck?
through. The arrow is denied
What
by
the fuck?
ulti from Keen, but now with only
Zeus
two
didn't
stragglers,
die?
Zeus
He died.
will explode. It's Canyon that locks up the kill as Keen dives in once again. Pei is able to take down Carrier, but it's Gumayushi standing tall and taking down Keen.
Okay.
Still a positive trade for Genji. Still
Relax,
huge news.
though.
Keen actually diving in there, denied the ultimate from
Damn,
Carrier.
that was a
Otherwise, Carrier
really
maybe could
good
have gotten the resets,
knockaway by
but
fucking
because Keen
Keen.
jumped to his death, no resets for Carrier. He ends up getting focus going down.
Keen played that
and
really
it's
well.
not enough, but think back to that previous game where Genji held on tenuous for so
Yeah,
long.
I gotta be nervous because I think Genji's comp is so fucking scary.
They
Like I said, if they can just get
a beautiful response from
parity,
Keen to create
let
another
alone a lead.
advantage. They have the confidence then to turn it back as they get a
Because
kill
they have
onto
so
Zeus,
much damage, and
you'll
then they
see it
have the
display.
front line, back line.
Nicely done from Keen to avoid the resets from Carrier. He knows how dangerous that could have been, and sighs of relief.
The lack of AB from Genji bad. Well, Nidalee got the kills.
In game 4.
And help is not even there. I think that
Nidalee got the
is
kills, which
completely,
helps them get
overly
more
stressed,
AP
at this
damage,
point in time. I'm
which
sure
was
he'll be back as this
annoying
game
because they could
does
just go pure
on,
armor
but there
before
was
that.
a little bit of a grin on
But I still
Marta's
think Nidalee's
face.
not.
Coach Kim as
I
well,
don't
not
know.
looking all doom and gloom. They are still in this. We'll see. T1, Baron has worn off. 2.5 minutes until that one's back up once again. Still a 4,000 gold.
This is where my
lead,
jungle start
5,000,
calling me
something
gay. It's
like
24
that.
minutes
Not
and he
end
would have
of the
called you gay a
world,
long
but
time
two
ago.
items now onto Chovy. 2.5 on Pays.
Your jungle would have called you
1-0
gay
now,
a
actually picking
long
up
time
a lot
ago,
of
my
that
friend.
money in the last fight. Could be huge here for Genji.
Death kept done here for Faker.
He's pretty strong.
He is very strong. I would argue also just now the transformation for Guma. So T1 do have an opportunity.
27 minutes coming up.
Not as good of a
You guys
cushion
don't know
as
the
last time, but
T1
still is
27-minute
gonna be a
rule is
big
that if they're
difference
ahead
maker
at
for
27
Genji.
minutes, they
probably should
always
be able
win.
to get us to 3 items on their double
If they're even at 27 minutes, they always
Issues
win.
don't stop there though, because Zeus
They
on
just
this
turn it
Jax
the
in a
fuck on at
wonderful
27.
position. He's building towards that stopwatch as well, allowing him to play very far into the back line.
The problem I see
Dude,
for
Faker
Genji
has
is
fucking death cap.
this poke is a problem.
That's an early
Oh,
cap, bro.
I think it's going to be fine.
Extremely tanky.
Yeah, but the poke is a problem, and not only is it a problem, like,
Oh,
they
Carrier?
don't have the best engaged tools. T1 have a lot of ways to just run away from
Whoa,
ally.
owner flash there?
What? Now, I don't think T1 need to be
Dude, what
forcing
the
this
fuck
hard.
was that? Why
Like,
did owner
Dragon
flash that?
spawns
Was
in
it
a
a,
minute's
was it a
time, so
mistake?
is Baron. Owner committing his flash there. I
Dude,
think
that
is a bit
flash
of
is
a
going to be so
fumble, because now he
important.
doesn't have the potential
Come on,
play
come on,
setup
come
with
on,
his
buddies.
ulti
Come on.
later.
Come on,
And,
come on,
like,
come on.
This is a tendency
They're
we see with
backing.
T1 sometimes when they have a big lead. They sometimes overforce. They did the same thing against
Yeah,
Top
they-
Esports.
they can
ended up
overforce
still winning
sometimes.
because, again, the gold lead
Dragon
is
in
theirs,
40
but they
seconds.
need to calm down because, as you both have already
Damn,
highlighted,
I don't know why he flashed there. That was
Genji
crazy.
are a patient team. They will happily weather the storm.
Genji is a patient team. A boring team, you might say.
Very patiently, very slowly, only taking the
You might say a
guaranteed
boring
advantages from
team.
around the map.
Some would
This
say
feels a little
patient.
bit different. Might have something to do with that Pike being that good sidestep, but the charm is going to
Dude,
land here from
look at
Ooh,
Faker's
that
damage
one
on their
jumps in.
tankiest member.
That's those 3 items that you guys
Faker's
were talking about.
fucking
Faker
strong.
also starting to get some Death Note stacks put together.
One of the few tools that Genji do have.
Go
is
Majai's,
actually
Faker.
Canyon's
Faker
heal.
Majai's.
Every single heal was a base
Dragon
heal of
5.
240 going up to about
A nice
500.
third drag would be great
If you
for
are
T1.
chunked, that alone is not going to be enough, but it might be the mitigation that Genji need to at least try and contest. And it
Are they
looks
contesting
like
this?
they are not giving over Soul Point for free.
Well, Carrier is going to walk into Lehens here.
Okay.
Pike so incredibly squishy.
Okay,
There's
they're
the
doing
teleport
it.
From Keen, the front line will arrive. Chains of Corruption do go wide. As
Just
now
let
Lehens,
Faker get a couple more
he's chunked out just
cycles.
a little bit, but he's going to throw his life away for a
Let
good
Faker get some
position
more
in a team
cycles.
fight. Carrier on a flank angle. It is going to be Owner taking Soul Point. but
Okay,
Carrier on the
Owner
side.
got it.
That's a phenomenal
What happened to
ultimate from Keen.
what happened to fucking
And
Ari?
Hayes is untouched.
Oh
Still
no.
explodes.
Oh no, Zeus is in there, but Zeus! No, wait! No! Oh, no,
dude. Genji turned the fight in their favor. They punished the execution.
No.
Baron is alive. And Genji say, we will not go down without a fight.
You might kill
no,
the
at 27 minutes. Oh, no.
6-1. He's got you right where he wants
They still have a goal lead.
The Baron is going to come through.
Dude, the Keen.
Look, he may not have got
Keen's knockaway there.
The dragon or anything like that.
They didn't coordinate.
It always just seems
They
to
didn't
be
coordinate.
that can work
If
out
Faker
even when
and
it's not
if
supposed
Faker and
to.
Zaves
Late
dive
game
into the
Italy
same, let me watch this
is not supposed to
again.
be a thing, but man, Keen coming in as such a hero.
The ultimate from the Maokai was huge. They're coming in from all angles, but Ona
Dude,
dying
that
first.
knockaway
The target selection
on
is great.
Faker.
They're all in the dragon pit. They then turn their attention to Zeus. A reset doesn't come through. Faker, he's only got, well, he
Faker
does get
can't.
2 charges off. He tries to collapse on a Chovy to get the reset, but then a nice flash away
No,
from Chovy. It was
man, that could have gone so much better. Oh, that could have gone so much
the person
better.
in front of them. And with the double 80 carries
Damn,
in a front-to-back
dude.
composition, Gumayushi just doesn't have the consistent damage.
Well, Arrow going to go
Faker-
wide as
Faker
once
got all
again.
right.
Genji are looking for Faker. Not again. Yeah, they're just like,
All right,
no,
now it's
no,
dead
no, no,
even.
no.
Dude, now I'm so worried.
Remember what happened.
Genji's late game is fucking unreal.
It's the most damage.
They have the insane.
It is
Oh
absolutely
man,
nutty. Maybe
the
when he
tank
puts on
advantage is
Primal
no
Surge,
longer
he gets
there.
credit for all of the extra attack speed
Zaves and
he
Owner were
uses,
tanky enough to over tank, but dude, that Keen knockaway on Faker is going to go down in history if they fucking come back on this.
Canyons level 16.
That's a 3-item Italy, ladies and gentlemen.
And now it's
Dude.
Genji that can begin their offense. The poke from them. We talked about Gumayushi's poke.
Oh,
Now it's
that's
Canyons
depressing.
turn to get a
That's
bit of
depressing,
revenge.
dude.
And Vedi, in the previous game, you told about the
That
waters, you know,
that
the
one
feeling of, oh,
missed fight is
what
gonna
if?
haunt.
Maybe
Is
it's
gonna
just a game
haunt.
delayed.
Maybe.
You were right, just a little bit early. Genji hasn't
But it's not
done it
over.
Yet,
It's
though,
actually
'cause
not.
all
It's
this
obviously
has
not
done
fucking
is
over.
equalize the game, right, Cole?
It's still
But
equalized,
look
and
at that
Guma's fucking
jump
crazy,
upwards,
and
the double
just we
80
just need a
carry
catch.
now have hit their spikes.
Oh, Lehend's going for it.
Boneskewer going to
Lehens
connect,
is
but
going
the
for
spear
it.
does too. That is a decent
Wait,
impale only onto
they
one
catch
there as
Lehens 'cause he's fucking dumb
able
as
to
shit?
eat some turret shots, and he'll be okay. Man, that Primal Surge almost gave him his whole health bar back. And the siege will continue here.
Just fucking here.
As Chovy
Here's the
getting
praise.
more and more stacks
The
into
prayer of
spear,
T1 right now is that
level
Lehen
16,
sucks.
And the spears are hitting one after the other. Faker, he wants
Here's the
out.
prayer.
He's going to kill that
The
siege
prayer of a
minion, and they
T1
will
fan
back
is that
away.
Lehens will
Carry
throw
out.
or
Yeah,
get
not willing to
caught.
stick around when he is seen on vision.
The charm from Faker didn't actually connect, even though Ono was
Run
able
it
to land
down
the
mid,
ultimate. The top
Lehens.
tower is now
Int
exposed as they turn their
Lehens.
attention to mid to try and defend. T1's base
067
is beginning to fall
Lehens.
apart. They still have some towers remaining, but as you rightly said, Chronicle, return to an even state, and the Dragon Soul is on the horizon.
Big thing here.
Lehens single-handedly won that fight with Mallow. Lehens pressed R
So this brought Genji back in the game.
on
but
the
T1
widest
still will
ult
get
in the fucking
opportunity
game.
to get a
Yeah, it was
straight-up
incredible. It was
5v5
the
for
deepest skill I've
this
ever seen in my
Dragon.
life.
And
He hit the R button on his
I
keyboard
don't think they will give
when he
out
saw
this series
10
played
champions
out.
on screen.
Minute and a half until it's available. As an elixir of iron, thank you for pointing it out, Vedi. For Keen, just trying
No,
to be
Keen
as
won
good
that
as
fight
he
with his
can.
knockaway on
He is,
Faker.
though, like, it's crazy. This
Keen won
Sundered
that
Sky,
fight.
this front line is exactly what they need. I was worried about Genji's ability to engage, but around these neutral objectives, they're still able to find the fight. And what looked like a devastating collapse from T1, Genji handled it so beautifully. Summoners are coming up. Maybe T1 can find an angle before
Dude,
that flash
I'm
is
so
back
mad
up
about
for
Owner
Chovy and
wasting
pace,
that
but I don't
flash too.
expect it.
Oh man,
It's Genji with
Owner
control
wasting the
around
flash
track.
into it.
Yeah,
All
the
went like
homework that
all
they're
little
doing as well,
things
you
went
can see
wrong.
this vision shut out. Yep, lights go off. And there is an umbral glaive.
It
here
is Soul
for Carrier.
Point, though.
They have ways to cheat vision in this game, but he's on Pike.
T1
You can't
Soul
base
would be
check
awesome.
anything without just popping.
Yeah, particularly into both Maokai and Poppy. Another thing is that T1 doesn't actually have great hard engage. They have really good pick, which is why the game felt
no
so
vision.
one-sided.
No,
But
I mean, the
outside of
vision
Owner
is
going in, or like
oppressive
Kuma,
from
going
Genji's
in
side.
with an ultimate, Faker hitting a charm.
Man, I just
That
need.
is a
That's
lot
what I
more
was talking
telegraphed,
about.
or it puts you
That's
in
what
a
I was
position
talking
of
about, bro.
danger.
Genji's comp
And
is
engaging onto Genji is
is
also a
fucking
nightmare. Tristana is
unreal
notoriously
now.
hard to collapse on. There's a Poppy and
Tristana
Maokai
at
combo in the
309
game.
CS, 204,
And
just
there's
the
a lot of
unreal
fascinating
damage.
how
Can't
quickly the
catch him.
dynamic
Right?
Shifted, right?
It's just, it's ridiculous.
But they don't need to go for this, is what I'm saying. T1 can bide their time.
We just
I
need
don't
a.
think they
Okay,
will.
there's
Nature's
Lehens.
Grasp going to come out the arrow, connecting on Owner. Chains of Corruption, just try and buy some space. But the flash onto Faker, the knock-up, and he's dead.
They got Lehens at least.
Follow him into the death
They got
chamber
Lehens
here.
at least. They got Lehens at least. They got Lehens at least. Hey, good ends, Lehens. Good ends. Good ends. Good ends, you idiot.
It's a double kill for the
Let's pressed R brilliantly.
Trying to get the fight.
Let's go. T1 Lahens. MVP Lahens. T1 Lahens.
Taking down their first inhibitor of the game. They are not done yet. Nexus turret stand between them and another final. He goes golden. He's holding on.
Dude, we prayed for it and it happened. I prayed for days like these. I prayed for days like these.
He just has to move it away from these Nexus turrets. And he is able to stall out another teleport.
Faker's back.
And they'll now get their time. It is good that they're able to melt these turrets.
T1! 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 Oh, can we all say thank you to the heads? Yes, dude. Show me that fight again. Yes, they're going to the finals again, baby! They're going to the finals again, 3 years running.
He was the first.
Let's fucking go!
The rest of T1 rose to the occasion.
Run from it, hide from it, it arrives just the same. The T1 dream. You can't stop these boys.
Championship final.
And I was getting flashbacks, gentlemen.
The greatest team in league history. Zeus, Owner, Carrier, Guma, Faker, Lahens. The sixth man. The most unstoppable T1 lineup.
Oh, Atlas, this team is absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe
What
they make it
fucking...
they're making me believe, Jesus, that they're making it back to the final after coming into this World Championship.
Bro, we
as not
prayed
the team
the
we were
fifth win
looking
is
at
for
just
Lahens.
like last year. It is an absolute enigma.
The fifth win is
Absolutely
for
insane.
Lahens.
And even then, when Faker was getting caught, I was like,
Dude,
this
what
is
did they pay him?
2017. It was Samsung who caught him in that same position on the Karma, but instead it's a different
Can I watch
form
this
of
again?
T1 with different members that rally around Faker this time and pull it through to the end. The reigning
Hey, we'll play Genji. We'll play Genji.
will return to
We'll play the 4 members of Genji.
title versus BLG now.
We'll get
BLG's scary. This final's gonna be good.
Later, but
This final's gonna be good.
Something that was
Xi
crucial.
Jinping
He's
nervous.
on screen right now. Carrier on the pipe.
Check it on
Now,
stands.
HyperX
I will not
reflex
say
replay
one word
because
about this to stands. That
you
is
were
my
talking about
solemn
you
vow.
need a difference maker
That was our
in a moment
promise.
like this. And
Me
how
and
many
Stan
times
said
has Carrier
to
did
keep
that?
our friendship, we will not say one word about this no matter who wins. I won't. I absolutely won't say a damn thing. I love Stans like a fucking brother, and I won't mention this at all as long as I live.
Shaky, shivering. I thought it was Worlds 2022 with the way he was shaking. Like, that man put on a hell of a performance here today.
Man,
As we see a little,
that's awesome. All right, wait. So everyone's cheering, but I want to see this. I want to see this. Go back. Or if you don't load, I'll just cry.
They can even afford to give.
They are not done.
And they can
Right
even
here.
afford to give it up. Look at I was
Like, expect.
You can see they have popping.
So Genji has all the vision control. They've got the momentum. Their comp's coming online. And all we do in chat is we pray that Lahens throws it. And then right here.
T1 can buy their.
Right here, who engages? Who decides? Who decides it's time? Time to put this fucking game on their back. Lahens? Let's go. Let's fucking press R, baby. Lahens, your only job was to press R when they're already on top of you, bro. Don't fucking try to make shit happen.
I just don't think they will.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp going to cut out the arrow, connecting on Owner, chains of
There it
corruption,
is.
just trying
There it is. There it is. And they catch Faker. But you're dead too. And then all of a sudden, Owner gets the. Oh, man. Oh, dude, look at Guma. God damn, I love this team.
Double kill for the Skarner, and Chovy's still alive. There's a bit of damage, but he gets over the wall.
And dude, and Carrier being there to catch Chovy over the wall. Look at this, look at this. Look at Chovy. Carrier. Just ready for it. Dude, Carrier makes it happen. Carrier makes Pike look like not a shit champion at pro level. That's crazy. Because if Chovy lives, they might have been able to hold, but
The shutdown for Guma and
man.
T1. They want to go to London.
Is it Carrier's birthday? Unreal.
Trying to get the fight, but the death timers are too long.
Is Pike like the Pudge of League? No, like Blitzcrank is the Pudge of League. Blitzcrank or, you know, maybe Nautilus. Like, Pyke is, I don't even know what he is in Dota, but Pyke is not good. Like, you don't see Pyke at pro level almost ever. You got to be really fucking accurate and annoying, and your champ's so squishy. Oh, this fight is so sick. I want to watch what happened in this fight.
I don't think they will.
So they get the engage. How do they catch Faker? So right here, let me watch this in slow-mo, swear to God. This is such an interesting fight.
Corruption, just try and buy some.
Okay, Keen gets Faker and then pays and then, okay. They just three-man Faker, fucking blow him up. At the same time, Keria catches Lehens, pulls him into a nice formation for 5. Lehens gets fucking smurfed on this game, bro. All he does is press R and then throw. He's dead, and then Owner, this is so beastly. This is because they got ahead early. Owner's tanky enough that he can still tank this. If they had been even a little more behind, Owner blows up here and it's over. But he can still tank this, hits the fucking massive, just stands in the way, massive Skarner ult. Massive Skarner ult. And all of a sudden, Guma gets the time. And now it's over. Now it's over. Damn, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You need a difference maker in a moment like this. And how
they're
many
showing it
times
again?
has Keria been that?
And that's the thing. You thought it might have been Canyon on the Nidalee, but it was this height pick.
Dude.
Constantly catching out Gen G. Playing spectacular on the Nidalee, but it was
that
this
says it all.
height pick.
That says it all right here.
How many times has Keria been that?
This says it all, dude. This is the series. The GOAT and the WOAT.
And that's the thing. You thought it might have been Canyon on the Nidalee, but it was this height pick. Constantly catching out Gen G. Playing spectacularly in the early stages. Roaming around every year. And I'm shocked he had this performance. Because I'm looking at that man as he stood up from his seat. Shaking, shivering. I thought it was Worlds 2022 with the way he was shaking. Like, that man put on a hell of a performance.
This is Lehens lowlights. This is Lehens lowlights, actually. Like, look at him go in. Wait, watch it again.
Look at that man as he stood up from his...
No, they could have just walked away. They could have walked away. They know everything's here.
Shaking, shivering. I thought it was Worlds.
Actually, Keria pulls 2 of them. One with a skill shot and one because he's stupid. That's actually a fucking low light.
2022 with the way he was shaking. That man put on a hell of a performance here today.
Yeah, as we see a little highlight reel of Keria in this game, he now is second in international performance assists. He just surpassed Xiaohu, and
that's awesome. Look how he was nervous. Dude, I love this lineup. What a fun team. What a fun team to watch.
Such an emotional moment for these guys.
I love the positivity Wall brings to you. I'm toxic in Wall. I'll admit it. But I am positive. I'm positively fucking happy that. I'm positive that T1's gonna win finals, baby. Let's go.
You can just see
Xi
the
Jinping in
entire
shambles.
coaching staff coming out, all of the emotion behind them as well. It makes it so much sweeter to overcome the adversity they faced this
Dude,
summer.
my go. Look
Again,
at Faker.
Like, to have
after
them
all the
be able
hand
to
issues
be
and the
one of the few
just years and years and years.
Go back to back.
And he
it's,
just
it's
beats
them.
Chovy.
It's only them that have been able to do this.
Chovy.
T1 the org. Back to back to defend a world championship title.
But think about how many doubts have had to be on them throughout this year.
Reckless world champions. It's a path.
All right, I want to watch this interview.
Always big rain is getting
Pump them out at
from
the early game.
It was just the crowd wants it.
All right, post-game interview with Guma. Guma, 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 Guma. Look at this Chad, dude. Oh my God, mogging the crowd.
Un tonnerre d'acclamation pour vos deuxièmes finalistes, troisième fois d'affilée, T1 et Gumayushi. Genji les a battus 10 fois d'affilée, 10 fois d'affilée, avant qu'ils arrivent finalement à les battre aujourd'hui et se hisser une fois de plus en finale. Quel a été le facteur
Can you translate the French? Yeah.
Genji beat you guys 10 times
Well,
before
here it
you
is.
finally defeated them today. Tell me about it. What made it special? What made today different?
젠지가 사실은 오늘 경기 전까지 T1 상대로 10연승을 달리고 있었습니다. 오늘 어떤 점이 달라서 다른 결과가 나왔을까요?
이곳이 월즈이기 때문입니다.
They're free. LOL.
Because this is Worlds.
C'est les Worlds et on sait que pendant les Worlds, T1, c'est une bête absolument différente. Mais
He said other shit don't matter, bro. I don't care. I'm here for one thing.
Ces matchs qu'il y a quelque chose de différent. I have to follow up on this because we keep on hearing that T1 at Worlds is a different beast. Do you feel anything different when you play on the world stage that makes you pop
Dude,
up?
look at his Chad posture.
말씀하신 것처럼 T1은 정말 월즈 무대만 오면 더 특별한, 더 강력해진 모습이 나오는데요. 선수분도 스스로 월즈 경기를 치르실 때 뭔가 다른 느낌이 들기도 하나요?
개인적으로는 좀 그런 느낌이 생기는 것 같고 좀 더 게임에 집중하고 몰입할 수 있게 되는 것 같습니다.
They cheer before they know what he said.
Personally, yes. Somehow I get to focus up even more, and also I kind of get into the flow state.
Il arrive à vraiment se mettre dans
That's
le bon
incredible.
mood. Ils arrivent à vraiment se mettre dans le bon mood de
Most people
façon
don't flow
générale,
state
c'est
in
ça
the
qui leur
most
donne la force,
scary high pressure
d'arriver
situations.
toujours à avoir les bons résultats, les résultats attendus pendant les Worlds. Et je me rappelle que quelque chose qu'il a dit
French
l'an
audience has been
dernier
great.
en
Oh yeah,
interview,
absolutely.
c'était justement avant de
French audience has been great, and thankfully, the finals audience in London should be great because T1 made it. If it was BLG Gen G, I was very worried about the finals audience in London being shit. But T1 made it, so we're gonna have a good finals audience too.
T1 is so strong right now because you are dictating the meta. Do you have a similar feeling this year, especially given how open the meta has been at Worlds?
작년 월즈에서도 결승 진출을 확정 지으시고 무대 인터뷰에서 구마요시 선수가
Are you going to London?
T1은 월즈에서
I'm deciding. I really enjoyed streaming this, so I might stream. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
지배하기 때문입니다.
If I go to London, it'll just be me alone. You know, I may have some friends there, but
저희가 지금 메타 이해도가 가장 뛰어나다고
I gotta see if I can get them tickets too.
기도하고 있다고 생각합니다.
I might just stream it, bro. It's fun to watch. There's a good hype with the chat.
I can say for sure that we have the best meta read so far, and we are dictating still.
Sheesh. They got the best meta reads? T1 makes the meta? Pike OP? Would you co-cast with Stans? Maybe. Yeah, if Stans is down. We co-casted last year, and Gen G lost Worlds beforehand. He'll probably be down, but I'm not going to ask him until a week. A few more days.
Il y a forcément quelque chose à dire sur cet achievement qu'ils ont réussi à faire. This is the third time in a row that you guys make
Free
Worlds
cup
finals.
for China, GG. We'll see, buddy. That's what they said last year. That's what they said last year when it was 3 Chinese teams and T1 left. And they said there's no way China doesn't win this.
결승 무대에 진출하셨고요. 같은 로스터로
they said.
3번 연속입니다. 이런 성과에 대해서는 어떻게 생각하시나요?
월즈 결승이라는 게 참
Oh yeah, if you're playing League of Legends ranked, you're going to see a lot of fucking Pike over the next week. Apologies to all 80 carries, you're going to see a lot of Pike supports that are going to fucking feed.
Worlds Finals is the dream stage for every professional player. I am very grateful that we pulled it off together on the same roster for 3 years in a row, and I hope we can have a good outcome this time as well.
Same roster is so sick. That never happens in League, dude. You never get the same roster 3 years in a row. I can't even think. What is another League team that had this level of... There actually isn't one because nobody gets that many World Championship finals, but... old C9. Old C9 in North America. That was it. Maybe G2 for a bit.
En interview Van Bin hier, il les attendait.
It's awesome. It's awesome to see this lineup stick together, like trust each other. It's awesome. They really found it. Whoever scouted this, because you know it was just Faker. They wiped the whole team and they brought in 4 17-year-olds basically to be Faker's teams. They said we keep Faker, we cut everyone else, and we're bringing in 4 rookies. And it ended up being like 4 of the greatest rookies of all time at all of their roles.
어제 이제 빈 선수가 인터뷰에서
incredible.
T1을
Whoever worked on
만나고
that,
싶다. 월드의 T1
genius.
디펜딩 챔피언 T1을 잡고 또 우리
Yeah, Kerry
LP에게
can be right.
엄청난
I'm sorry.
그런
I
위상을
meant young.
높여주고 싶다라고
Not necessarily
말씀하셨는데
actually
혹시 빈
from
선수
no experience,
또는
but.
BLG에게 전하고 싶은 말씀이 있으실까요?
제가 작년에 했던 말을 잊지 말아야 될 겁니다.
What did he say?
You better not forget what I told you last year.
Ooh.
N'oublie surtout pas ce que je t'ai dit l'an dernier. Voilà le message. Du coup, Paris, pour conclure.
Aura. Dude, look at that chin. Guma. 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 That's gotta feel good, dude. That's gotta feel good. You fucking clutch the series, play like a god, get to stand on stage, everyone cheers your name in France.
Je vais avoir
Esports is so sick because, like,
cette dernière question.
10 years ago, you could be this good at a video game and no one would give a shit. Your parents would yell at you. 10 years ago, you're this good at a video game. I mean, not 10, 15, you know, whatever. But, like, you go a little farther back, you don't get anything out of it. And now he gets to be fucking a global celebrity.
I want to say thank you to all the fans, thank you to all the teams, but also the fans wanted to say thank you for everything you brought them. They were so hopeful and really, really looking forward to seeing you. So we have a gift.
Oh.
France has a gift for you.
It's Lehenz's hands. He doesn't need him after what you did today.
A normal sized croissant.
Oh, it's a giant
프랑스 팬분들이
croissant.
감사의 마음을 담아 평범한 사이즈의 크루아상을 준비해봤습니다.
That is the worst way to eat a croissant. Bro ripped the heart out of it.
Est-ce qu'il aime bien? Do you like it?
Bro plunged his hand into the chest and ripped the heart.
It's good.
My God. The French people losing their mind. French people crying, weeping with joy. It's good. He ate a croissant and said it's good.
Finals. Paris, une dernière fois pour T1 et Guma.
Macron himself shedding a single tear. National holiday in France. That's awesome. They brought him out a giant croissant. That's so funny.
What an inspired ID.
I know.
That's how you become a French citizen. Yeah, he passed the citizenship
for
exam.
weeks, by the way, she said, "What if I get this huge croissant?"
How do you even get a croissant that size?
I don't know. She's French. Ask
Larger than
her.
my head.
Bro, what a
Best
team.
two
What a
interviews
lineup. Look at him laugh. Look at the joy.
Ever had, by the way.
Ever.
We do
What
not
a great
deserve
team,
Vin
dude.
and Zubayushi. Those
Give him the thumbs up, Faker.
Showman, the
Oh
way
my
he's
God, the
waving up
aura.
The crowd,
The
too, is
aura.
amazing.
Isn't it crazy? Like when you kind of think about Guma, right? You had the beginning.
Look at the carrier
sometimes
reaction to win.
He wasn't always the absolute pop-off star. Then he turned into this super, super reliable player that got them a lot of their victories, including
Oh,
a
carrier
big
when he
part
wins, dude.
from the
Look.
bot lane in Worlds last year. Then, you know, I know we love him to step and the uphill a little bit, even though
Dude, I love Carey because he's got passion.
also,
He got passion, bro. Like the year when he
Faker and the
lost, he
broccoli?
cried.
no more.
When he wins, he fucking show. I mean, that's
You
awesome.
are my new best friend.
Everyone will get a food, a signature food.
And you know, he
Cultural
fucking
impact, baby.
MVP'd that
I don't know,
game.
everyone's gonna be
Swagged
signing
out.
croissants now as they go
Oh,
around.
no.
But genuinely, like, Gumayushi has been the back.
Carey is like the only support against. Yeah, Carey is like the modern Mad Life, dude. He's like the support where everyone gives him his due. They think of him like a real Carey. Carey plays support like it's the main character, and that's fucking sick. He does need a pay, but here's the problem, chat. I'm just going to say the business side, which is a little bit not as fun. Everyone on T1 could get a better salary elsewhere other than Faker. This is the dark side of it that like they all took, they're getting paid well, but they took pay cuts to keep this roster together. Because there's no way T1 can afford to give all 5 of them what they, especially Faker. I mean, Faker can get massively paid from China as well. But Faker has ownership in T1, my understanding. So Faker gets, Faker being part of the T1 dynasty, they'll pay him a lot. But there was a big question over whether Zeus and Keria would go to other teams because every one of them could be the all-star of a different team and get paid huge. So it's so sick they've stuck together. It's so sick.
A lot of people over-focus, I think, on Ashe
I don't know
arrows,
how much
but
longer
both
they
of these
can.
guys know where and when to hit.
Why is that grim? It's grim because careers in esports don't usually last that long, other than Faker, right? And like if Zeus is offered millions more to play for a Chinese team, it's like it's tough for me to tell him, nah, you should just stay for the championship and the love of the game, because like at the end of the day, you know, I don't know. It's just tough. It's so awesome that he did it, but I wonder how long they can keep it going. Time to upgrade your tat? It might be.
They just weren't good enough again at Worlds.
But I think that's it. It's when it's almost destined to be yours, that's when the pressure is on the most. And I think that's really what got to them. They had played so well all year long. You saw what they were capable of at MSI. They wanted one more trophy, but unfortunately, when push came to shove, it was that pressure that broke them. It started with...
You're right, because they love the game that much. I mean, that's why it's so awesome to stay together, especially the first year when they lost. They stuck together. They all had great offers, and they stuck together, and they stuck it out, and then they won, and they stuck together again. After last year, I mean, they had a great offer. It's just... It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. They have good teamwork. They love playing with each other. I hope they don't break up, but I do feel bad if like 10 years later you flash forward and it's like League of Legends is dead or whatever. And Zeus could have gotten set for life, and instead he has like only pretty good money. The Twitter hate on Lehens. Yeah, I didn't think about it until after the game, but Lehens is probably getting enough hate from elsewhere. So I'm going to back off. It was funny to make fun of him, but now I recognize that can be toxic. It's going to be brutal for him. You ever been to London? I have. I have been to London. Jolly old London. A beautiful city except for the food and the weather and the people. Other than that, one of the world's great cities. Big A, why are you naturally mean to other nationalities and cultures? Oh, because I'm American. It's part of our DNA. They make us sign a pledge. It's in the fine print. T1 was the underdog? They were the underdog.
City has treated League of Legends and the players.
It's
T1 was easily the underdog, bro. Genji won the last 10.
Events here, honestly, we're all blessed, and I rediscover how passionate French audience can be around League of Legends. They have allegiances. They support teams, but they support League of Legends, and they wanna celebrate League of Legends together. And I hope that's what you guys felt for the past 2 weeks.
Well, I'm sick. I feel better because T1 win, but I am sick.
So good.
I got to figure out my plan. I'm probably going to end stream. I don't think I'll do Get Smarter Sunday today, unfortunately. Just for my health. I need to relax and sleep and finish a couple slides. And then hopefully I'm good enough tomorrow to do Marketing Monday. I really do want to do it tomorrow. So, awesome stream. Thanks for joining me for this historic T1 win. They finally overcame their Genji curse. I'm fucking stoked. I'm so excited. If they get their 5th championship, duh. Giddy. Big Sevens, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Marketing Monday, almost assuredly. And we have a lot. Tuesday, I am interviewing a book author for the first time. Very, very excited. I'm bringing an author on stream, a well-known. So should be sick. Should be sick. That's on Tuesday. So I need to get better. I actually, my nose is fucking stuffed. My throat is sore. I'm not kidding. I'm sick. And I just want to rest it off. All right. Much love, everybody. Good night. Thanks for watching. Or good morning, whatever. I'm interviewing, George R. R. Martin and J.K. Rowling at the same time. And they both have to answer the same question. It's talking to each other. All right, bye.